In the world of radio shock jocks, the biggest are Opie and Anthony.
These people say shocking things that border on offensive in order to entertain their audience.
I refuse to sit here and think that radio has to be nice. Why? Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony.
This Heath Ledger, I mean, there was going to be no surprise there. It was so obvious he was going to win. And I was disappointed. I thought we were going to see a corpse.
Too soon. A little too soon.
Did you quit smoking yet? No, I didn't quit smoking. Why don't you guys attack him like you attack me? Quit smoking. We don't care if he dies. They care about you.
Why don't you shove it? Shove it like your mother did. Shove it like your mother takes it. Your mother, that whore. That whore. Think of your mom. Think of your mom's sweet face. Think of your mom's sweet face. You know what she does? She's an effing whore. She takes it in a dirty spot. Her dirty spot's a big gaping one.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
And we're off. Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
How nice.
Want to say hi to all the new listeners.
What does that sound?
You're an echo, right?
What?
No, I heard
got
like
an echo?
I heard like a...
I thought you were just breathing into the microphone.
Something bizarre.
No.
You still hear it?
It's gone now.
I think you just went...
No, I didn't.
You didn't do that?
I swear. It was like... It sounded like something brushing on the microphone, like a...
It might have been your
coat.
You haven't
No,
shaved?
I know better. I know the fucking one fist rule.
I don't know.
We're hearing something. There's a speaker on back here, which we can hear.
Is that it?
Yeah.
There you go. That's all it is.
All right,
I was
that's
in the
what it
middle
was.
of welcoming all the new listeners.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
That's well, great. I ain't doing no fucking podcast anytime soon.
What?
I say not fuck them.
They understand. They understand I'm doing that in jest.
I heard that a lot of people are signing up for XM, Sirius XM, whatever it's called right now, which is good news. Actually, maybe you call us if you're listening to us on satellite for the first time. It'd be nice to get a little feel for what's going on out there.
Yeah.
You know?
There are people that just listened exclusively on FM,
right?
And then they come over here and they listen and go, "Oh my God, they're not being beeped out. What happened? They're going to get in trouble."
Did I hear them do an Asian joke? That's crazy.
My God, man!
Because we taught them that Asian jokes are a no-no.
Yeah,
and doing the accent is a no-no. If you work on regular radio,
I know.
You can't do that anymore. That's insane.
We'll do whatever we want.
Every day we got to do just
height, every day, height.
Every day, just the over-the-top Asian accent.
Be funny if Anthony got really sensitive and just started dumping us every time we did an Asian show.
Yeah, I know. I got the button right here. Hey, now, Jimmy, insensitive.
He becomes a do-gooder.
Do-gooder. That ain't happening.
Nope.
You should have seen the abuse that was going on last night on Pal Talk.
What happened?
Oh, my God.
What happened?
Well, apparently, since Lost wasn't on, we were, in essence, lost for something to do.
Okay.
Everyone, because a lot of times we go into the Lost room on Pal Talk, and everybody kind of trades, theories of what they think is going on. So you're watching the show
as they're jerking off
with a bunch of people. No, there's no jerking off. You're in your mom's basement. She might catch you.
I just picture. I don't have Pal Talk or anything yet. Maybe I'll go down that road eventually.
You think it's just a big jerk
I just
fest?
picture it's just jacking 24 hours a day. But there's themes. Today as we jack, we're gonna watch Lost.
Lost jacking show. Right. It's the Lost jacking show.
Sorry.
No, it's one of those deals. It's kind of cool and geeky in a way that you can you almost have this little communities depending on what you're doing. If you're at home, if you're just sitting around drinking, people are sitting around drinking. Hey, what are you drinking? You hold up your bottle of Bud or whatever it is, and then Lost Room. You go in there and it's like a commercial comes on. And you're like, holy shit! What do you think this is happening or that? Kind of a discussion like that. And then last night, nothing was really going on, so we were hanging out in one of the basic rooms that we usually hang out in. And what appeared to be very young, two young girls were on from, I believe, Indiana. I think they were 17 years old. And they were just being trashed by the room.
Why?
Trashed. I don't know. One of them was like had a little bit of baby fat on her.
Right.
But it was, I kept telling her, I go, you are right at the limit. And at that age, that's not good.
Were they?
I go, you could teeter each way, anyway.
They didn't have a lot of clothes on?
No, they had plenty of clothes on.
Oh, okay.
They were sitting there on a couch smoking like nonstop. And then the other girl looked like the red-haired boy from Harry Potter. Oh my God. Ron was his name or something?
Yeah.
Looked like Ron. And she was smoking like crazy. And then we find out she's pregnant.
What?
This turned into one of these soap operas where, and of course, the very sympathetic room was just like giving her advice about how she should just have it ripped out of herself and, just keep drinking and everything. It was one of those situations, though, where it went on for hours.
Are they fans of the show?
No, I doubt it. I think they just popped in the room. That's what happened.
They just picked the wrong room?
They picked the wrong room. But they stayed for hours.
Right.
And then everybody got bored with them once the Scottish chick came on and started putting her ankles behind her head.
Hello.
Yeah. So she had a thick Scottish accent.
Hi, guys. You want to smell my stink hole?
You can barely understand her. And she's there with her ankles behind her fucking head.
Yeah.
And, so Pal Talk was pretty entertaining last night.
Nice. Very good.
Yeah.
God, I watched The Situation Room. I missed out.
Oh, The Situation Room.
Sounds like you had a situation in the Pal Talk room.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I was telling Aunt, like, every once in a while, I don't do it every night because it'll drive you nuts, but I'll...
Jerk off?
I'll watch it. Well, why not? But
sure.
I'll watch all the talking heads. I'll go from CNN to Fox to MSNBC, right?
Yeah.
And I was telling Aunt just before we went live that I should agree more. I'm not saying completely because I think I'm in between like a Keith Olbermann and a Sean Hannity if you really want to know. But I probably lean more toward a Keith Olbermann.
Yeah.
But I fucking hate the guy. I think he's the biggest douchebag on TV by far. So it's almost like he might be saying something that I agree with, and I still like, ugh, I hate you.
Yeah.
And then I go over to Sean Hannity, and I don't really agree with a lot he has to say, but I like him. I like how he discusses things. He makes me maybe think about how I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's thought-provoking.
Yeah.
Which makes me very confused. Very confused, because I should be like one of these guys, rah, Keith.
But Keith Olbermann is such a pompous ass.
He really is.
That it's hard to relate to him, even if you agree with him. It's hard to say, yes, I agree with him, because you don't want to agree with such an incredible douche.
He's just the worst. And now he's using like morning show / radio war tactics.
Yeah.
And Bill O'Reilly, I probably hate more than Keith Olbermann, which is, I hate to say that, but Bill O'Reilly's a jerk. But Keith Olbermann's like taking a page from our book and radio in general, and he's playing like Bill O'Reilly's audio on his show and trashing him and stopping the video, and then commenting,
picking it apart,
taking a few jabs at the fact that Bill O'Reilly might have gone into a back room at a strip club once in Thailand or something. I don't know.
Thailand.
Yeah, but And I was thinking, God, if Keith Olbermann was on the radio, attempting that radio war shit, he would get destroyed. It's all cute on TV, how he takes his little shots and plays the video, but he would be in way over his head if he did that shit on radio.
Do people realize that even these talking heads and a lot of these guys, it's not 100% them on the air, just like anything else.
Right.
It's show business.
Right.
It used to be news, but now these guys are completely editorializing. They're not reporters. What do they actually call them? Besides assholes.
Well, I don't know.
They call them something else. They're not reporters, they're not journalists, they're not newsmen. They're commentary. something like that, because it's their own opinions.
Yeah, but most viewers
that are being thrown in.
But most viewers still don't understand that.
Yeah, I know.
They think
see it
this
as
is the news.
I should think this.
Yeah, exactly.
I should think this.
They're trying to make you think their way instead of maybe presenting this stuff, and then you, as a human being that could think for yourself, you make some calls for yourself.
They love saying things like "you report" or "we report, you decide."
Well,
but they're shoving their opinions down your throat.
Well, what amazes me is that Bill O'Reilly calls his show the No Spin
No
Zone.
spin, and it's like a rotor on a helicopter.
Thank you. He spins it.
Yeah,
his way.
He's a whirling dervish.
And if you agree with Bill O'Reilly, that's fine. I don't even care. Because I don't even give a shit about Keith Olbermann either.
No.
But to call your show the No Spin Zone as he's spinning, like Ant said,
out of control.
Like a fucking tornado. And no one calls him out on this. Nobody.
It's just a thing that you got to understand that these guys are in show business. So they go on and put on a show that isn't. They don't have to adhere to the rules that reporters are supposed to adhere to and anchormen and things like that. So they could say whatever they want and present it however they want. So they'll do it in almost a shock jock fashion, where they rag on the other guy, or they'll twist around facts to better suit their opinion. It's a show. Do you think that they're like that off the air all the time when they're just sitting at a bar drinking and someone comes up and just starts debating them on something?
I honestly think Keith Olbermann plays that role all the time now.
I don't know.
Because yeah.
I don't know.
You think as soon as the cameras are off, he's a whole different person?
Dude, do you honestly think when he's filling out that fucking tax return, he's enjoying his new upper tax bracket Obama fucking plan?
I
or is he
that.
going, motherfucker, I got to pay this shit?
Yeah, I understand that.
And do you think other things he's just not bashing? And do you think there's certain things that even Hannity, or
Hannity said something last
O'Reilly.
night. Let me jump in for a second because they were having a 401, K discussion yesterday, and he's like, "Yeah, just like anyone else, I'm worried about my 401K," and I'm like, "All right, Sean." Guy probably makes tens of millions of dollars.
It's all relative. I'm sure he is.
Yeah, but he was trying to make it like, I'm a regular guy just like you, worried about my 401K going away. He's got, sure, no one wants to lose money.
I bet he's got an 802K.
Wow. Yeah, in a way it's relative. And no, if you have $10, you don't want to lose $10 no matter how much money you make. I understand that. But he's the type of guy, if he lost his complete 401K, if he even has that officially, he's going to be all right. This economy's not going to, suck someone like Sean Hannity away.
You know what the odd thing is about this economy and this this recession bordering on depression? It's not the lower class earners that are really as worried as the upper class. It's the people with money that are more worried. First of all, I think they have more to lose. Secondly, I don't think they've ever been more vulnerable to losing a lot of money in a quick period of time than they've ever been in this country. You don't know what to do with your money if you're a wealthy guy.
Yeah.
Do you leave it in the bank? The banks are failing. What happens? I got more than the FDIC is going to insure in the bank. Oh, what happens if it fails? Do I put it in the market? The market.
I've been watching.
Petrified.
I've been watching my bank accounts very closely the last 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
I never did that before. I'm like, whatever.
Whatever.
Well, I've always been like that. I'm not a money guy. It's like, all right, I'll throw it in the bank, whatever. I don't even look at statements.
Really?
Every once in a while, I do to make sure that, there's no one at the
That's
branch.
how you
at the branch taking a little off the top.
You don't want to end up like Dane.
Yeah, no, no.
You better keep your eye on your cash.
No, that's one thing I was always smart about. No one has that type of power. No one. But also, I'm just like, I keep throwing in savings accounts and I check it every once in a while. And every once in a while, I go, oh wow, doing all right.
hey, look at that.
Because you can't take that stuff seriously.
Nah.
Because tomorrow, you don't have it anymore.
No, that's just it.
Whatever.
So you kind of pay attention to what's going on economically.
But the point being, those shows are just ridiculous on both sides.
Yeah.
On both sides, because I watched last night it was all Keith Olbermann and then all of Sean Hannity, and it was just like, oh my God. Like, how about we work a little bit to work just work together a little bit.
That'll never happen.
I mean, Keith is like rah 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 over here, and Sean's like rah 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 against the people that Keith Olbermann was just trashing, and vice versa. It's like
they depend on each other for their own mutual survival. Do you think the hardcore conservatives want the liberal left to go away? Then they're out of work. Right. I don't mean politically. I mean entertainment-wise.
Sure.
With these shows. The best thing that happened to Rush Limbaugh was Obama being elected.
Oh, of course.
The guy pretty much disappeared for the entire Bush administration.
Right.
He went from Clinton, where he made his bones when Clinton was elected, and that's when you really started hearing about Rush Limbaugh.
He had a great run.
He had 8 years of Clinton, and then Bush got elected, and you don't want to hear somebody lambasting the left when they're powerless, So it got to the point where no one was really talking about Rush. They were talking about his pills and his bionic hearing and all that shit. But
they gave him a new ear, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
He's got a wire out of his head or something into his ear. And now, though, they're talking about him again. The president's talking about him. Washington's talking about him. This is a dream come true for him.
Mm-hmm.
So regardless of what you think of how Rush is saying he wants Obama to fail, he is happier than a pig in shit he got elected.
And this is where I get frustrated by all this stuff, because exactly what you just said, Anthony, they're not honest. Not only, I'm just going to tag what you said, not only does Rush Limbaugh doesn't want Obama to fail, he's hoping he gets reelected.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
And people are like, you're crazy. No, Rush Limbaugh, not only, I bet you even secretly votes for Obama.
He gets in there. I'm casting my vote.
Think about
for John McCain.
Right.
And I go in here. Okay.
Right.
Where? I wish I had my beep. Where's the lever for the?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Beep. Right, I don't know where's the lever for the beep? There it is. I'm casting my vote.
Right.
Excellence in broadcasting. The Rush Limbaugh vote happening now as I go into the voting booth. Of course, I'll be voting for John McCain.
Yeah.
As I pull the lever. Wait, it is a secret ballot.
Right.
So let me close the curtain now and make my vote. All right. One more vote for the... Who else? Liberal.
Right.
There we go. Vote for, I'll give the old, abortion, anti-abortion vote. Throw that out of the window. Abortions for everybody. There's my vote.
That's why all these guys are just full of shit. Rush Limbaugh wants Obama in office for 8 years.
You know what it is, though? It's not full of shit. It's his job. If he was honest,
right,
he would fucking lose all the credibility that he has with his listeners, his ditto heads. He would lose.
He still call them
I don't even know
heads?
if he does. He would lose all the credibility with them if he said, "Yes, I want Obama." This is what he does. He hopes for one thing,
right,
and then preaches about it like it's the worst thing that ever happened.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, for him, it's perfect. Of course, you want that.
I know some of our listeners are called pests.
Yeah,
but there's a whole bunch of people that listen that just don't have a name. I mean, we got to start naming our listeners.
Asshole.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got ditto heads. What could we have?
We have retards.
Yeah. Tards.
Tard heads.
Tards.
Maybe we'll...
Shitheads.
Maybe we'll come up with that. You guys are misquoting Rush. Oh, here we go.
Oh, no.
All right.
Oh, no.
David, Dallas, how are you, David?
He didn't say he was going to vote for the...
How you guys doing?
What's up, David?
Yeah, listen, everybody's misquoting Rush.
Yes,
when
they are.
He says he wants Obama to fail.
Right.
He means that he doesn't want his agenda. He wants his agenda to fail.
Do you know how many times I've...
the communism.
Yeah, sir. Do you know how many times I've actually defended Rush and said that exact thing? Do you listen to the show a lot, a little, or none?
A lot.
Okay. And have you heard me say that Rush Limbaugh was so misquoted by the liberal media that he didn't say he wants Rush to fail? He said if he succeeds, this will be a country that Rush does not will not identify as the United States anymore. It will be a socialist nation.
Right.
So he wants him to fail so the country can be prosperous as America, like the way it was supposed to be when the Constitution was written. I understand exactly what Rush said. I'm not misquoting Rush. You don't have to jump on everyone that talks about Rush and say that I'm misquoting him. I quoted him perfectly.
I didn't misquote him either.
Okay,
No,
thank you.
you're oversensitive.
My point is that, yeah, he wants his policies to fail, but he wants his policies to fail for 8 years.
Go to Dealey Plaza, old Dallas.
He wants him to
have fun, do a recreation.
He wants him to hang on just enough to get reelected, though.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
Because that's good for Rush. That's good for business.
Great for Rush.
What they leave out is that he said if he does this and this, then I want him to fail.
Then I want him to fail. Yeah.
If the government kind of taking over the banks and the auto industry and the government running everything, if that's his
socialism.
idea,
He doesn't. Rush Limbaugh does not want socialism in this country. It doesn't work in any other nation. So why would it work here?
Right.
Even the Democrats, though, are kind of like shitting on Obama's policies.
A few.
And then there's this other, he's taking these little rules that you can use as president to almost do line item vetoes on certain things. So a bill will get passed, and then he'll pull out things that the Republicans put in there, things that he doesn't like. And him and the Democrats were ripping the shit out of George Bush for doing the exact same thing. And he's doing it, and nobody's questioning him on it. I read a small little article on it yesterday. It's amazing what this guy gets away with.
What did he veto?
There were 2 items in the budget that he vetoed. They were pretty small little items, but he deemed them unconstitutional.
Nice. I like that.
And as a president, you can then do a line item veto like that. But it's ridiculous that the Republicans can help out, write a bill, he gets sent it, and then just say no.
Hey, just because
transparency, my ass.
We can get back to that, but you were just saying this, and it's on TV. You said Britney Spears looks hot again. They just showed video.
No, I don't know how old that video. What is this, new? Is that new video right there?
The picture in the paper, yes.
In the cage? No, that's her fat suit.
Thank you.
That's her fucking fat suit.
You.
That was a while ago.
No, that's the latest tour right there.
Dude, that was her fat suit. I remember seeing that thing. That's her fat suit. That wasn't. That was not from.
What do you mean her fat suit?
I saw that video months ago.
So that video was before she's completely trimmed back down?
I was talking about in the paper today.
Well, they showed a video, and it looks like her latest tour, and she looks awful.
Yeah, she
but
comes
the picture
down
in the paper looks really, really good.
Because she's wearing this thing. It's like a one-piece old granny bikini that she's wearing.
Yeah.
Here it is, Brit's comeback.
She was at National Coliseum last night.
That doesn't look bad. She's wearing some kind of stupid circus outfit, but I think the Daily News had the picture where she's in her bikini. And all I was really commenting on was that half her vagina is hanging out of her bikini.
And that right in the Daily News?
Yeah. It's wonderful.
Really?
Yeah, it's smooth as a silk. Look at it. It's on. If you turn your workbooks to page 18.
Mine are over there still.
Of the Daily News, and check that out.
Let me take.
Look, she's obviously meatier than she was, than she was before she had the baby. But that's not bad, right there.
Look at her on page 9 of the Post, though.
She's losing her shape.
She's dressed like fucking
Sergeant
Pepper's meaty cunt band. That's a stupid outfit.
And her breasts, I think she had them reduced. I think she had some breast reduction, like took the implants out or some shit.
Yeah,
because it looks more natural. I don't know. She's not looking as bad as she looked.
Yeah, but we remember what she used to look like.
And I think it's just that I find her kooky accessible now.
Well,
like if you actually find 5 minutes that you could sit with her, you're fucking gonna be her boyfriend. That's just the way it is.
You just need 5 lousy minutes.
You need the giant black security guards that she has. You got to slip past them for 5 fucking minutes to talk to her. And you're the next thing, you're the paparazzi. You're holding hands. You're driving away in fucking exotic cars with people snapping through the windshield at you. 5 fucking minutes with
How
her.
funny is that?
I swear.
5 minutes.
That's all you need.
And all of a sudden she gives you the key to her mansion.
You're the guy then.
Right, you
Who
become
is
the
this guy?
Because that Neil Strauss was in yesterday, and I believed him. He's like, oh, dude, I thought
Absolutely.
I could have her.
And he could have.
And he said I was only with her, what, an hour or something like that?
If that, yeah.
Oh, that's funny. But in that 5 minutes, you got to be quick because the bouncers are going to be coming back. Or bodyguards.
yeah.
You got to make her cry in that 5 minutes. That's the key.
It's like a video game. You got to get in without setting off the alarms,
right?
So you can talk to the boss. Because if you set off the alarms and those big black security guys come over, you're done for.
Next thing you know, you're wearing some kind of Hollywood sunglasses. You're holding her hand.
Yeah, you're holding hands. You're
going
walking
through the malls.
Brittany's Mystery Man.
Right.
Who is it?
If it's you, all of a sudden you don't even know us anymore. Like,
Holy
hey guys,
shit.
can please, me and
Brittany with a shock jock?
Right.
Could it be?
That would so happen.
Shocking boyfriend for Brit.
What Would Tyler Durden Do has a ton of new Britney bikini pictures. Thank you,
Of course
Chris,
they do.
Chris in Michigan.
There we go.
WWTDD.com.
All right, look, she's beefy.
Yeah, she's
I'll give her that.
definitely beefy.
But you know something? She looks better than she did. I wouldn't call that fat. I'd call it teetering.
Right.
She's teetering on the edge.
And for 2 kids, you know. You
But
can,
her,
you can see
yeah.
the belly. It needs still a little work.
She needs some crunches, like severe.
But nowhere is near a lasagna belly.
No, the breastises look nice in that little blue bikini top.
Yeah.
Anything else there, Danny? Any other picture we might want to see? Because it's always good to see 2. You can't just depend on one picture.
Right. We need a side view.
Yeah, you need something else.
Yeah, the side view.
Side view would be nice.
No, the
Back
back
is good too, because you got to look at that ass.
Let's see. What?
That's nice.
Oh,
All
wow.
right.
All right.
See,
You know,
there's no problem
you know,
there.
there's. Yeah,
All
but
right.
when any girl bends over, their ass looks just amazing.
It stretches out a little
Just-
bit.
right.
Well, any girl?
Just
I don't
about.
know.
Huh. Most girls, all right.
Rosie O'Donnell
All right. Well, Jesus.
is one I think of.
All right. You got my point. Jesus.
She
Is this the side view there, Danny?
the side view. All right, yeah.
She's a little gut, but
It's just the belly. It's just the belly. The legs look okay. The ass looks all right. Her tits are fine. But she has a big pot belly.
See, we could have done it.
I wish you wish you had some pot.
We could have done
punchy in it.
We could have done a morning show for Now FM. See,
Yeah.
we could talk
This
to
is
the kids
perfect.
about Britney.
Yeah, see, we're doing Britney breaks. What about the Jonas Brothers? How many men want to have sex with them? You were taking your calls.
How many men do they want to have sex with?
Wow.
Is the real question. What the hell's going on there? I certainly I have no idea, but come on.
Well,
There's some suspicions there.
are there?
What do you think?
Has there been speculation?
Dude, they're like the next Beatles. They got girls all over the place and they're wearing promise rings.
Yeah, please.
What's that about?
They're a little,
You wear the promise ring like when you get older and no one gives a shit about you or your music.
I have a promise ring. Should get her one.
a promise noose.
You guys want to give Stalker Patty a promise
Yeah,
ring?
let's get her a promise
That's
ring.
hilarious.
So, yeah, just to really seal the deal
That's really
on
funny.
her stupid virginity.
Yeah,
Is that an old picture? Yeah.
of course it is.
That's an old Britney picture where she looked all innocent. She's looking up at the camera, very smiling and sitting in kind of an innocent but provocative pose.
A year after that picture is when she was in her prime, though.
Their legs open.
She
chubby
was sucking
legs.
dick back then, though.
Isn't that hot?
Who's fooling who?
You think all that was bullshit?
All that whole innocent stuff was bullshit.
I think her prime was when she did the MTV Music Awards that one year when she was dancing with that big snake around her neck.
yeah.
Oh,
She
yeah,
looks
yeah.
ridiculous.
That was really good.
Right.
I remember watching a whole fucking HBO special of one of her live lip syncings.
Yeah.
I won't even call it a concert.
And she had her little sister playing the younger Britney.
Yeah.
That one, right?
Oh,
That was nice.
Wasn't that 01 or 02? That was back in
now
AW.
and now the little sister is, a mommy.
And then and she was in a bathtub. Remember that whole thing? Brought a bathtub out and
Remember it?
We all just talked about it like, oh, my God, did you see that last night? Like a bunch of fags. We're just talking about the Britney concert.
Remember at WNEW, management thought we were sickos because they'd come into our office to talk about something, and there would be Britney Spears posters all over.
Oh, yeah, Britney's. Yeah, look at that. Look at her there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those little fat legs.
God damn. Look, a guy in the front looks like he's fisting her.
Yeah.
That picture.
Oh, wow, yeah. Speaking of which.
That's nice.
My fist is back to normal.
Oh, did you put on the fucking piss glove?
No, I didn't yesterday. I actually went and got... Kenny actually, surprised me with some nice boxing gloves this morning.
Kenny?
Brown nose!
Ew.
Just waiting for me at my door.
Here you go, GH. If you want to punch me in the head with them, feel free.
He wants to be liked so bad. He BBMs me. We learned that yesterday from, thank God, from Now FM. A lot of BBMing going on.
Oh, and Facebooking and tweeting and everything else.
So Kenny BBM me. He goes, I left brand new boxing gloves at your front door. Enjoy.
What? He's too much, man.
He just wants to be part of the gang.
Love me.
Right.
Love me.
Yes. 2GH with love.
So here
he comes. Look at him.
And he got me 2 kinds.
Really?
What'd you get me, Kenny? Because I just threw it in my apartment. I was like, oh, whatever. I got to go. I don't have time to look at this crap.
I got you fingered and fingerless gloves.
Nice.
Plus the gel wraps.
Nice.
So you don't hurt your precious knuckles.
Precious.
And wrist wraps to support your wrists.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I need you in shape.
But that's too much stuff. I just want to punch things.
You
Get
will
some stress
punch.
out.
You're going to get splints in your wrist if you don't put something on them.
Really?
Yeah, you're going to fuck your hand up. You got to put something on it.
I need you to be able to sign checks.
Exactly. Just pay me. And Anthony, I washed your truck this morning.
No way, Jose.
Well, Jose didn't do a good job, but I walked it.
Tell me about it.
I don't think they like drying that big truck.
No, they don't.
No.
At this time in the morning, they don't want to do anything.
No.
This is the time where these places want to just mellow out, to drink coffee, whatever.
You know what? I'm gonna plug a place. It's Great Neck, the car wash in Great Neck,
Oh, that's
right
good
there
for the
on
people listening in
25A.
Kansas.
You know what? Fuck you, Kansas. You got your own car wash.
Exactly. Drive here and get it washed.
This place, you pull it. They will spend to the point where people get annoyed. Like they start looking at their watch, going,
Like, enough,
"Jesus
I gotta
Christ!"
go, right?
But you know, if you're going into this place, you're gonna have to wait. Because it takes a long time. They go over the whole goddamn thing, the rims, everything. Oh, it looks fucking beautiful. Nice. So what? The Hispanic gentlemen don't like going over that whole thing, right?
I think they just wipe it down with dirty rags.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Did you know he was
Snot
doing
rake
this
their
for you?
hankies. No!
See, this is what Kenny does.
But that is what Kenny does. All I wanted Kenny to do yesterday was put air in my tire so I had enough to get home so I could get my tire fixed.
Right.
And Kenny gets the tire fixed.
Aww.
When he takes my car, usually I throw water bottles in the back and stuff like that. And he takes all the bottles out and throws them away.
And he also brought back what caused the flat tire. So
So he could see, because I like looking at a good screw that was in your tire.
Cody in Indiana. Cody.
Dear GH, I've left you the boxing gloves at your front door. That'll be $49.95 per pair and a 38-cent handling fee.
Handling fee.
Cody knows about the handling fee.
The handling fee.
And we all don't mind that Kenny has a handling fee because he does a lot of little things for all of us. But the handling fee is embarrassing to look at. 79-cent handling fee. It's like, can't just round it up to $1. No one's looking at you.
But it wasn't worth $1.
I'm not worth $1.
My handling.
The handling fees. You like the handling fees, Jimmy?
I certainly don't. No, that's not, I don't acknowledge them. Handling what?
Yeah, it's an itemized thing. Billy gives us who looks at it, but if you do, you'll see the handling fee, and it's just for ridiculous amounts.
And then he tells you if it's a certain amount late, it's up this much percentage.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's fucking.
Yeah,
like he's Con Ed.
I go over those things with a fine-tooth comb.
Do you?
I certainly do.
Nope.
Nope. That was your treat.
Well, that's Kenny though. He's like, over the top nice, but also he could easily turn into a loan shark like that.
Oh, he's very good.
Oh, if you're late with the payment,
GH, I'm going to have to bust your legs.
right. I don't want to do this, but I have to.
Racist joke on pics.
I must say, though, that you gentlemen treat me very nice and you're very generous to me. And I thank you for that.
Well, thank you for being such a moron.
You might want to call
My
Stunt Brain.
pleasure.
Wait till the next bill comes. Compliment $2.
That's probably right. Am I paying you for the gloves, or was that a gift? Because we have this weird relationship that there's a friend thing happening too. So there's like gift giving. I'm paying for
Gift giving.
Yeah, it's not your birthday yet.
All right.
What are you, crazy?
I want to make sure we get it out of the way. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go to James in New Hampshire. James.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, last night's the new South Park was about the Jonas Brothers and their promise rings.
Oh, really?
No shit, really?
Can we get some of that audio?
There's fantastic about how they're using the promise rings to sell sex to 8-year-old girls.
8-year-old. They all South Park will always take it to the extreme. It could be, you know.
Yeah, go ahead.
They turned Mickey Mouse into basically Tony Soprano because the boys don't want to wear the rings anymore. And Mickey Mouse comes in and starts beating the ever-living shit out of them. And it's fantastic. And the whole time he's trashing the kids and beating them up. Between lines, he's giving the Mickey Mouse giggle.
Right.
Oh, it's disturbingly funny. You got to get the clips.
All right, we're going to go find those.
Check that one out.
All right, later, boys.
Thank you, sir.
That's a show that I just stopped watching for no reason. And then people will call up with how funny the show still is.
You just do that every so often,
I
though.
just got to start watching South Park again.
You do that every so often. You just stop watching something, and then after a while, you catch an episode and go, I did that with Family Guy for the longest time.
Yeah.
I just stopped watching, and then recently I've been popping them on and laughing my balls off.
Well, Family Guy's in
Show's
trouble.
Hysterical.
That dumb parent group is on their case.
For the PTC?
Yeah, the
How those
PTC.
fucking assholes, the parents tell
For
them.
what? Is filing an indecency complaint with the FCC against Fox's Family Guy.
For
March 8th episode included, and this is from the press release, bestiality, orgies, and babies eating sperm.
It's a cartoon.
Exactly.
Shut up.
Unfortunately.
Fox treated viewers to everything from an 11-way gay orgy. An 11-way it was called?
Yeah, see, Peter was on some experimental drugs, and the side effect was that he was gay.
That's awesome.
So it was his fantasy to have an 11-way.
An 11-way.
What did the 11-way look like?
Daisy chain?
It was behind closed doors, but let's say the drug picked a very inopportune time to wear off.
Oh, really?
Oh my goodness. Yes.
I got that DVR, and I'm watching that immediately when I get home. 11-way gay orgy to baby Stewie eating a bowl of cereal with horse sperm instead of milk.
Look, Peter said specifically, some of the milk in the fridge might be horse sperm. Not all of the milk in the fridge is
Why
horse
would there
sperm.
be horse sperm in the fridge?
Well, because Peter was trying to breed his retarded horse. It was a really good episode.
God damn that Family Guy. Too bad Seth is such a bore when he calls our show. If that isn't enough, the show's leading character is also shown fantasizing about his wife and moaning while a horse licks his bare behind.
Holy shit.
Clearly, the explicit content was not isolated to one instance in one segment of the show. It permeated the entire program.
People find it entertaining. Leave everyone alone, you fucking bunch of holy roller shitheads.
Plus, it's on Sunday at 9 p.m.
Well, and I'm glad we get an opportunity to tell the people what the PTC is all about again today. We like to make sure you guys are educated about this group. The PTC is urging its purported 1.3 million members. This is what they do, by the way. To file FCC complaints against Family Guy. Here's the problem. Most of those 1.3 million members never saw the episode that they're going to be complaining about.
Don't they know, though, aren't they looking at it differently now that they know where most, I think over 99% of the FCC complaints come from that group.
Yes. You're 100%
over
right.
99% of all FCC, from that one shit dick group.
Yep.
And I think now the government or the FCC actually takes that into account. They're like form letters.
Yeah, you can't do that.
This group
Come
got
on.
away with murder because they were smart. They social networked their members and like, okay, now we're going after this show for doing this. It doesn't matter. You didn't see this show.
And they'll send hundreds of thousands of complaints on a show that they never fucking saw, were never offended by. They were told that they should be offended, so that's why they sent in a form letter.
Parents watchdog group.
Yeah.
Which goes against the whole FCC. What is it? The local standard? No, what is that one term they use? It's too early.
It's supposed to be the community standards.
Community standard. Thank you, Anthony. And that's not a community standard if it's a lot of people sending form letters that never saw the show.
No.
Now, if and I still don't agree with this, but if all of a sudden Family Guy gets a lot of complaints from a whole bunch of different individuals that aren't part of any group, then the FCC would be like, whoa, what the fuck?
They're upsetting the community.
Right. But
they're not getting it from the community. They're getting it from an organization.
Exactly.
Oh, God.
The form letters. It's amazing how they fucking let them get away with so much.
Yeah.
Over 99%. But I bet you the FCC like them because simply there's the chance to make money with them. Because the more they complain, because you have to have a complaint before I think the FCC can act. So they're getting complaints and they can fucking try to throw fines at the radio stations.
Has anyone gotten that $365,000 fine? I don't think anyone has gotten that since that fine's been put in place.
That wasn't the point. They were never going to actually enforce that.
No?
The point was to scare the fuck out of everybody.
Well, they did because
to make sure everyone would play nice.
They made the companies back off.
Yeah, they don't give a shit that they've never thrown that complaint at somebody. It wasn't about that. It was the threat. They did their job.
Extortion.
They scared the shit out of all the broadcasters out there on regular radio, regular TV, and whatnot.
Mafiosa tactics.
Of course.
I love it.
Seth MacFarlane was asked to comment about the PTC, the Parents Television Council, last year. Very gassy today. Too much coffee or something. This is Seth. Oh, yeah. That's like getting hate mail from Hitler. They're literally terrible human beings. I've read their newsletter. I visited their website, and they're just rotten to the core. For an organization that prides itself on Christian values, I mean, I'm an atheist, so what do I know? They spend their entire day hating people. They can all suck my dick as far as I'm concerned.
Wow, nice.
Seth MacFarlane.
Good for him.
That's a good one. See, good.
Yeah, right on. Why can't he say stuff like that when he calls our show instead of being all...
Instead of just...
Good for him. That's the way you should deal with them.
Yeah.
Suck my dick.
And then they'll be like, oh, he actually used an expletive of performing fellatio. Because they can't write suck my dick in their little newsletter.
Yeah, right.
Or else they'd have to report themselves.
That would be hilarious. Oh, we made a mistake. We got to report
We have to report it. Everybody just put on your Nikes and cut your testicles off and poison yourself.
We're all good Christians, so now we got to report ourselves and kill ourselves.
I hope that who's the head of that organization? Some guy, Tim something. I don't.
Whatever. We can go.
I would love.
Oh no!
We'll explain that after the break because we're going to do a whole segment on that. We got an update on Tim after the break.
Yeah.
Really fast. Who's this? We don't have a name on yet. Family Guy episode was hilarious.
Yeah, Jim from Canada.
Hey, Jim.
Welcome aboard, Jimmy.
This family.
You know what?
Yeah, go ahead.
This PTC or whatever. They can fuck off. They put disclaimers every time saying not for sensitive viewers, parental discretion. So if you don't like it, you fucking back, change the channel.
Yeah, what is the use of putting the disclaimer that they make these people put on? They make these shows put disclaimers beforehand, saying that material is inappropriate for young children, language. At the beginning, the show is rated because of language, sexual content, blah, blah, blah. What's the use of putting that shit on if you're just going to be, if you're going to get in trouble from some group fucking watching, or not even watching, just one person getting info on it and sending it out to their entire group?
And I completely agree with Anthony that, why do we have to cater to the children all the time? And I'm more of a fan of having kids and stuff than any of these guys, but the fact remains...
Uncle Paul.
Why do we always have to cater to the children when there's a lot of adults out there that really enjoy They're TV.
Dude, these groups have no concept of adult entertainment. And I don't mean fucking adult entertainment like walking into a strip club or a peep booth.
Right.
I'm talking about entertainment that is completely fine,
Right.
to be on television, that caters to adult sense of humor.
Right.
Why does everything have to cater to children or be safe for children, child safe?
You know, if you
just stop it. I want to fucking be entertained by something that isn't this milquetoast bullshit that is safe for the kids. Go fuck off.
It's really frustrating because, I mean, if you choose to have kids, it's hard work.
Yeah,
So
and
most
part
people-
of that job is making sure they don't see stuff that you deem harmful to them.
I don't want to say most people, but a lot of people don't want to do the work after having the kids.
Yeah.
So guess what? Then all these other groups have to step in and raise your fucking kid for you, which
And
is bullshit.
and by raising the kid, they mean screw over everyone else that wants to be have some type of adult conversations, adult entertainment. And now we got to sit there and watch kiddie shows.
Right.
I want to see Dora the Explorer bent over and fucked in the ass.
Hey, now.
Who doesn't want to see that? By fucking Yaphet Kotto. And this is where the fucking... They're a very conservative group, and this is where the conservatives completely fucking lose me. It's like they want less government, unless it's with your entertainment or who you stick your dick in.
Yeah.
They're the same people that will say, well, you can't have pornography either, even though that's not like the excuse for this is, well, it's over the general airwaves.
Yep.
People could see it. Well, how about pornography that you have to go out and purchase? Well, we don't want that sold. It's like, it doesn't matter how you get it. They don't want you to have it.
Doesn't matter. They just don't want you to have it in the privacy of your own home, behind locked, closed doors, without not near a school, not near a church, not near whatever, and they still don't want you to fucking have it.
I hope that's not too political a rant for a whack bag. Those fucking
shit.
dopes.
What happened?
Just, I don't mind, the message boards, but
Get too political.
Yeah, there's one where the one guy's telling me I keep changing my opinion. It's like
Changing your opinion?
Sorry, I'm not a fucking slave to any party loyalty. Sorry, I go back and forth with certain.
Oh my
What are you
God, would
talking
I
about?
take that as a compliment, dude? I would take that as a compliment because it means that you're not sided to one side, right or left, cemented there by some fucking lunatic.
Yeah, Jimmy, there's nothing wrong with being wishy-washy.
I don't.
Waffling is fine.
I think being a bit wishy-washy is
Listen to me,
perfectly acceptable.
Being a sunflower in a hurricane, I'm very proud of that. But no,
wishy-washy Jim.
It's wishy. You're right. It is actually wishy-washy if you're constantly changing to appease other people or to get out of something.
Right. Yeah.
But it's like you flow and ebb, as they say. With,
You do.
With life. And your opinions change. Yes.
There are some liberal ideas that I actually agree with. Conservative ideas that I think are bullshit, and I will occasionally change my mind based on new information.
Bullshit. You're a staunch Republican.
No, I'm really not.
You're a staunch.
I come off that way.
You're a staunch.
I'm not. I play one on the radio. I'm like a doctor. I play one on TV.
He's not that staunch, though. Anthony actually wants abortion to be mandatory.
Yes.
He's a staunch Republican that doesn't agree with some of the big issues that they all agree with.
I said,
you're confusing too, man.
Homo marriage. I could give a flying fuck if those guys want to bang each other.
I always
left
thought
and
you
right.
would be against the homo marriage thing.
Love the homo marriage. Why wouldn't you? Who cares?
Yeah, I don't care.
It's like it is such a who cares issue to me that I don't fucking give it a second thought. If gay people want to get married, I find it hysterical when the news covers it and you're watching two burly men holding a fucking bouquet and kissing each other. It's a scream. It's a howl.
It's a panic.
It's a panic. I love it. Or two fucking women that you look like men making out, kissing each other, giving each other rings on their chubby, fat little lesbian fingers. I love that shit.
They're women. It looks like David Bowie and Spalding Gray holding hands.
It's horrible, but it's entertaining as hell. Get married. Who cares?
I'm Harvey Milk.
And I want to recruit you. And then
was it a playful spanking?
A playful. Opie, it was such hijinks in Harvey's bed in that camera store where you could fucking skate to the bedroom on the jizz on the floor. You could fucking Hans Christian Andersen your way into the bedroom because he fucked anything that moved.
Yeah, he was a bad boy.
Jesus H. Christ. That guy.
You don't swing at every pitch there, Harvey.
Every single one.
Sometimes you let one fly by you.
That Harvey Milk outside of his place after his boyfriend leaves is some fucking drugged out Hispanic youngster.
Yeah.
And he invites him into the camera store to talk politics with him a little bit, I guess.
He swings at all balls.
Yeah, all the balls he's swinging at. The next scene, they're frolicking.
Yeah.
They're frolicking completely nude on a mattress and playfully spanking each other's buttocks as one is trying to get away from the other.
Yeah.
But Harvey, I have you. He's grabbing him by the ankles, pulling him back, and playfully spanking his behind.
You know, we all have our lines in that movie. I'm like, all right, okay, all right. I'm like hanging in there, and then like, all right, that's my line.
The playful spanking was my line.
Was that? I think.
Yeah.
It was when Sean Penn did the one and only deep
kiss,
the deep mouth kiss. Is when I was like,
you know what it is? I was expecting that kind of.
Well, you know there's going to be a few of those.
Yeah. So it was like, all right. And then that, to me, it brought out the Sean Penn part. That was where it departed, because he did a great job of becoming another character.
Right.
But that part, all I could think of was, holy shit, here's Sean Penn kissing another guy.
Right.
It kind of almost took me out of the movie with him doing such a great job as Harvey Milk. The part where he's spanking his lover was so playful and gay. That's what got me. It's just spanking. The little spanking. You know, if he flipped over that unclipped fucking huge hog.
It's awful.
Jiggle.
He was playfully swatting the buttocks of his lover.
Yes.
Of his gentleman caller. Playfully swatting the buttocks.
Swatting.
I like to look a lot like deeper at things.
Do ya?
And I'm thinking Sean Penn, right? Let's go with that scene. He's playfully spanking the dude in bed. I'm like, is there anyone on set going, oh my God, he does that a little too well.
He's really getting into that.
That's wow. Is that real acting chops or what the fuck? Is that based on something that we don't know about? You gotta think someone is thinking that.
And do you just run off and wash your hands immediately at Purellum just to look like, it was just all over man ass?
I think I would just, of course.
Or do you go to craft services and start like deep throating hot dogs with the smell of onion on your hand?
You take the hot dogs, you dip them in pudding, and then you walk around going, and you laugh.
And you laugh.
But you think as an actor,
yes,
you throw a little something in there that shows, I'm
hetero.
I'm really just acting, obviously. Also,
I fucked Madonna.
You make believe, like, wait, do you spank it? Like, what? Like,
how do you do this?
Like, would a gay guy do it this way? Like,
can we get the gay consultant in
I'm
here?
I'm a little confused. Instead of just going, I know exactly what I'm doing.
You're not doing it right.
Right.
All right, the gay coach. Like they have a voice coach and dialect coach, things like that. You have the gay coach for how you spank another man's hiney.
Because the one man tried to crawl away, but then Sean pulled him back and playfully swatted.
Oh, did he ever?
The tender backside of his gentleman caller.
Creepy. Anthony, someone is reworking your Harvey Milk line.
Yes.
I mean, it's not yours, but you do it very well. Kevin from Connecticut, who's pretty much our #1 instant feedbacker these days.
Oh.
Stephen S. has dropped down to 3rd. I'm Harvey Milk, and I want to... Oh, I messed it up. I'm Harvey, and I want to milk you.
Oh, wah.
Ruining Kevin's great line.
Another flub.
I'm Harvey, and I want to milk you. Nice.
We've talked about this break, but we've done like this subject before, but I actually asked the audience last night, and it was a bizarre thing about, would you rather kiss a guy lovingly, like I talked about prison rape, would you rather kiss a guy lovingly, or would you rather suck a dick? Like, what would be easier for you to do?
What'd your parents say?
Well, my father said my father too quickly said, suck the dick, before I even got the question out, which really bothered me, because I said, would you rather? And he didn't even know where I was going. I was going to say drive a Ford or drive a Chevy. But I said, would you rather? And Dad went, suck the dick! And I'm like, yes, that's what I was going to say. Suck the dick or die. Dad's always jumping the gun. No, it was...
There's just no answer to that.
Well, it was just, the crowd was like...
So you're in prison.
Oh, you said this to the crowd?
Oh, yeah, I was on stage.
Nice.
And it was like what would be worse because the kissing part is it's more the view, like the fact that you're kissing. Of course, I talked about the hand holding the head and how I'd probably just stare at the eyebrow of the other man. But like if you're sucking the dick, there's really no good view either. It's like what are you looking at, the belly button or the toes? It's like 10 things just accusing you.
And then you don't want to shut your eyes because you don't want to look like you're enjoying it,
right?
But you don't want to watch. You don't want to see what you're seeing when that's happening.
I'd hate to be sucking the dick and you see the toes point down like you know he's trying to come.
When you're clenching your I gotta come muscles.
Oh, my God.
You're clenching those I want to come muscles.
Oh, my God.
What are those connected to that works?
I don't know, but in order for me to come sometimes, my tootsies are pointed straight out.
You have to, like, stretch certain muscle and clench your ass, maybe, or do the deep fucking thrust.
Yeah, they were a little uncomfortable.
That's fucking funny, Joe.
Yeah.
We actually presented that to the audience.
That's great.
Oh, it's fantastic. You're an asshole.
Very pleased with myself. They're very graphic.
Yeah, I bet.
They weren't happy.
Stephen S. wants to know. Well, yeah, Stephen S. You are third. Blue Healer's number 2 at this point.
Yeah.
Let them fight it out a little bit. Internet wars.
They were goofing
Social networking wars.
They were goofing on Stephen S. last night on Pal Talk saying, Stephen, shouldn't you get to bed? Don't you have to get up and do the show rundown? Yeah, that's right. Oh.
How perfect was it that the show rundown was like, I heard it went all the way up to number 2. In Google Trends. So Stephen S. finally gets this massive exposure for what he's doing.
And then
it's over.
The other shoe drop.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next. This is a good place to take a break. We got an update on Tim, and we have an update on what they replaced us with. It's official.
Fantastic.
I was going to say they're rocking. They're not rocking. They're playing the pop music.
Watching Bernie Madoff on his way to the federal courthouse in an SUV. They have a helicopter, I guess. He seems to be speeding, doesn't he?
Yeah, no kidding.
They're in an awful hurry to get him there.
Yeah.
What do they got, like cars following him and helicopters?
Cell phone video? Jesus, we know what it looks like. A guy in a car.
Yeah, there's nothing. It's blacked out windows, so you can't even see him.
Well, that's the latest thing.
A fiery wreck would be fantastic.
How would be terrific.
Would that be?
To just see a firing Bernie Madoff. Ow! Ow! Running out of the vehicle on fire. He is speeding.
And people are gathering at where? The federal courthouse for his arrival?
They're passing everybody.
$1,000 to anyone who punches him in the face today.
I don't think you could actually put a physical threat out for money over the air.
I'm a radio shock jock. I was joking.
That's shocking.
I was joking.
It's a parody.
Yes.
Look at him. Who's driving this drunk? Who's the drunk at the wheel?
By the way, because I don't want to get fired, please don't do that. I don't feel like getting fired.
No.
It was easy to get fired when you had 2 jobs. Now when you have 1, oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's a little rough.
Oof. All right, we got to take a quick break. We'll see what Bernie Madoff is all about as he makes his way to federal court.
I want to see a cop do a pit maneuver on him.
Yeah.
Just flip him over.
Colin's coming in today, too.
Yeah.
Colin Quinn.
And also, Colin will be in a little while. And also, Waddle and George.
Right.
Nice.
And Terry Shepard.
Oh, Shivo.
No, Terry Shivo we were going to have in.
Wheel in those bones.
Yeah. And,
they're smarter than they were before they pulled the plug.
Yes, and then we were going to fucking, her brain, or as I call it, a Jasper. Is that the right word?
An Aggie?
Okay, is Jasper right?
The marble?
Yeah.
I think they were Jaspers and Aggies.
And he'll be in. I didn't see the Warrior TV show, but...
Oh, yeah.
Did you see it? Or you
Oh,
see it?
God, yeah.
Oh, you didn't see it.
No, I did.
It's good?
Did you really see it?
Oh, it's fantastic.
What is it about?
It's about warriors over history and how they and how they.
The only reason we said yes to him because you were supposed to watch it.
You know, and half the fun is learning about the program from the star.
That's the only reason, though. We said, fuck this guy. And he goes, no, watch the show.
I'm going to watch the show, or I'm going to pop on Starship Troopers in the big screen.
Shit.
You tell me. Giant bugs fucking chopping people in half on an 11-foot screen or a fucking Warrior show on regular TV.
And we reminded you 3 times. Oh my God!
Fuck that.
Oh, that's gonna suck later.
You know what I want to? You know what I want to see?
Tell Terry to not.
I want to
show
watch
up.
fucking horror movies on 11-foot screen.
Tell Terry and his stupid Warriors to beat us.
Oh, he's like a special forces guy.
Whatever.
Yes.
I'm not tangling with
Whatever.
him. Yes.
Whatever. Tell him.
Yes.
Tell him to take out that window and hit the streets.
Hit the bricks running.
Yeah, we don't need you today, Opie and Anthony. Oh my God, Opie and Anthony. That was a joke, right?
No, it wasn't.
We're doing some kind of St. Patty's Day party, whatever. I don't know if we could do it the way we want to do it, so if you want to show, you can. But honestly, it might turn out to be us just drinking coffee and green beer for a couple hours.
Coffee?
Well, yeah, I'm not drinking that early. That's why I said beer for you, coffee for me.
Yeah, that's good.
I was thinking ahead.
It's all relative time, you know.
Something will happen, though. It'll be. Something always happens that's decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Come be part of the Opie and Anthony show this St. Patrick's Day. We want to do this if we could do it our way. And I guess we're kind of trying to figure that out. We said it would be maybe smart just to not do it and do it right down the road. But party before the parade with the O&A show live from Connolly's at 47th and Madison in Manhattan, starting at 8 a.m. Eastern, 14 East 47th Street. Anthony's brothers' U2 cover band 2U performs live. That's very cool. I like that. Guest appearances from Rich Voss and Colin Quinn. I like that.
Yeah.
Broadcast starts at 8 a.m., so get there early. What I don't like is the fact that we're trying to do some cool stuff where people are like, wow, what a party. And so far, the lawyers are asking some weird questions. They want to know if girls could wear long-sleeve shirts for what?
Well, I think they were concerned that some breasts might pop out. So I think they were trying to cover their asses by seeing if any kind of female activity would, if they would wear, like, long sleeves.
This is just...
Will you get out of our fucking way?
What happens if they wear bikinis?
This is satellite.
That's what we said. Believe me, we said no way is that ever going to happen.
You see what the shot girls are wearing?
Dude, bikinis, and if you're going to have a problem with bikinis, we'll make sure, like we said, that we never had a problem with exposure in the past. If it comes down to it, we'll get double-sided tape and make sure that the bikini tops don't fall
just
off.
Double mastectomy survivors. That's
right.
The only girls we want
Keep it safe
to
for the
participate.
lawyers.
That keeps it safe. There can't be a nip slip.
This is exactly what I was talking about. They're like, good news, we could still do the broadcast. I'm like, it's not good news. We want to do the broadcast our way. We don't want to sit there and look like idiots in front of our listeners.
You guys
so
could
you got to
also
work with us a little bit. I understand it's a sales thing and you're trying to make money, blah, blah, blah. But then we sit there looking like idiots. We want to do what? Money Honey?
Money Honey.
Which is cool. People are like, holy shit, look at these girls fighting over money on the
girls
floor.
rolling around on the floor with money.
So they came back and said, can the girls wear long sleeve shirts?
Yes.
Yes, we're playing Library Honey, where you show up in a turtleneck and a pair of glasses and you read aloud.
You have to show up in a Snuggie and roll around.
Bunch of dopey
Why do
lawyers.
they continue to make this so
I have good news.
fucking difficult?
I do have good news, though.
What?
We can still do the reddest, hairiest ass.
Oh, of course, because it's gay.
There's just one
They have no
stipulation,
problem with
though.
the gay stuff.
What's the stipulation?
The hairy red ass, that has to be in like a thong or something.
I don't want to look at hairy red asses. I want girls rolling around and picking up money because
Well, of course.
because they got honey all over them.
Hairy red ass contest is pretty funny.
Hilarious.
But that's funny as long as we get to do other cool stuff.
Well, of course.
But know what's going to end up happening? It's going to be a bunch of us, we're all guys, with all our listeners, which is pretty much all guys, staring at red, hairy guy ass.
Problem?
Yes.
That's what.
Sounds delicious.
That's the problem. Oh my God!
It's fine though. It'll be
lawyers. Just stop. Let us do our
They're never
thing.
going to fucking get past the lawyers with
long
certain
sleeve
things.
shirts, though.
That's a ridiculous.
That's what I mean when I say
recommendation.
lawyers stop.
That is a ridiculous.
I'm not even talking about
recommendation.
what we want and just let us do whatever the fuck we want. I gave up on that a long time ago. But now to take it to a point where you're asking if girls could wear long sleeve shirts, that's just completely
crazy.
ridiculous. Ridiculous. Well, that's good. Brian in Baltimore, do girls have to wear burqas too?
Yes, we got
to. If you're a woman and you're going to the event, please cover your face.
Islamic rules.
Yes,
we have
please.
to do Muslim rules for women.
It's not a topless bar, fellas. These guys have a liquor license.
Hey,
Yeah, but the shot girls wear what's basically bikini.
I'm just passing along info.
Yeah, it's fine. So if our lovely female listeners are in bikinis, that should be the end of it. Simple as that. And the stupid, dumb lawyer should go, well, just make sure a tit doesn't fall out, all right, guy? And we'll go, okay, that seems reasonable, and then that's it.
So,
then
I mean,
we get to do our show.
Iraq's got to wear a long sleeve shirt, too. You don't want to slip. He's shrugging somewhere, shaking his head.
Arriving in court.
Bernie Madoff arrives at courthouse for hearing. All right.
Why? Look at the
Bet you he's getting a Bronx
presence.
cheer.
Look at the media presence. Here, they're just hoping
the media presence.
for the shot to ring out.
Oh, yes, they are.
They want to see a Jack Ruby come running up.
Yes.
This guy better not be in one of those bulletproof vests.
Oh, he is.
He will
that
be.
is so insulting
It's
to
probably
the people
an imposter.
that are now living in trailer parks all over the place.
Is this him? Are we going to get a little view of
He
him?
is in one, but you won't see it. It's probably underneath his.
Where? Oh, yeah.
That's a
He's looking a
bulletproof
little
vest.
thick.
He's a little thick.
Kaplow. Where is it? Oh,
I hope
my
that
God.
fucking
You
shitbag.
see his head just rip open?
And there you go.
Nice
That's what
150 years in jail would be nice.
there
But
you
he won't
go.
get
That's what everyone waited for. Him walking in the front door of a building.
That's it.
All right, there you go.
And now we will keep our cameras trained on the front door for 18 hours while he's in here.
Well, he may actually go to jail today. Like, if the judge doesn't want to leave him, he's expected to plead guilty.
Yeah.
And if the judge doesn't want to allow him to remain free, which the fucking judge really shouldn't.
I know.
I think this is it for him. That's why the media presence. I think they got him now.
It's the last you're going to
No
see
more.
of him for a while.
Yeah, no more back to that dumb penthouse of his.
We will see.
Hey,
what do you think his answer would be? Suck a dick or kissing?
I think he would probably kiss because it will remind him of his posh lifestyle. Sucking a dick will be too violent an act to have in his older gentleman mouth.
True.
He's 70 years old.
Yeah. A little beard rubbing.
That lawyer thing is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It is.
I mean, we have people that are like trying to make the channel better. This is the stuff you got to be pushing for us, please. Women should not have to wear long sleeve shirts to get a little sexy for us.
How about parkas and hats? I like that.
They gotta stop.
Let me tell you something. The bikini promotion thing has been a staple in radio for years. It's how you handle it as far as how you want to break new ground. But girls in bikinis at a promotion has been going on for years. Has there ever been an issue? And I'm not talking about girls flashing because that's probably been an issue with liquor license and things like that. That's fine. But girls in bikini, has there ever been an issue, a problem with a girl being in a bikini in a place? I mean, I defy you to find that.
Do you want an honest answer on that?
Yes.
I don't know.
All right, that was honest. You didn't know, and you said, "I don't know."
I can't even believe
Thank you, Jimmy.
I can't even believe we're discussing this.
I know.
Don't get me going.
I'm at the point now with this St. Patty's Day. I'll be honest with you. I'm at the point right now, where I'm just like, I'll show up. I'll sit my ass in the seat. I'll fucking talk into the microphone, but I'm not expecting any huge event, any surprises, any fun, any of this or that. I'll down some beers, which then will probably get fun.
Right.
Drinking's always fun.
Because we got a reputation to uphold. And that's why I'll go there and feel extremely uncomfortable because I'm like, I know we could be doing something amazing here and we can't. So now we got to kind of make the best of a situation. And it's not fun for me. And it might not be fun for the listeners.
Here's what we got to do then. Here's what we got to do. We got to take it back to old school days where we decide on a day and a club and do it all ourselves. Book a venue to have a party in with our listeners that isn't fucking saddled with a sponsor. It has nothing to do with sales. It is Opie and Anthony and crew hanging out at a bar with our listeners. We promote the shit out of it. Go there and have a fucking party. And you know what? Don't listen to the lawyers. Don't listen to anyone else because it has nothing to do with fucking them. It's us having a fucking party like we used to do at a club.
F.H. Riley's Friday night.
Fucking A. Can I fucking get a beer? Can we go to a place where I don't have to stand 4 people deep at the bar?
Yeah. Fucking, you're right.
You need to expand.
But that's what we got to. That's what we got to do to feel comfortable. We can't sit here and make believe. Oh, guys, this is going to be another unbelievable Opie and Anthony event that you're going to be talking about for years. They want us to do it to get a little money in sales wise. So now we have to tell the people that's why this is happening, and we can't guarantee a good live show for you. We're
at the mercy of the sales staff.
Right.
Believe me, I'm not going to phone it in. I'll go there and have a good time and whatever.
Right.
But we have to do events that we used to do, where it's just hanging out and fucking off with the listeners.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be a broadcast. Some night we'll just say, here, we're going to be hanging out here and do a party.
Right. That's what we have to do. You're right, Ann.
So partially, maybe it's our fault that we haven't done shit like that in quite a while.
Well, that's why we don't like to do the live events, because they've been cracking down on us
sales oriented
for a long time.
When sales gets involved with fucking the entertainment portion of radio, whether it's satellite or terrestrial, it stinks.
Right.
Sales has no clue what's entertaining. They see the dollar signs. The more money they make, the less entertaining the event is going to be.
Right.
It's directly proportional.
And they kept saying, good news, guys, we salvaged the event. We didn't want to do this event to begin with because the other place was really fucking us over.
Oh, my God.
So then we're like, all right, now that we don't have to worry about their dumb rules, okay, maybe we could have a pretty good O&A event. And then quickly we're learning, no, not really.
Yeah.
Long sleeve shirts for the Money Honey girls. Oh, my God.
I have an idea, though, if you want to sell the event good. You want something you can do.
Jim Norton?
How about this? You blow up a balloon and you throw it to people and they catch it.
Ooh. First person to drop it, we stone him to death.
Then what?
Outside.
You play hot potato with the balloon.
Hot potato with a balloon.
And the whole audience together yells, hot potato, hot potato. And then you throw it and a girl comes in and she's wearing, of course, she's covered from head to toe.
Yeah.
And she'll show a little shoulder and then she'll run out. And then someone yells, hot potato, hot potato.
Oh, my God, I'm getting uncomfortable.
Hello? Yes, this is legal. People have been known to choke on balloons.
Right.
They're very dangerous, as a matter of fact. So could you replace the balloon with a cotton ball?
And exactly how hot is this potato, by the way?
Yes, the potato being hot, we don't want people suing if they do get burned.
Well, it's not it's a balloon, but you're right. They may actually think the balloon is hot because you yell, how about comfortable temperature potato, comfortable temperature potato.
There you go.
Okay, we'll go for that. Will the contestants be in suits of armor? So we really would like to not be injured. Can they wear armor, ancient armor?
Yes, and we're going to have the bar and Mike Bloomberg sign off and indemnify them in case there's a problem.
Yes, we need the entire United States of America, all the people, citizens, everybody, to sign indemnification.
Lawyer Douche, I got an idea to keep it safe. We could do this promotion on Mars so gravity doesn't get in the way and really fuck up the hot potato bit.
With the atmosphere lacking oxygen, this could cause death.
Well,
which they could then sue us for.
All our listeners will be in space suits.
I don't know if we have a budget.
Suits, yeah.
Do we have a budget to get to Mars? We'll have to talk to sales about that.
You think they're going to have a big discussion in the glass offices today?
Yes.
Hurrah.
Let's look at everybody through the glass office.
Hurrah. Opie and Anthony want to do a hot potato contest.
If you stand at a certain side of the building at a certain time, you burn up. It's like a big magnifying glass. Everything aligns perfectly.
I was going to say, when you see those rainbows over Manhattan, it's just the stupid Sirius XM glass offices.
Welcome to your prism.
Right.
Every fucking time you look through one of those glass offices, you're expected to pick up a phone and jerk off with a girl on the other side of the glass.
Yeah. The curtain comes down. You got to put in another quarter to get yelled at by your boss.
It's like a giant buddy booth.
By the way, if you think we're a bit paranoid how we're treated by Sirius XM, Now remember, Danny said that they came back to us. They want the girls to wear long sleeve shirts for the Money Honey contest we do. By the way, we've done the Money Honey thing a few times, and it's been extremely safe for everybody.
Yeah.
And within seconds. We did it nude. We already gave up on the nude angle, but we did do it nude. And guess what? Within seconds, you can't even tell they're anywhere close to nude because they're completely covered in money.
Honey and money.
Whatever. Sirius Live from Cosmopolitan's record-breaking Bikini Bash.
I don't see any long sleeve shirts there. What?
Sirius Satellite Radio's Cosmo Radio on Friday will be broadcasting live from Cosmopolitan Magazine's attempt to break the Guinness World Record for the largest swimsuit photo shoot in history.
Jesus.
I guarantee one of these broads will be popping a tit out.
Well, it's from a few months ago.
Oh, they already did it?
Yeah.
How many tits popped out?
According to this report, none.
Yeah, right.
It's a cover up.
Yeah, all right.
It's cover up.
Yeah, sure.
Bunch of tits were all over the place.
All right. Yeah, okay.
They were filling each other up,
okay.
69ing,
Yeah, all right.
shaving each other, licking ass.
Harumph from the glass offices. Shut up. Just leave us alone.
The big glass office.
A giant fucking collection of peep booths.
That
That's all buddy booths. You lift the shade, and there's another guy at a tie jerking off looking at you. Yuck.
Yeah.
Another creep on his lunch hour.
Big serious puppy dog behind him.
So you're working hard today, too. Great.
Stupid glass offices.
God, they got everyone paranoid over there with their dumb glass offices.
Oh, come on. Stop it already. Put up a wall.
I would love to talk to a few of those guys because we all just fuck off at work.
Yeah.
Even if you have a glass office. So I would love to know what they're doing that makes it look like they're actually working. Because it's not as easy as having a cubicle where you can hide behind the walls a little bit.
Yeah.
And turn your computer screen just right. So if someone is taking a peek, you're like, just checking on the numbers here.
They got to be like Clint Eastwood in Escape from Alcatraz and make dummy heads. They just prop up by their computer when the guard walks by.
Right. That's funny. I feel bad for them. Glass offices.
Feel bad for us soon.
Yeah, well.
As soon as we go over there and we're in one of those glass studios. Everything's glass.
Hey, so we got dumped by CBS, by K-Rock, and they started their pop station yesterday.
Oh.
Did they? I didn't hear.
And a lot of people.
Grapes.
You want to eat grapes, and we'll do this after the break?
No, that's okay.
A lot of people have had.
Why don't you eat yogurt?
Huh? I don't do that anymore.
I know. I
really don't. I realize that it's annoying, so I just like do it on the side.
All right, in 12 years, you could yell at me.
Whatever.
Come on, I'm fucking around. You're in a bad fucking mood.
I told you I
know, but don't let it affect the fucking show. You're in a bad fucking mood.
Has it the last 2 days?
Yes, it has.
No, it hasn't.
You've been in a cranky fucking mood. I understand we've been fired from fucking CBS and shit, but let me tell you something. I'm not the only one that notices. You're in a cranky fucking mood. Everyone's noticed.
Do you want me to start talking about what people notice about you? Leave it alone.
Yeah, tell me. Go ahead.
Leave it alone.
Tell me what people notice about me.
Leave it alone.
I'm not leaving anything alone.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Be honest. What happened?
You had a lot of moments over the last few years. Leave it alone. Seriously.
How did I have moments over the years?
Leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
Why leave it alone?
It was a little
I made
thing.
a fucking joke. It's a joke. It's a funny show.
I didn't go for the joke today. That's all.
You're fucking making faces at me.
Leave it alone.
I don't need faces.
Leave it alone. Seriously.
I'm not going to leave it alone. You didn't leave it alone. You're the one that made the fucking face when I'm making jokes. It's self-deprecating humor. We do it all the time. We goof on each other.
I didn't go for the grape joke. Big fucking deal. If you want, big deal. Just leave it alone.
I made a joke that for 12 fucking years you rattled your spoon in the yogurt. It was funny. It became a bit with the fucking audience. They understand exactly what the fuck we're talking about.
Leave it alone.
Leave it the fuck alone.
Leave it alone.
Holy shit.
Just because you're really into doing the show again, leave it alone. Seriously.
Really into doing the show again, as opposed to when I wasn't into doing the show.
You said people are talking. I mean, if you want to talk about people talking, just leave it alone.
All right, we'll talk about what Chris Oliveira, how he told me how you were a lazy fuck and didn't want to do sponsors. You didn't want to go to sponsor meetings. That was part of the problem. That it was always Opie yelling about how, I won't go to a sponsor meeting. Fuck them. Have them come over here. And the reason Danny Bonaducci is still in Philly is because the guy, apparently, even though he's got shit ratings, works his balls off and goes to every fucking meeting he's told to go to.
We went to every meeting.
We did.
Yeah.
I think I sat in that fucking room a lot more than you did.
No.
What?
No.
What?
No.
Who went to every Apple fucking meeting?
That was your thing.
My thing. You were supposed to be there. You know they just wanted to look at our fucking stupid faces.
You want to compare that shit? Stop.
You know they just wanted to look at our stupid. I'm just bringing shit up.
I'm bringing shit up.
Stop. You want to compare stuff? That's ridiculous.
You
know how much
passive-aggressively threw that I wasn't interested in doing the show for some set period of time that you fucking did.
Because you said people have noticed. And,
Who noticed? Who noticed?
I'm just saying.
Give me a fucking name.
I'm just saying it works both ways.
Give me a name. Who noticed?
It works both ways.
Who noticed I went through a period where I didn't want to do the show?
Works
or was
both
that
ways.
Opie's interpretation during one of your miserable phases that I didn't want to do the fucking show?
Don't worry, dude. This will be over soon. You go your way, I go mine. Trust
See,
me.
that would...
Trust me.
Oh, I could bring up the fact that
Trust
you've
me.
mentioned that 80 fucking times in the past couple of months.
Because
that people have noticed, too. Hey, how come Opie keeps bringing that up?
Because that's really going to happen.
Why?
Because it's just time.
Why is it time?
Because we've done everything.
We've done everything?
Great radio. But it's time maybe to move on to some new challenges.
Is it?
Yes. Yeah, I think so.
Well, you brought it up enough times.
I think so.
Perhaps you want to.
And it has nothing to do with...
I actually enjoy coming in here and doing a show on a daily basis. I don't bitch about every fucking, everything that goes on. I try to keep it fucking light.
When you're... dude,
when I'm what? When I'm what?
When you're not distracted by Pal Talk, your phone.
Distracted?
When you're
I'm fucking doing that. I'm reading Pal Talk. I get lines off of it.
When you've missed a lot of shows.
Missed a lot of shows.
Dude,
I love a
you've
count.
Missed a lot of shows.
Yeah, when I'm sick.
Sick, out on a date, all sorts of fun stuff. Playing in poker tournaments that were more important than the show. I mean, stop.
Holy shit. Who fucking took off Monday to do what? What'd you do?
Personal day.
What's a personal day?
You're allowed to
take
take a personal
What'd
day.
you do? What'd you do? What was so important? What was more important than the show?
What I did, Anthony, was I went down to Philly to celebrate my father-in-law's 50th anniversary.
That's so important.
And I went to a benefit for a cop who was shot and killed.
Oh,
and I took a personal day, and I openly said it was a personal day, that I needed a day off, because the big party was Friday, but we had to do a gig at Comics for the Funniest Listener, and you couldn't be there because you were sick.
Yeah, I was sick.
I didn't want to be there because I had
legitimately
something
sick.
really important to do. You could have got your ass there. Trust
Holy
me.
fuck you, man. I couldn't have gotten there. I was sick.
You could have got there. You asked me, so I'm telling you.
I was fucking sick. Who are you to tell me I could have gotten there?
You could have got there.
Yeah, sure I could have.
I was the one that really needed the day off.
I was in bed. Were you?
Yeah.
I was fucking sick. I had a fever and the flu.
Great.
Yeah. I was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's the one that's always saying you shouldn't come in sick anyway? It gets you sick. But you're sick every day. Every day we got to hear about how it's another fucking problem you got.
I'm not sick every day.
Every day? What did you just tell me today? I think I'm getting sick. I think I'm getting sick. Do you realize every day you say you're sick or your back hurts or something?
Let's stop doing this. I don't
Why?
care. I could go do something else.
No, you couldn't.
I certainly...
For this?
I could do something else tomorrow.
What?
Do another radio show, whatever.
Good.
Or sit out a year. I don't care.
Really?
Yes.
You're going to spin records again?
Oh, you're going to make fun of me?
No, I'm not making fun of it.
Like I didn't,
making fun of me. At least I'm not saying you didn't fucking want to do the show.
Like I wasn't successful on my own. I'm only successful if I spin records.
Did I fucking say that? I'm saying...
My whole problem with you is very simple. I don't hate you. I don't dislike you. But we're moving in extremely different directions. And it is going to be close to time to move on. That's all.
You know something? I've always come in here...
Dude, you went through a period that you were not into the show as well.
Not into the show.
And for you to sit here and deny that is ridiculous.
I'd love for somebody to identify that.
And if you want to really talk about how many days I took off compared to you, it's not even comparable. You got to take the wedding out of it because that's once in a lifetime thing. But all of a sudden you decided that you had to be in a poker tournament for 2 days and you missed the radio show. There was no reason to be in a poker tournament for 2 days.
It was a personal day.
You didn't work it that way. You was like, oh, I'm down here in Atlantic. We didn't even know you weren't going to be doing the show until last minute. That's the difference. When I say that I'm taking a personal day on a Tuesday for the following Monday, yeah, that's setting up a personal day. But when you sit at home and wonder, well, is Anthony coming back to Atlantic City to do the radio show the next day? That is much, much different. Much different.
Well, that's because I just...
And then when you went on the day with Jill, which turned out to be really good radio... But we didn't know you weren't coming in the next day until literally hours before you weren't there. That's the difference. Yes.
Okay. There's two.
Whatever. I don't need to snip back and forth. I'm going to defend myself.
Let me start where we were instead of where we ended up.
You got snippy at a fucking joke I made.
Yeah, because I told you Monday or Tuesday that this whole losing a massive part of our audience is really frustrating. And I even said, look, I have to work through this emotion and get back to a place where I need to be. I'm not okay with what happened. I'm not okay with what happened.
You think I am?
Do you think I am? I'm not saying you are, but I explained to you why I might be snippy and a little on edge. I'm really frustrated and really pissed off at what happened.
No shit.
And how we were treated.
Exactly.
Okay?
Well, that's something we can agree on. But when we sit in here and I'm making the same jokes that I make.
But to take the lame shots with Chris Olivero and stuff, I could go down that road with people and stuff too.
Really?
Yes, I can.
Mm-hmm.
I got phone calls. Wow, Anthony was out today. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, the out thing. Okay, wow.
There was a lot of Anthony is outs.
Yeah,
and they were last minute outs.
Yeah, they started harping on.
I've never called you last minute and said, guess what? I'm not going to make the show. Never. It was always in advance. Like, guess what? I'm not going to be here.
Well, that's
when I get married. I'm not going to get
suit,
here.
I guess.
When I take a personal day. All that stuff.
Well, that's your strong suit. I guess it's one of my weaknesses that I took off a couple of days without mentioning.
It was more than a couple of days.
That I was going to be off.
It was more than a couple of days.
Well, what am I going to say about that?
And you're on edge too, because my little thing about the yogurt and grapes got you, all fucking pissed off too,
fucking made a pissy face at me. That pissy face is more annoying than you saying something.
Well,
it is.
What am I going to do? I'm trying to hold back and not go after you like you're going after me. Trust me.
I'm not. But
all right?
No, trust me.
We did very well for ourselves. We've done it for 14 years. It might be time to move on before it gets ugly. I don't want to get ugly with you. I got a great living because of doing radio with you.
Sure,
absolutely. And you got a great living for doing radio with me.
Of course, not denying it.
So I'd rather just split the show or something than start getting all ugly.
Then why'd you make a face?
It was a lousy face that I've done a million times. It's a bunch of things.
No, I know that face.
That you do that could have set me off easily.
I know that face.
So you finally hate the face. Great.
No, I know that face means that you're pissed, and that was a joke. It was a legitimate fucking radio listener understands this bit joke. It wasn't a personal jab at you. What you did to me was a personal jab because the listeners didn't see the face.
All right, so
that's what I'm talking
and
about.
And it sets you off because this is a lot deeper than dumb yogurt and dumb grapes.
It did because it was it's what it is.
It's a lot. It's a lot deeper than that. A stupid face or you making fun of my yogurt. It's a deeper thing.
It built up.
Let's at least be honest.
It's built up.
We're extremely different people going in different directions. You don't understand me. I don't understand you, which is fine. I mean, at times it makes for good radio, but. Long term, I don't know if it's going to be healthy, and I don't want to. I don't want to get ugly and start fucking attacking you. That's why I'm holding back. I'd rather just fucking
hold it.
I'd rather figure out an exit strategy and figure out what happens next. To be honest with you.
All right, write out our contract and then fuck it.
A year and a half.
What we got?
Year and a half.
Can I take a year and a half?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to make the face.
See that passive-aggressive bullshit?
Oh, okay.
It is. What would you call that? What would you call that?
That's
a snide, smart-ass fucking remark.
That was a little joke, actually.
All right, then I'm wrong.
That was a little joke.
Then I'm wrong.
About the face, by the way.
Okay.
That was a little joke.
All right. That was a joke.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take a break so we could eat.
My stomach hurts.
Shut up.
Whatever.
Everyone's all scared. Look at them. Please.
Yes, you rock.
Want to do some South Park audio?
Let me see it.
Oh, God.
No. I don't trust you with it. It's really good.
Ooh. South Park audio.
Yes.
He's shaking.
His hand is
Look
shaking.
at him. Put your hand out.
Nervous fruit.
Put your hand straight out.
Two men up.
Oh, fuck.
Two men are fucking arguing. Act like you have a fucking set of balls.
Why did you just lick me?
I didn't lick you. I smelled you.
Yeah. Because you're dripping gravy. You're delicious.
And by the way, Danny suggested the stomach hurts line. Had it killed, I would have kept it.
It's a bad time for it.
Look, you're feeling the same stuff I am. It's obvious, so.
I'm pissed.
Yeah, so?
I'm pissed.
Guess what? And it works both ways. There's things you do I'm not happy with either, okay? And I'll just keep it at that.
I'm pissed at the situation.
I don't really want it to get ugly, but look,
you don't think I know exactly?
There's things that I do. I'm not stupid that you don't like. Guess what? It works the other way pretty much equally. Pretty much equally.
What do you think? I think I'm perfect and that people aren't annoyed with certain things I do?
But
of
I'm not going
course.
to pick apart and name names like you did. I think that's pretty fucking lame. Trust me, the stuff that they say about me, trust me, there's people that are saying stuff about you. I'll just keep it at that.
I know what people say about me. I know what people say about me.
I mean, to bring up I don't go to salesmen, I do a lot of bullshit behind the scenes all the fucking time. So that was pretty fucking lame.
It wasn't fucking lame.
It was lame,
It
dude.
was being open and honest about certain fucking things that you do that was pissing me off. And the face thing brought it out.
So we're not back in Philly because of me? Really?
What?
So we didn't get back on in Philly because of me.
I didn't say that.
You sort of suggested that, didn't
What?
you?
When?
What'd you say about Philly?
I didn't mention Philly.
Yeah, you did. You said...
No, I didn't.
You certainly did mention Philly.
I mentioned sponsor meetings.
In Philly.
No, I did not mention
There was a
Philly at all.
mention in there.
No, I did not mention Philly.
Did he mention Philly, Jimmy?
I think so, but I don't remember.
What did I say?
It was something about being on a Philly. I honestly don't remember the context.
No, it said Danny Bonaducci was the one that was apparently working his ass off with the sponsors. I didn't say anything about you losing a gig in Philly.
We worked our asses off with the sponsors. We absolutely did.
Well, that's what I told him.
And the whole thing about we were in a unique situation. So the only thing I ever said to those guys is like, could you make it easier and bring some of the sponsors over to here instead of making us, after we're done over here, walk back over there. It was ridiculous. All that was about was trying to work together and make it easier for everybody.
Problem.
Well, no one told me. And I didn't yell at him or nothing. I said that it just logically would make sense to, bring these guys over here from time to time, just to make it easier.
No one told you, maybe because you stopped accepting phone calls from anybody.
When a radio company dumps you in Boston and Cleveland while you're on your honeymoon, why should I talk to them ever again? You didn't think the writing was on the wall at that point?
Of course it was, but you know.
That stupid Bob going, well, you should do lunch with these guys. For what reason? They made their decision months ago.
Oh, I know that.
We've been around long enough to know that. And when I'm in an airport coming back from my honeymoon, and I'm not going, woe is me, but you get a phone call that, oh, guess what? I'm glad you're married and had a great time on your honeymoon, but you're coming back to 2 less stations. Really? Without even giving us a clue that was going down. Yeah, I tend not to talk to those people again. Absolutely. Yeah, that's when I stopped talking to them. Before that, I was on the phone with those guys on a regular basis. On a regular fucking basis.
Mm-hmm.
Went out to dinner with them, went over there and did the old dog and pony show. Yes. But the Boston and Cleveland thing, that's when I knew this whole thing was over. And Bob's like, well, you need to talk to those guys and have lunch. Why? They didn't give us the decency or the respect to fucking tell us what was happening. And that it was even a possibility we were losing those markets.
Hmm.
Dude, yeah. Ugh.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I knew the whole thing was, the writing was on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It was everyone's a little cranky.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I think.
Mm-hmm. Look, we're getting tired of each other. For real. For real. And it's not a, you know, I could attack you, you could attack me. I know that. You know? I just wonder if there's other ways to do this, that's all. Keeps everybody happy. I'm just saying that. I'm just wondering, that's all. Or maybe we figure out something that, you know, makes sense for another run. It's easy to attack you. You can attack me. That'd be great. But I don't really feel like going down that road. I know I have an amazing life and a living because we hooked up. I know that. Oh, yeah. So the last thing I want to do is sit here and like pick apart everything that I think you have done. And you could do the same. I'm not even going to attempt to go, I'm right, you're wrong. We could so do that back and forth for hours. There's things that I know I've done that, you know, frustrate you and piss you off. But it really works both ways.
Well, of course it does.
And people taking their sides, whatever. Take your sides. My God. Maybe, I don't know.
You want grape?
Yeah, I mean, as far as recently goes, I told you, I am so want to strangle somebody. I told my wife, I walked home after knowing we were done. I'm like, my fucking nerves are red hot. I was like so frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
So fucking frustrated. And I told you, like, I got to work through this. Because the one thing I am trying to do is at least, like, in the past, I just, like, would do my shit and people like, what the fuck? But now I try to explain it to people, like, you know, I'm frustrated. Fucking frustrated what they did to us.
Yeah, it's infuriating. People.
Who gets custody of Jim? That's funny.
Well, Jimmy, go to the foster home.
These two idiots will be fighting
Fuck
it out.
you.
Who gets stuck with me? You take them.
Right,
Look, I'll take less money. You take them.
You have them. You have them. You have them.
Send them to the foster home.
You have them. You have them. Jimmy would be exhausted because he was trying to keep both of us happy.
I know. I'd be fucking like jet skiing, two coattails.
Yes.
See who does better. And then the other one I'd fucking kick right in the ass.
If we had two radio shows, you'd be exhausted. You'd have to do both shows. Oh.
How annoying would it be if I had to go through the producer to get on both?
Oh, Christ. Yeah, everybody's a little frustrated.
And then knowing, whatever. There was opportunities for the company we are still working for, and instead, you know, same old, same old. You know, they should have done something huge the day that we, lost the other gig.
Well, we'll always be the
because it was amazing. It was an amazing opportunity to get new subscribers, but they don't have any plan.
We'll always be the pieces of shit at Sirius XM. Yeah. Always be the pieces of shit. Not worth the respect that they should give us. Not the big fucking, Messiah, God over there. We're just fucking, we're the bastards of the company that got taken over. Merger, please.
If you eat another grape, you're dead.
I was feeling my grape.
All right.
I was tapping.
Don't even attempt.
Tapping my grape.
Don't even attempt it.
Seeing if they're ripe. They're delicious.
Can I see those grapes?
No. No. I don't want wine.
Should we play the Ting Tangs?
That would be good, yeah. It's a happy song. Take a deep breath.
Yeah, we'll break.
Deep breath, break. I'll shove 80 grapes in my mouth. And
I'd go home right now, but then I'd get in trouble for that, too.
Well, yeah.
I'd get yelled at.
We can't do that.
Mm-mm. Logically, that would make sense right now, but whatever.
Yeah. Welcome to all the new people who signed up today. Sirius XM.
This is what you get.
Damn enabler.
Shit.
Yeah, someone's saying I'm not going to make it on my own. I'll give it a shot, though.
Oh, stop.
I've only been doing radio since I was 18. I'm willing to give it a shot, you asshole.
Gonna get listeners. They're all saying stop fighting. They feel like children. They're scared and have a stomach ache, and the spaghetti's running down the wall. The grapes are running down the wall.
Really thought you had a home run on that one, didn't you, Daniel?
I sure did.
Boo.
We'll take a break. We'll come back, make believe nothing is going on. Opie and Anthony. Checking out the Opie and Anthony show.
Hi.
We got to read this 24 times in the next 3 days or something. Come be a part of the Opie and Anthony show this St. Patrick's Day. Party before the parade with the O&A show. Live from Connolly's at 47th and Madison in Manhattan starting at 8 a.m. Eastern. That's 14 East 47th Street. Anthony's Brothers U2 cover band will be there. 2U performing live. And also Rich Voss and Colin Quinn will be helping us out. Jimmy, you're not going to be there? You got something going on?
I'm doing Leno.
Oh.
And
a little show called Leno.
Oh.
And I don't think I can get back in time. I'm debating actually taking the red eye, but that usually gets me. I still want it missing radio. But I might even take the red eye and try to get over there.
Then you look silly with red eyes. Oh God.
That's like my new radio guy laugh.
Stinks.
Come on, say it. My fucking chick hates that. I do it while I'm eating her pussy. She's like, I'm going to come. No, you're not.
I'm sure that puts her right over the top.
Yeah, it really does. Get out, bitch. Why am I saying that?
How many appearances does that make on Leno? Jesus Christ.
Well,
They're like the new fucking... Sinatra.
David Brenner. Well, this will be number 7, but a 5 were stand-up, awesome. And this will be number 2 on pure panel.
Oh, so you're not even... no more shits and giggles? No more court jester when you go there?
No, I don't stand up before I stand up. I'm tired, Jay. I just flew in. And, so I'm just doing panel.
And then you leave right after your appearance now? Because you have bigger things to do?
No, are you kidding me? I sit there and milk it until the fucking sound guys are out of the building.
Taking pictures with everybody.
Gets out of there immediately. You do it, and literally he is in the car.
Yeah.
Fucking 5 minutes after showtime, Leno was gone.
When we did Leno, I thought it was such a special thing. And, after the show, we're all going to hang. And Jay and everything. Man, we were the last ones out. Yeah. Literally. We had to show ourselves out. And it was only 10 minutes after the show ended.
He scrams.
Those credits roll, and he is out of there.
Hops in some $500,000 jalopy that he built.
Yep.
And fucking heads home.
Yeah.
I'm happy they're having me on, though, because it's his final 2 months as a Tonight Show host. And it's very cool that he's having me on again. It's like everyone's trying to get on right now.
Colin's sitting out there with
I see Colin and Otto's sitting down on that fucking uncomfortable bleachers.
Hi, Otto.
Well, just bring them both in.
Yeah, why don't we have the guys come in? I mean, this is
they're entertaining the crowd that showed up today.
I'm sure. Believe me, I'd love to know what Colin.
Sure you want us to come in this fucking compelling discussion? Needs another 5 minutes. They got me waiting on the bleachers.
Yeah.
Oh, why? You couldn't take your coat off?
Otto looks so normal.
Oh, thanks.
I saw him in an outfit. I was like, Jesus.
$90 sweat.
Outfit. He's wearing an outfit.
Joe Franklin coming up. Joe Franklin show. I just saw Elliot Spitzer in the diner on the corner there.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, wow.
Sitting there talking to
who was he eating?
Yeah. He had a $20
That's
bill
not
out.
fair, Anthony.
Oh, I know.
That was a year ago? Literally a couple days ago? It was a year ago already?
I know.
Jesus Christ.
Well, she's been doing yoga. I was reading in the paper yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
She says the girl, the hooker.
Oh, Ashley Dupree.
Yeah, Ashley Dupree. That's one of those names like, hey, I'm from kind of blue collar thing, and my family's I'm gonna make sure that I never remember my awful childhood. I'm gonna call myself Ashley Dupree.
You know, by the way, her
name's Monique.
Her favorite yoga position was downward doggy style.
Oh, good gravy.
You know what, Jim? That's going too far. I know it's XM, but come on.
We've had Governor Google Eyes for a year now.
What?
Guy's been in there for a year?
Yeah, Patterson.
Oh, Patterson, yeah.
The blind gov.
Governor sleeps upside down in a cave.
Googly eyed. His eyes move like George's.
Yeah. Hey.
Is it true? I mean, this has probably been covered on the show 100 times, but is it true, Otto, that there was many times you had things with girls, like assignations with women, and there was some kind of thing where George was kind of like, the girl was kind of into George watching or not into George watching?
No, they always want him locked up. I mean, in the days when I
just
did
like
get
you
straight
after the
pussy,
sex.
No, it was more of a Twilight Zone thing. They were creeped out and they didn't want to see it.
That's kind of great.
They're all afraid of those
What is
things.
it about the fucking ventriloquist dummy that
Rod
just
Serling,
is
man.
creepy?
It's Otto.
Yeah.
He's made that dummy to a reality.
There's mental illness. There's deep mental illness with most of those guys. If you've ever been to the conventions, they're fucking sick.
Yeah.
Why
yeah,
do
they
you
bring
say-
them to lunch.
Forget
and
about them.
everything.
What about you?
Yeah, thank you. Why
Don
do you say us
Ippolito
guys?
and Maurice just hanging out. That was more chilling than anything I've ever seen.
Really?
Back in the late 80s.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, though, that the ventriloquist dummy has always been like this creepy thing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. It's because you realize that the guy you're about to fuck has a complete other side that he only releases through his right hand. And you're like, I don't even want to see that fucking part of this psychopath.
Yeah.
Pretend he's a
Good
real
point. It's almost
human.
like a physical thing.
I remember the days when Otto came in and George would read the paper.
Mm-hmm.
That was creepy.
Yeah, you'd actually.
I was creating an illusion for you. I know you're a big kid.
Ah, my God, you kidding me?
Had him reading the paper.
We're all whispering behind your back going, what is he doing?
I do that.
And George was moving his head back and forth like he was reading the paper with you. You did that for us?
I want people to wonder if I'm really fucked up or is
all
it just an act, which, I don't even know at this point.
There's all these weird, you hear all these weird Otto rumors. It's so funny because, we worked together how many years now? God bless us. And you hear all these things from people like, yeah, I heard Otto when he flies, and George has to get his own plane seat. It's like, shut the fuck up.
He's in baggage.
Yeah.
He's flying down the baggage carousel.
All these rumors, yeah. I walked in on Otto one time, and him and George were having a political argument. No, you didn't.
Really?
They were fighting over drugs.
And Colin Quinn?
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Oh, I don't know, man. Just doing stand-up and stuff.
That's it, huh?
Uh-huh.
All right. Just
Doing
curious.
better?
I saw Hair last night. That was all right.
Oh, did you?
Uh-huh.
They're selling like $1 million a week tickets over there for the revival of Hair. Any nudity like the old days?
Yeah, but it was only at the end of the first act. I forgot it was so brief. It was a little disappointing.
It's just quick and what? They drop the curtain or some shit?
Yeah.
Is it one of those ta-da, boom, real
Yeah,
quick?
before you can
Fucking
really get a
tease.
mental image.
Before you
that
can really
whack
see a
off to
nice
later.
big unclipped cock.
Yeah.
Oh, nice AIDS dispenser.
You look like you lost weight.
Yeah, I lost a few pounds.
Much as I hate saying that. I notice it in your face.
Yeah, I've lost some poundage.
Oh, you could always hope it's from something awful.
Yeah, you sure can. I can always hope the doctor said, you want the bad news or the good news?
No, you shouldn't say that.
Oh, literal Colin.
Well, I'm just saying, dude, wish that disease on his own. It's a terrible
No,
thing.
it's very hard.
I'm inspired by Robert Kelly to lose weight.
Oh, yeah, everybody has been inspired by him. It's son of a
kidding.
bitch.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
slimming
yeah,
down.
God.
Yeah, he lost a lot
I
of
was
weight.
too.
Yeah.
You're not happy for him, Colin?
I'm happy enough for him, yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like somehow he's always preening, waiting for you to say, hey, you lost more.
He is. He is looking for compliments.
And he's lost his mind about the weight. He can't even be Bobby when you tease him about being fat. You go, shut up, fat. So there's not even a joke after it. Dude, I ain't fat no more.
Yeah.
You take off your shirt, I'll take off mine. All right, that was fun.
It's combative right
It was
away.
an enjoyable exchange between two comics.
Yeah, it used to be
Formerly
fun.
fat, Bobby.
Yeah, formerly fat. Whenever he's in and I tell a fat joke, I go, this would have been real funny like a while back, and then I just hit him with a fat joke. It's like, fuck him. I don't care that he's lost the weight.
That's like Bob Zaney. Do you remember him? He's a comedian. He used to do jokes about.
What a
and you go,
coincidence.
yeah.
Your last name is Zany, and you're a comic.
Yeah.
It's very coincidental.
I know. His brother, Bob Curmudgeon, never made it in the business.
Just shake his fist at children on the lawn.
But I think Bobby inspired me and Colin, actually, because Bob looks good. I hate to say it, and I can't wait till that fucking...
Was he ever like a real fatso? Or he just had
yeah.
like
God.
He was?
Do you got any
He
more?
was morbidly obese.
He
last
was?
year.
Seriously? Wow.
You didn't see him fat?
He lost 80
No.
pounds.
He was fat for like a year,
I
year and a
saw
half.
him in the interim.
Danny, can you bring up a picture of fucking Piggy Bob?
I love when
Piggy
someone's
Bob?
obese, but then you got to say morbidly obese. Like, obese covers it.
Yeah.
Morbidly is just the insult to someone being fat.
Morbidly is a
Like
nice way of
morbid.
going, you fat cocksucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob was definitely a fat fuck.
Morbidly.
Official fat fuck.
An official fat fuck.
Morbidly is like shit fat's dripping out of every hole in your body. Just disgustingly
Like
fat.
Ralphie May size? Was he like that
No.
big?
No,
Jesus.
nobody's that
Almost.
big.
He was close.
And by the way, that's how fat Ralphie is. When someone says, was he that big? No one even tries to be, but no. Jesus.
No. Yeah, and it's not just, no, I don't, no, you never got that fat, right?
Yeah.
No, it's, no, Jesus Christ. What fucking Cloverfield
He was like
monster,
John
was he?
Oh, God.
He was John Panette size on
There's a pic,
okay.
but that doesn't really do it justice.
You could see his big fat head, though.
Yeah, the glasses make him look better.
Look at those two. The girl,
Thanks,
too.
Yeah.
Look at those serial killer eyes. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And he's wearing a Hustler T-shirt.
And a cringe humor hat.
Yeah, he has a mean face, doesn't he?
Yeah, he is a mean guy.
Fucking Death Wish villain.
He just wants to be spiff again, and he can't be spiff, so...
Yeah, he wants the long curly locks like he used to have. And
Colin lost a fucking
Ben.
good amount of weight.
I'm on my way, Jimmy.
I mean, a lot of fuck. I saw it in the face, but he just leaned back. And, fuck, man.
He's svelte.
What
That's
is
hard
he
to
really
do in the
lost weight?
winter.
What is this? I come down here on my own volition.
What is it, the third degree?
what are you doing to lose the weight there, Carl? A little exercise, or are you eating right?
Exercise and, not eating as much.
Yeah.
I did wish cancer on everybody when the alarm went off this morning, but, I don't think it doesn't work that quick.
Doesn't catch that fast. There's nothing like that goddamn alarm.
Yeah, oh, God. That last half hour sleep is wonderful.
Yeah.
I want to get that dress for this. Maybe I'll wear that for the St. Patrick's Day show.
Oh, God. What is this, pregnant women fucking lingerie show on the news?
Do you guys have some fun
First
ideas for the St.
trimester.
Patrick's show?
Well,
Yeah, we got
may I
plenty of them. We
suggest
can't do them.
Why? You're anti-Irish?
Well, the lawyers.
they want the women to wear...
You're brave for business.
They want the women to wear long sleeve shirts.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
for a bit we're trying to do.
It's a bit where they're in bikinis, they roll around in honey, and then they got to roll around in cash, and they get to keep whatever cash is on them.
That's a good
Waka
idea.
waka. But then the fucking legal department goes, would it be okay if they wore long sleeve shirts? We're a little concerned about maybe a breast popping out of a bikini top.
Right. That would be, something to be concerned about.
These fucking lawyers are the eunuchs for the company.
Who would
they
see
can't
it?
possibly. First of all, yeah, who's going to see it?
Yeah.
Bunch of our listeners.
These
are all
lawyers.
fucking.
Wow.
And you notice these lawyers never complain about the Yom Kippur show.
No, never. Where they just wear yarmulkes on their breasts, running around trying to pick up loose change and a dreidel.
Just do what you do with your parents. Say yes, and then do exactly the opposite. Just yes them.
Yeah. Unfortunately, in this day and age, you then lose your job.
Is that right?
That used to work for a while.
And there's no other job after that.
Oh, bad advice.
Yeah.
It's more...
Otto, I think you're speaking like me, only from our own selfish need to watch it happen.
Yeah.
We're not really worried about these three, their job, the whole station.
No.
The legal problems he is. We're just like, hey, we just want to see the girls with honey in their tits.
But they don't even have a clue because they come back to us and say, you could do that as long as they do this, long sleeve shirts. Like, what? That would never be an option.
And they're always like, and then it's always like, you can have them masturbate, but they can't have their tits. It's always like some weird, thing that.
It's something that takes the hotness right out of it.
Yeah.
Like, they can masturbate, but it can't be, it can only be mentally.
If I can tell you what another theory on that might be would be Nick DiPaolo. Yeah, because he's fucking lesbian fucking lawyers. Dykes that fucking hate men and want you to fucking see women that look hot because they fucking got flat asses and they're fucking.
Yeah, they always come up with some way to unhotnize everything you're trying to do. Like you said.
That is interesting. I wonder if that's,
best.
I want to play devil's advocate.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
Oh, I was just
yeah. Devil's advocate.
I just wanted to say that to annoy Colin. I knew the Pacino voices would come out.
He hates the Pacino voice.
Well, I like the Pacino voice.
Oh,
It was just
it's
that one
good.
dumb idea. I forget what it was.
What? His platform shoes or his wig?
He got little lifts.
All I do is watch YouTube and laugh at the Tony Danza talking to Deborah. It's one of my favorite things. And my favorite moment is when he agrees with and goes, yes, I don't like that either. She goes, that's one thing I don't like. Me neither.
You don't like the Al Pacino Jimmy does?
No, it's horrible.
I do a good Pacino.
You don't.
doesn't
Go
hurt.
I
ahead.
do.
Let's hear it.
Colin's out of order.
I stand corrected. I like the way you personalized it. To the people in the
Is there
room.
anything worse in an impression than when they change it?
He never said that in the movie. Colin.
And justice for Opie and Anthony. Oh, my God. Thank you for tuning in.
That was pretty good.
That always reminded me when they did that on when they'd have telethons, and someone would come out and go, "So send your contributions because the kids need it real bad." You know, like, maudlin fucking shit song in the first place.
Like Al Martino.
Yeah, and you're begging for fucking money through
Meanwhile,
songs.
Anthony's family went to see him in like fucking the Holbrook Civic Center, 1981. Hey, Al Martino's playing.
He enjoyed it. He was marvelous. He's an entertainer, is what he is. An entertainer, not just a singer.
I like the tribute he gave to his grandmother before that last song.
Old fucking shit.
Your dumb Long Island references.
Oh.
They're brilliant. Fucking Colin.
Yeah, you'll be there for the big St. Patty's thing.
Yeah.
Huh?
Wow.
I heard you guys get Rich Voss. How'd you get him?
I don't know. It was tough.
I guess it's a celebration.
Yeah.
He's probably promoting some big.
He
Madison Square.
karate kicked somebody at one of his shows over the weekend.
Did he really?
Yeah, he was kind of
You haven't
attacked.
heard
Whoa!
Where were you?
What?
Oh, we
Dude,
told
I
the
was in
story
San
on the
Franny.
phone, and it
I'll
sucked.
get rid of
Remember,
Voss
Norton
back
was a
on.
witness, I believe, when he karate kicked the garbage can and the
No,
garbage
no, no.
can beat him.
I was dating a girl named Ruth at the time, and we were out in front of this
Sexy name.
Empire. Yeah, she was a British girl, very funny. Funny chick. She was actually
Gordon.
You're among friends, Ricky. Come on, Hobson. She
Come on and eat my pussy, Jim.
That's right. Oh, come on, Ricky. Your brother shot himself. Take your cock out.
She almost sounded a little like Patty.
Yeah. Oh, come on, Jim. She does kind of sound like an
I would
old
love to see.
fucking hag.
Why don't you remake, what do you call it, that movie?
My Bodyguard?
Harold
Or
Maude.
Harold and
Harold and
Maude.
Maude with Jim and Patty.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
That would be great.
I don't remember the part where
So
he
what
just
happened?
rapes her in the asshole, though. That's
I
what
like
Jimmy
the fact
would
that
do.
Opie's reading the Voss story like it's a news.
Oh, no. This is we have to do 8 of these plugs. We have to fit a couple more in, but that's not important. We got to get Voss on the phone. I thought you were in.
No, I got
Oh, yeah.
a message from somebody that said, dude, I was at that thing. There was no fight. And I'm like, what the fuck was
There was no fight. It was
he
over in
called-
2 seconds.
He called everyone he knew. We all got phone calls about the big, fight he had.
He had.
He
I saw.
karate kicked
You
the
mean
guy
he called
twice.
everyone who knew who was a media outlet? Because we didn't get called.
Exactly.
That's
exactly
what I'm wondering.
right.
What he
Yeah.
he doesn't like you guys anymore, I guess.
Hi.
I saw him. We were in front. Me and my girlfriend at the time were in front of. This is probably 2000. We're in front of this fucking place. We started karate. So we're like, let's see a karate kick. He threw a karate kick straight up, and then slipped in the garbage juice on the sidewalk and fell right on his ass. I've never fucking been happier in my life.
Really?
It was like something you couldn't have fucking staged that better for him to be ridiculous. Little stiff, awful Jewish legs.
Was he all embarrassed, or
How
was he
could
laughing?
he not be? I was embarrassed for him, and I was happy it happened. Right in the garbage juice. His little fucking turtle feet hands. Thank God for those little turtle feet.
Yeah, we should get him on
Yeah,
the
we're
phone.
trying to get
because
him on right
we,
now.
we got him on the phone the other day to talk about it, and I guess he had just woken up, and it was one of the worst stories I've ever heard conveyed over the phone. He's like, and then so the guy, and he just kept like talking like that.
Because
Like,
he's
Rich,
not, his mouth doesn't liquefy till after he's awake for like 40 minutes. So he can't speak too well.
it's like a dry sump. Yeah. You got to prime the pump. It doesn't work. Fucking boss. Oh, his liquidy mouth. Got to work up. Yeah, it's like the first few runs on the log flume. They got to do it without people in the car. Make sure it works.
No answer for Rich Voss. We'll have to wait on that.
Soggy mouth.
Yeah, but then we brought up where you got stabbed at one time, or George got stabbed on stage. But you got it in the hand, right?
I still have a sort of a. I was just thinking this September will be my 35th year in comedy because I dropped out of Susan Wagner High School in Staten Island at 14 to street perform. Yeah, that's where that happened in the park there.
Wait, you stopped going to school? You stopped going to school at 14?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was making $200 a day doing the streets, coming home with big bags of money.
Right.
Well, why stay in school? I knew what I was going to do.
Opie looked at him like it was Lawrence Summers.
Yeah.
Well, you stopped going to school at 14. Of course he did.
Well, most people drop out in high school. I don't hear many 14-years-olds. I mean, your parents.
Oh, well, my mother fought me every day, to get
I
an
think he's
education.
from the same part of Staten Island that Levy's from.
Yeah. Have something to fall back on was all I ever heard from my family.
But
always.
Can I hear the story again about you getting stabbed?
Well, it's not much of a story. A Puerto Rican guy just got mad that I was insulting
Busting
with
apart
George
those stereotypes with a knife.
Yeah, I know, really.
How old were you?
At that time, about 15, probably 16.
Jesus. 15 Poor little kid.
He stabbed the puppet. He didn't stab me, but it caught my hand. I was holding the head
puppet
stick.
was insulting him.
Yeah.
You had a head stick back then? Like an outside stick or underneath?
No, a head stick that runs through the body that works the mouth and eyebrows.
And what was the interchange beforehand? Do you remember?
Call him a Jose or many times, or I don't know. Get me some pot, spick, something like that. I don't know. Whatever I say,
Yeah. He got all agitated and stabbed the puppet.
So you just stand in the
15-year-old Otto.
Yeah.
I'm always amazed by guys. You ever do? I never did outdoor comedy. Like William Stevenson was telling me that him and Charlie Barnett.
That's insane.
Charlie Barnett was
used to
great.
fucking just stand outside and do comedy, and I never fucking was involved.
I was with Charlie Barnett in Miami once. He was doing a gig at night. I was working with him, and he was doing street shows during the day to get crack money. And DC Cab was like playing on TV that week, and he was pretty famous in Miami. So he runs into this alleyway to take a shit between shows, and I go, Charlie, any of these restaurants would gladly let you use the bathroom. He goes, nah, man, I'm a street nigga, and he fired a fucking Lincoln log out of his ass and picked up an oily rag and wiped his ass. I'm a street nigga, man. Watch this shit. It was like I couldn't believe that. I was watching him in a movie an hour earlier. It was horrific.
Wow.
He had very good bowels, though. It shot right out of there. His ass snapped shut, and he was gone.
It must be nice.
But you know what? If anybody else told that story, you'd be like, what? When Otto says, like, wow, you have no doubt. That's exactly.
Yeah.
Like, he's got 105 of those stories.
Yeah. Charlie was good. He was a good act, though.
He was supposed. Everyone. I mean, you guys.
He was not a good act.
Yeah.
Otto, he wasn't.
Yeah.
He was a great performer, but he wasn't a good act. Come on.
Oh, don't disparage the dead.
Oh.
I'm not disparaging him. You guys wished me AIDS, and now I'm wishing Charlie.
That's what Charlie died of.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He stole my AIDS
Fucking
joke. I used to do an AIDS
transvestite.
joke. Not that I'm proud of it, but this is, remember.
What was your joke?
Well, I had two AIDS jokes. Figure out which one Charlie stole. One was, I remember when it was a compliment to be called an incurable romantic.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one was, I passed my AIDS test 65.
I would say that the the second one, Charlie.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, really?
And then, but he died of AIDS.
Yeah, he was shooting a needle along with Rick Avilas, who was the bad guy in Ghost, the guy who shot.
Oh, yeah?
Right.
He was a comedian.
He
who,
did. I just
he always had
comedy
villain
Rick Avilas.
parts.
I
That
lost
guy was
his
a
crowd twice.
comedian?
Yes,
He was great.
He was a
great,
great,
too. Yeah.
He was really good.
his brother is Rod Reyes, who's a guy who's a comedian, a really nice dude, man. And
Is he dead?
no, Rod was actually older, and I know he's still
No, I
alive.
mean,
Well, I think what
Rick
Anthony's
Avilas
saying
is
is if
dead, yeah.
he's not dead, why are you bringing up Rod? When in the middle of
Rick
Rick
was
is dead,
in
yes.
Cannonball Run, too. He had a big part in that. I asked him once about if he, I was like, did you meet Burt Reynolds? He got really mad at me. What do you think? I fucking mopped up the set and shit? Yeah, I met him, motherfucker. It was like, he got really pissed. I just wanted to hear a Burt Reynolds story from the guy. He got pissed at me.
No, I mean, I'm confused now. I don't know if the guy that was the bad guy in Ghost,
Rick.
is he dead?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's dead also.
died too?
AIDS?
Yeah.
Carlito
Because they were
Shell.
both had the,
Dope,
yeah,
They were
okay.
needle guys.
Yeah, but he
And,
had stopped years and years ago, heroin. It was like a dormant thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. That's got to be a bitch, huh?
Sure.
Yeah.
Stop all.
He was, I used to work with him all the time.
I guess share a fucking
They're
needle
both
with
dead,
somebody
and
like
meanwhile, Rich Voss lives on. 'Cause he's,
Yeah.
I'm a survivor.
Yeah.
Come within 2 feet of me and my baby, you're gonna get kicked.
He can't stop talking about
The
his
garbage
baby.
juice preserves him.
That fucking piece of shit. He really does think he's salt of the earth, doesn't he? Fucking Voss. What a fucking bag of nothing.
What kind of a bad Elvis Presley karate kick was that? I mean, does he have any skill? Does he have any skill at all? Or is it like
He
They
knows
played that Elvis music. Dun, 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 dun.
It was probably like a can kick. He probably put his arms out.
I guarantee it was a mini mall green belt kick.
Yeah,
right below the fucking. Maybe got right above the knee. Maybe.
What the fuck happened? Does anybody know the story? I mean, obviously, there's.
What happened? He kicked an audience member?
Yeah, the audience member said something like, you suck, and I think he threw his drink at Rich first. Rich threw his drink, and then the guy got up on stage, and then Rich gave him a couple karate
That wasn't
kicks.
Rich's drink. Rich just
Police
opened his
were
mouth.
called. The police were called. Oh, yeah, it was a whole thing.
Because of Rich's act.
Yeah.
I'm like Lenny Bruce. The cops could
And
call
we were,
him on.
like Ann said, we were so excited to talk to him, and it was the worst telling of a story ever.
Oh.
We hung up on him. We hung up
Yeah, it
on a
was that
story
bad.
like that.
A
How do you hang
comedian,
up on a story like that?
Comedian kicks a guy, and it's first-hand information from the guy, and we had to hang up on him. He was
Really?
so bad. I kicked him.
Well, Voss didn't get fucking hit, did he?
No, apparently the guy was drunk.
Okay.
And he rushed the stage after, throwing a drink at him. And I think Rich picked up someone else's drink and threw it at him.
You know,
and the guy rushed the stage, and before he got to Rich was like, boom, he kicked him right in the chest, I think.
Oh, good. I heard that he actually
And the guy
said
came
to the guy,
back at him again, and Rich kicked him
He
again.
hammers the audience pretty good. I'm surprised
That's
it
what he was
doesn't happen
doing.
more often.
He said these two guys were kind of just up front nodding off, all drunk, and talking, doing what fucking drunk people do when they're up front at a comedy show.
Yeah.
Start yapping.
Right, ignoring
and
you.
ignoring the comedian
Yeah.
and shit like that. So Rich got on him.
Where was this? Do you know?
And the guy, where was it? Some fucking chuckle hut
the best-
somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
The best is, I mean, everybody's been attacked on stage, but
Not an arena.
I guarantee Otto has been attacked over 100 times.
No way. I had a chair whipped at me once in the box. A metal chair whipped at my head, but it caught the mic stand, so that absorbed most of the blow. And I was trying to salvage the set, going, I think I could win them back. And my friend was like, we're in the fucking Bronx. There's handguns here. Come on, we're going. My friend John Pastor was pulling me off stage. I think I could win them back. They're throwing
That ain't
furniture.
I got hit with a Molson bottle once on stage.
Oh, yeah?
Opening for Joan Jett.
Wow.
Ugh.
And then she came out. It was at the Ritz. It was like my big break. It was like 1987. I was like New Year's Eve, and I was all excited. And it was like all these Joan Jett fans. Fuck you. The minute I came out, and they whip a Molson bottle. And then she comes out from the little balcony and, just comes out. She's not on yet. And just goes like this. And the crowd's like, yay! And the spotlight hits her, off me. And then she just looks down like a fucking... like this fucking idiot, and walks back out, and they're like, "Oh," and then back to booing me.
Holy shit!
She
I
didn't
thought
tell the
maybe
crowd
she was
to
going
shut
to.
up and give me a listen or nothing.
No.
I thought the
She's
story
not
was
that
going
kind
to
of
be.
rock star where it's like, hey guys, give the guy a chance.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
a real funny guy.
You bring a gentleman out here like Colin Quinn, and
she just looked like
Yeah.
a fucking piece of shit.
Who's this slouch?
Like, what's this fucking shit going on before my shows? You heard the
was
noise.
throwing bottles.
I never had to get attacked. I had an ashtray thrown at me many years ago in Lodi, New Jersey. That was as close as I've ever come.
Yeah.
Land of dumb Italians.
Yeah.
Lodi. That's great.
I think that's the only physical problem I've ever
They
had.
threw an ashtray. Why?
I kept calling the guy gay. I don't remember what happened or
Yeah.
why.
Did it hit you?
No. It was a terrible throw.
Yeah.
And I
Isn't it funny though? I kept calling the guy gay. Like we think that's totally normal.
Yeah.
Hey, faggot.
He actually
Yeah.
apologized
Gay.
after the show. He's like, "I'm sorry, man. It was stupid." And,
Wow, you
Yeah.
talked to him?
Did
well,
you
he came up to me.
apologize?
He was apologetic.
Did you apologize for calling him a sodomite?
Yes.
It's got to be a harrowing experience when the crowd is turning violent on you and you don't know if they're going to lob something.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
know.
you don't have Secret Service there to fucking help you out. It's just you, maybe a dopey friend comic that you got with you that's not going to jump in and help you out.
Yeah, what is this pelting us with glassware? When did this start?
And you never see, like when you watch on YouTube or anything like that, comedians getting punched or the shit thrown at them. It goes on much too long. It goes on longer than anybody else that would be in that position. Like, no one comes to help the fucking guy.
Yeah.
It's like, it's got to be part of the act.
Oh, yeah.
This is hysterical. Look, he's stabbing him in the face. The blood looks so real.
Yeah.
There's just no, it's the comedian against the guy, and no one's helping.
Yeah. It's true.
That's why I like having Kenny there on those gigs.
Oh, Kenny is an animal. We watch Kenny bodily remove people and without any fucking consideration to the guy's health or safety. Like right down the stairs, the old and stay out.
What's the line
the
where
bums
he,
rush.
What's the line
bums rush.
where he has to get physical with somebody? Like, what would they?
If somebody
anything.
If somebody sneezes, Kenny would love to run in and remove them by their Adam's
I don't
apple.
picture him being quick though. I picture him being good at blocking crowds, but not like.
Oh, you should see him. Yeah, he's like a
Is he
fucking
agile?
snake.
Yeah.
He's like a crocodile, big and then lumbering,
And
but then all of a
prehistoric.
sudden, he could rip out
There's
the neck of
nothing
an elk.
more violent than an ex-cop because they had to hold back all those years so they don't lose the job. In the
Well,
three-quarter.
Kenny didn't.
Yeah.
Not back in those days.
No.
He worked in what he likes to call the good old days, before video cameras and phones with cameras and everything else.
He said, they used to watch, I'm getting too cranky with his job every day. So they went out on patrol.
When a cop
Hold 'em
shines a
up.
flashlight and he holds it like this, it's always so that he can smash you over
Just
the head.
smash you over the bridge of your nose.
That's the position right before hitting you, right?
Yeah.
A cop hit me with a flashlight once.
He did.
I've gotten beat up by cops about 6 times.
That's why they hold them right up by the light, the big
Wow.
mag
Yeah.
lights. But now they don't even use these mag lights. You should see the shit they got now. They're very little.
Yeah.
And the light clicks on the back, and the front of the lens is serrated.
Oh shit!
And
really?
you crack someone on the bridge of the nose with that thing, they are fucking going down
Wow.
and bleeding like a stuck pig.
No kidding.
Oh, they're
Serrated edges?
fantastic. It's a serrated edge on the fucking
I love it.
flashlight.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what you love about Anthony. He's got like 4 of those in his house.
Oh, I do. I hand him out as party favors.
Carries them behind his ear like pencils.
Yeah, just in case. Whap, there you go.
Kenny's like a multi-degree black belt in a couple different martial arts.
Is he really?
Yeah, Kenny's a fucking. He looks like he wouldn't be quick, but he's like a second-degree black belt, I think, or a black belt in karate, and
Yeah.
one other thing.
No, he's definitely
Getting
dangerous.
food.
Yeah.
How about the guy that has no skills but thinks the next part? What style?
Yeah, what style? A drunken master? What does he use? There is what was that guy that came up on stage at one of the Virus Tour shows?
Oh, when Patrice was
Somebody
on.
came, yeah, when Patrice was on, some guy comes up on stage, just starts walking up on stage. I don't know, he's drunk, thinks he's gonna make buddies with Patrice, and Kenny just came wailing out of nowhere at this guy. Before the guy knew what hit him, he was fucking halfway down the stairs.
Really?
Kenny pushed him down the stairs and then retrieved his limp body from the bottom of the stairs and just continued to
Really?
push him out of the venue.
Pummeling.
Oh, there's no fucking around with Kenny.
We got Joe from the NYPD. He hired Otto for a benefit. Otto, you pissed off an officer, but you never knew about it. Joe, what's up?
Yeah, hey guys, what's up? Hey, Otto, it's Joe, John DeResta's friend. I hired you for a precinct party once.
Right.
You remember me, Otto?
I remember John DeResta, sure.
You don't remember me, Joe. You once told me not to give advice to other comics because I've had life and death experiences, and this guy's one bad set away from killing himself.
Right.
Okay. Anyway, we
I
hired
recall
you for
that.
a precinct party, and this lesbian lieutenant alcoholic flipped out. She went downstairs to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm going to kick that fucking cocksucker's ass, and I'm going to shove the puppet up his ass.
Right.
I never told you because I wanted you to come back.
Why was she mad at him?
She was mad at him because he started doing lesbian jokes. She was okay with the black jokes. She was okay with everything.
Yeah.
And then he started talking
Who
about
isn't?
lesbians.
Right.
And she flipped out because she's a fucking cunt.
Oh, and no, she's a kind. No, yeah, I know. Let that be a lesbian to you.
And Jimmy, this weekend, be careful. Danny Rebecca's gay.
Who is?
Danny Rebecca is opening for you this weekend.
Danny Rebecca's gay. He's sleep on your stomach. Yeah.
He's opening for you.
Dude, he's not. I'm not doing it. Whatever gig. I'm not. I was supposed to do bananas this week.
Right.
I'm not doing it.
You're not going to be there.
This guy's kidding, obviously.
By the way, sir, I have no idea what you do. You can't just get on the air and say a certain gentleman is
He
a
said
homosexual.
Danny Rebecca's gay.
Yeah.
You can't just say that.
You can't, yeah.
I'm doing idiot. What do you mean?
Oh, shut it.
He's kidding, obviously.
Dummy.
Yeah,
Maybe he has some maybe he has some information that verifies
Well,
that.
that's his information.
He's
It's
an
not
opera singer
ours.
that does stand-up comedy.
Then he probably is gay. What's
I'm
wrong
like
with
a
that?
libel. You want a libel suit there, Colin?
Well, I'm just
A
saying, what's wrong with a
slander?
gay opera singer?
There's nothing wrong with it.
I don't consider gay being a libel slander, Anthony. That sounds like you, man.
Sounds like your hang up, man.
Sorry, I saw hair last night.
Yeah. That's true. All the favorites there. How did they sound? Good.
There's a lot. What do you mean?
I mean,
the
the
favorites,
the singers. Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
they
you know.
really, it was pretty amazing, actually.
Did you feel like you were in another decade, like in the 60s or something?
You know, it's funny, Otto, because I've been in the 60s, so yeah, I did kind of feel like it.
Yeah.
But I mean...
Did you let the sunshine in, man?
Yeah, after a few minutes, you're like, okay, I get it.
That's cool.
Here's the video.
Big bush on the naked scene real quick?
No, not that big, but just...
See, that's not 70s.
I would say it was
60s
more
then.
like 70s Bush.
70s bush?
Hey, wait, there's the video of Patrice on stage.
Oh. Hey,
And
look
Kenny
at that.
comes up.
Now this
That's
guy
the guy?
comes up
Just to shake his
he's
hand.
trying to say, and Kenny
Wow.
just ushered him off.
Why did that guy think it
what
was a
gig
good
was
idea to
that
go
at?
on stage and shake Patrice's hand in front of 15,000
He was probably
people?
drunk as a
Oh,
motherfucker.
the guy was
That
hammered.
looked like an Amtrak train running over.
You saw
Oh, my
that?
God.
But
With that profile?
not
I'm
as
with you,
sharp
Otto.
mentally.
So
It happens-
unnecessary. That guy was tiny.
It happened so fast. Patrice is actually looking for the guy
Yeah.
that was trying to shake his hand. He thought
He saw a ghost.
brought him backstage. He thought Kenny brought him backstage, but he had pushed him down the stairs on the side of the stage.
But I'll tell you why Kenny rushed. This is my guess. First of all, the guy came on stage, which is never allowed.
No.
But I think because Patrice's reaction wasn't walking towards the guy. Can you rewind that a little bit? You can see Patrice backs up a little bit.
He's a bit tentative.
There's audio, too, if you want it.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
get the audio.
Because Patrice backs up a bit.
Jim, why do you call that back in a bit? I call that fleeing in black terror.
Black
He
there.
looks like Patrice.
Yeah, look, Patrice.
White DJs. Come on, man.
I'll tell you, I guess he's not inspired by Bob.
Was that at the PNC? Where was that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, look, you see he's backing up.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, and there goes Kenny.
He threw him a beating.
And they all cheered.
Oh, I didn't even see. Kenny just took him away. I just wanted to disrespect the nigga. Kenny! Fuck shit, nigga. Kenny, I didn't want the nigga to get thrown out. I just wanted to walk up on me and look like he makes manifestos and shit. He could have been killing me. This is bullshit, nigga.
Did you give him a Sonny Corleone beating with a garbage can lid and everything? Yeah.
There you go.
The wrong.
Well, Kenny, I'm just babbling. into
Kenny was
that.
actually protecting the guy because
Yeah.
Patrice was ready to eat his face.
I've never seen Kenny overreact, to be honest with you. I've seen him. Kenny's first move would always just to lumber over somebody,
Yeah.
which is 95% of the time enough. The only I've seen him remove one person from a dice stage, all the gigs we did together, and that was by the arm. That wasn't even brutal. He just grabbed the person's arm and walked them off.
The lumbering always ends with an awkward bump. Like you didn't mean to bump the guy. Oh,
I've
guy up like a
forgotten
frisbee.
because Kenny is now, part of the organization. We've been very close with Kenny over the years, but I forgot how intimidating Kenny is. When we went out to dinner with Dice, and a fan came over to shake hands and talk to Dice, Kenny got right in there and just like grabbed the guy's arm and was ready to toss him. Just toss him. And Dice was like, no, it's okay. I'll talk to the guy. And Kenny just stood there, and I was looking like, wow, you don't fuck with Kenny. But now I know he's just a big puppy dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen an overreaction, to be honest
With
with you.
serrated edges.
Yes, with serrated edges.
I prefer an
The
overreaction.
Surefire Executive, the flashlight's called, if you want to get one.
You missed the good old days.
Executive, Jerry.
Good old police.
Oh, these days are good too.
Yeah.
But where'd you grow up?
In a house.
But I mean,
Right.
you,
Fucking
Kenny
smart.
plays
Smarty.
in Jersey.
Yeah.
I'm just trying
maybe.
to find out if you went to the same martial arts academy as Mr. Voss. That's my total goal.
No. We are members of the same tribe, but I don't prescribe to his martial arts.
Do you think he's
Subscribe, by the way. You don't prescribe to anything.
Prescribe.
What did you study? What kind of karate?
I got my first black belt in Taekwondo, Korean.
First.
Yeah. Now I study Shido-Ryu, which is a Japanese style.
Damn.
Oh.
So, you know, a little.
Voss has a white belt. He wears it in his mouth.
What's a Shido-Ru?
It's a Japanese style.
I know that, but what is it? Is it like
It's
keto?
defeated by an atomic bomb.
It's more centered punching and kicking. You know, it's
Up the middle.
Yeah, it's good for, you know, street stuff.
Yeah.
Where would you like to ideally strike somebody to just end it quickly? I mean, if you had time to line up a shot and not, you know.
Well, I don't want to give away my trade secrets.
Like,
but
where would you hit? The balls? The
no,
windpipe?
no good. Too
small of a target?
Too small of a
Yeah,
target.
especially if you fight a
and
Chinese guy.
Right.
If you don't hit him just right, it's just going to piss the guy off.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
You know,
true. And then he's going to fuck you up.
I'm-
Kick you in the
know,
balls.
If I really feel threatened,
right,
I'm collapsing your throat and, you know, or your kneecap or something.
Wow. You go right for
Just
the
a
rest of
thought.
someone's life, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The fucking guy's got a trach for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
I was in a fight with Kenny. I was just trying to shake hands with Jimmy Norton. He's fucking breathing through a Bic pen tube in his throat in the ambulance.
How about a warning strike first?
Yeah, what
Jesus.
Ain't no warning, right?
Yeah, no, I'm going to pay to fight fair.
Just makes him mad.
Good point.
Yeah.
Why don't you do a
He's trying to
dramatic
take it.
reenactment of a dice conversation with Kenny in 1991?
91? Hey, Kenny, throw this guy out of here. I'm trying to eat my butterfly filet mignon. Hey, waiter. This isn't butterfly.
Did you see him? Did you see him on that Trump show?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for the one episode. They should have had him on for the whole thing.
I know.
They should have had him on. It's so stupid.
He didn't help us
He was
cause,
acting
though.
up.
Yeah.
I know, that's
He
what
didn't
you
wanna
want.
He didn't want to make the cupcakes. He said, "I'm from Brooklyn. We don't make cupcakes."
It's like,
Make cupcakes.
Just make the cupcakes so you can be on the
I'm
show
not
a
gonna.
while.
I'm not gonna sit here and make cupcakes. All right, Donnie Trump. Hey, Donnie Trump. Why don't you bring some bagels? Oh, he was yelling at Donnie for the bagels.
Yeah.
There was a time we went to dinner with him, and he got the butterfly fucking filet mignon, and the waiter he had this poor motherfucker running around.
Which way?
Which way? Medium or well done? Medium. Yeah. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about? So the poor guy comes up. He goes, Dice goes, I want a baked potato, and I want the skin rolled around on the grill. So it's golden brown. You hear me?
Remember?
Because he's there like it's like the half Italian bully and the half like Jewish kvetching
Yeah.
customer at the restaurant.
That's exactly what he is. So the waiter comes over and brings this shit, and I guess the potato wasn't rolled around on the grill. And believe me, they brought this shit out so fucking fast to keep Dice happy. And then he's like, "Excuse me, the potato." Do you remember when you were here before? Do you remember when I told you? He's talking about it like it was years ago, and the guy had ordered like fucking 5 minutes before. Do you even remember? And all I'm thinking is everything is getting loogies.
Yeah.
Just fucking clams are being spit on everything.
That's
Mine
it.
at the whole table.
Yes.
The guy's jerking off the fucking, the fucking hollandaise sauce is just cum.
Yeah.
What is this? Excuse me.
Right. And then his steak was undercooked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was undercooked. And then he wanted it butterfly. He gets it butterfly and then goes, no, it's too well done.
He sent the steak back, no joke, 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
To the point where everyone was around the grill because the grill was in the open. They're all in a circle staring at the steak and making a decision like, I think this might do it this time.
Wow.
Did they have to throw away like 3
place and
steaks?
everything. He had everyone in a complete panic. Not one guy telling him to shut the fuck up.
And I think even when he got the steak, they asked him how it was, and he goes, yeah, it'll do. Right. Like, he wasn't even happy with it.
But he was, though.
And then he ordered the dessert, the chocolate moussey dessert thing that takes like a half
You got a
half hour.
The lava cake.
And then he's
whatever.
telling everybody, okay, don't touch it. Everybody, take a spoonful. Now shut your eyes and just taste. And he shuts his eyes and he's like, And I'm like, I'm dining with a fucking retard. This guy's fucking retarded. Shut your eyes. How old are you?
The spoon falls out of his hand because he can't take it.
It's delicious. Now open your mouth. Here comes the airplane. No, don't feed me, Dice. I'm feeding you. Choo-choo. Choo-choo.
And then we went sweatshirt shopping.
Oh, yeah.
But he insisted we get double XLs.
Double XL, Everlast.
I was never able to wear my sweatshirt.
No.
And it was a nice sweatshirt. It was just the wrong size.
It was giant.
By a lot.
I remember
It was a fucking snuggie.
Oh, you were annoying him because you were walking around and he was kind of. You kept going. Oh my God, Andrew Dice Clay! Oh my God, it's Dice!
Times
and he
Square.
was like, he didn't want people bothering him.
No,
no matter like we would walk another 30 feet, and you go, "Oh my God, Dice! It's
Is
Dice!
that Dice?
Is that Dice?" Yeah, he was really irritated because people kept approaching him. Like,
Nice, I'm a large, not a double XL. No, you got to get the double XL.
You
that
want
thing,
this one.
That thing sat in my dresser for years. I couldn't wear it
And then
once.
he's haggling like he's in a market in Bangladesh with the fucking guy. It's Times Square, and he's there. You know, I'll give you 25 for it. No, it's fucking. The price is the price here. We're in America, dummy. Not some rolling fucking market in Iraq.
the best fucking Dice discount was when he got a video camera cheaper. And he told me the way he got it cheaper was he walked up to the guy and he goes, "You got to give me a discount." And the guy's like, "Why?" He goes, "I think of you guys every time I drive by." He has this fucking way.
Yeah, he does.
of getting shit. He will take free anything. And like I get embarrassed really easy. You've never seen him not give a fuck about uncomfortableness.
No, and it has nothing to do with saving money.
No!
It has nothing to do. It's the principle of the thing. He just wants to haggle and win.
Yeah. He just wants a show wherever he goes.
Yeah, he's putting on a show.
Well, Jimmy used to do something funny, too, if we'd be on the road. And we'd like walk into a place, and Jimmy'd come in first and open the door and go, "Excuse us, big store coming through."
I would always walk into a place really like if there was like, a few people shopping. I'd walk in and go, "Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be starstruck." But he loved it. Like I would be mortified if someone said that. He would just walk in like that's the way it should be when you enter.
Were people starstruck?
What?
Were people starstruck?
Sometimes they were. Other times they were older, and they're like, "Who's the fucking?
What?
Who's the creepy fucking entourage?"
Who's the fat Elvis?
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was Kenny or Happy I was talking about. But yeah, he loved it.
But getting back to Celebrity Apprentice, all he had to do was behave a little bit.
Yeah.
He would be the star of that show.
That's what you want, the loose cannon. Someone like that. Who cares if the fucking guy dresses in a suit and tries to impress Donald Trump?
They really blew it.
Rather have the guy like Dice just fucking everything up, not making the cupcakes. His fucking cupcakes.
Donald Trump's the only one that takes the reality show seriously. What the fuck? Like, these guys are really going to have a multi-million-dollar contract with Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Changing their careers. It's a silly show. Keep Dice on there, you dummy.
But nobody wants a quitter, Opie.
Yeah,
he
that's
implied that he was
Are
going
you
to quit.
quitting?
Yeah.
No, I'm not being a quitter, but I'm just saying.
It reminds me of in Trading Places when they're in the bathroom making the dollar bet and they're talking about Eddie Murphy and he's in the bathroom stall and then they say, you know, you going to keep him on?
Yeah.
After the bet's over, and he goes, Nick. And he's just like, oh yeah, that's exactly what it's like. It's like you know, what? That's how
Randolph.
That's how you're treated if you win The Apprentice. It's like, what are we going to put him on the job? What?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Don Amici with that actorish voice of his, nigger, over enunciating it.
Those fucking you
And,
could
like,
not
nowadays-
get away with a comedy like that.
But not only that, but nowadays an actor like that would be like, I'd rather, could you change that line?
Yes, change it to something less
In those days, Don
offensive.
Amici's like, of course, we used to say it all the time. It's almost refreshing.
Don Amici was saying it off camera. He's
said it
just
all the
using
time.
it.
He doesn't
Could
even
you
notice.
bring?
Yeah.
Go to the trailer and get him.
He reads his script and he's like, yeah, it's okay.
I'll
So
take
he doesn't
the
even
part.
notice. It's like a while.
I was a little apprehensive about taking the part until I read that word. Then I knew it was mine and I'd nail it.
That's great. We got to take a break. Kenny, give us the big plug for the St. Patty's Day
extravaganza.
Yeah.
Pay attention, people. I got a big announcement.
Good one.
It's not a well. All right.
Good start, Kenny.
No, when I speak, people listen.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
You need some fanfare behind you.
No.
You want to go dry, or you want some music to really?
No, my voice will carry.
How about some pump?
How much are you going to charge handling for this?
Yeah, really.
No, a personal endorsement?
Oh, it's an endorsement deal.
Shit.
It's a different fee, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah. You mentioned primetime. I'm in primetime this weekend. Can you
Well,
throw
I
that
don't
in
like
there?
the fact they got your boss's name before yours, so I'm going to take
Thanks,
care
Kenny.
Yeah,
of that.
fix that.
I'm going to take care of that.
Yeah, straighten
You
that
take
out.
care of it because I don't have the balls to confront Voss. Apparently, he's not afraid to go at it.
He'll
No,
throw it down.
I
Take it to
learned
street
my
level.
lesson. You remember the marquee at the Tower Theater?
Oh.
New Year's?
Of course, I remember they had pictures of it. They made a T-shirt.
I have a T-shirt.
I forgot about
It was my and Voss's name, and then they put Colin's name really small, and I had a T-shirt made of it.
It's pretty funny.
Remember that
Yeah,
shirt?
but Colin just did the gig and left. He didn't even stay to help welcome the New Year because he had to go to the Borgata.
Oh no, shit!
I should have done my job as the host and welcome the New
That's
Year's.
right. And a hand for your headliner, ladies. Come on, ladies, get them fucking all pumped up.
To all acquaintance, and I'm singing along.
Yeah.
Like Norton's favorite movie, Harry Met Sally.
That's a good movie.
You comics must love when they hand out the noisemakers when
Yes.
you're trying to do the act.
Yes.
Do your act for a New Year's Eve gig.
No, we don't love that.
Do you tell? No, literal Jim. Oh, literal Jim.
I think about that New Year's Eve money. I don't care if they hand out cannons. I think about that fucking triple regular check.
The paycheck.
Oh, they could fucking hand out small.
Cappuccino machines and jackhammers. Get the money's right.
Go get your IEDs, then come back in and enjoy the show. I don't care if I get one laugh, you cunts.
Speaking of St. Patty's Day,
Sure and Bigora.
come be a part of the Opie and Anthony show this St. Patrick's Day. Party before the parade with the O&A show, live from Conley's at 47th and Madison in Manhattan, starting at 8 a.m. Eastern. That's 14 East 47th Street. Anthony's Brothers U2 cover band, 2U, will perform live.
Ooh.
And special guest appearances from Mr. Colin Quinn and the Karate Kid himself, Rich Voss.
Now, wait a minute. Is Anthony's brother the one who beat up my cousin? Because I'm inviting my cousin now. We're sick of your
I believe
goddamn
you're going
family.
to all family business is going to be settled.
You want a rematch 30 years later?
Yes.
In the square circle.
The broadcast starts at 8 a.m., so get there early. Thank you.
All right. We'll continue with these guys in just a bit.
Relax a little bit.
Really? Yeah. Opie and Anthony.
Hey, bro.
Oh, it's
We got
great.
Colin Quinn and Otto from Otto and George. Really quick, where are you guys playing? What are you guys promoting?
I'll be at the Primetime Comedy Club in Sayreville, New Jersey this weekend.
Oh, very good.
Nice club. I'll be there too. I'm canceling my gigs.
Jesus Christ.
You are?
Yeah. Colin,
Otto's
for
in
you.
coconuts.
Fuck the Spider-Man suit.
He's unclipped.
It's a totally nude Tony
Yeah.
Danza.
Wow. He has a lot of skin on the head of that thing.
Yes.
That's
Jesus.
Photoshop, right?
No.
No.
Why
looks like
is that a
his
new
dick-
picture of Tony Danza for?
It looks like his cock he's wearing the night before Christmas hat.
We're talking about Tony Danza. There you go.
His cock should be wearing a nightgown and holding a candle.
Some goodness for Colin Quinn.
Why does he have a nude picture?
That's an old picture. I mean, that was probably
Pre-taxi.
But
Yeah.
why?
Why? Because people took nude pictures
maybe who
occasionally.
knows?
What are you gonna do?
Look, all I did was I Googled Tony Danza Spider-Man, and it was the second thing.
That's a fat penis.
Fucking Tony Danza.
That's right after a shower, too. You can tell, boy.
Yeah.
After a nice warm shower. he
Might
must
have been
be
a
in good
warm
shape.
one.
Wow.
Yeah, his balls look a little loose for a cold shower. Staring at Tony Danza's junk. It's fantastic. Thoughts and prayers to my cock. Thoughts and prayers.
Deborah.
Deborah, thoughts and prayers.
He actually puts his change and keys under his foreskin and then ties the head off like a fucking balloon knot.
Unclipped. Oh, yeah.
Otto, where are you going to be? You and George.
Poconuts. I think it's
Poconuts?
Poconuts in the Poconuts. There's skiing. There's gambling.
God.
I've done it. It's actually a good gig.
I have no doubt it's going to be a good gig. It's always just the name.
The name is
It's
fucking
double meaning.
horrendous.
Because it's
I
like
know.
coconuts and the Poconos.
It's like a horrendous name.
It's like a double meaning from one friend to another. You get it, Donnie?
Yeah.
They got heart-shaped tubs and champagne glass
Yeah,
bubbled
yeah.
tubs.
The hepatitis suite, yeah.
I went into one of those once. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
The jungle gym motif and all that?
I actually went and saw Lewis Black was playing at one of those, the Caesars fucking whatever it is. And you go into those rooms and you have to go in there with a black light.
Name
with
that
like a
stain.
Peter Max poster on the floor.
Yeah. We went there. My friend was doing something there, and we went and watched. And it had a tumla, one of those old Jewish it was in a pool in the middle of the day, like working the old ladies, and it was like a whole crowd. But it was funny, and he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, we don't get." And there's like they're all gathered around. He goes, "We don't get many celebrities, but how about a hand for the former heavyweight champion of the world?" In my opinion, still the heavyweight champion of the world, Mr. Joe Frazier. I'm sorry, lady.
Who's that, Rickles?
No, one of these kind of guys working at Catskill.
I heard that was a Rickles joke. Someone
Mr. Joe Frazier. I'm sorry, lady. Just with no pause whatsoever.
Did you laugh?
Yeah, yeah.
They have those rooms with the pictures of them are hysterical because they look so spacious.
Yeah.
And then you go into the room and it's got its own swimming pool.
It's crazy.
And you go in there, it's this little it's a little bigger than a bathtub in this glass room where you're dying of chlorine fumes.
It's cruddy.
Because they must just have to fucking pump chlorine gas into these fucking places.
I remember
to chill everything.
Jim, you were a little bit of a germaphobe back then. I remember you used to always wear flip-flops in those showers and stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't anymore.
Yeah.
Because I'm staying in some of the finer hotels. But it was just creepy. The cruddy floors was disgusting.
Yeah. You can't walk barefoot on the carpet. They have these shag carpet like from the 70s.
God.
The places were never updated. And you walk around and sometimes you'd feel a crunch. And you know what that was. The last fucking people that were staying there.
Either a cockroach or a load.
Either way, it's good eating.
Hey, a little shout out to WWTDD. That's whatwould-TylerDurdenDo.com. They're fans of the show. Paul wrote is friendly. There's a picture, whatever. It says, the guy who talks movies for Opie and Anthony, and then it says, fuck you, CBS, right on the front page.
Wow.
Said last week that he saw I Love You, Man, and then goes into the review, but giving us some props today.
Nice.
WWTDD.com. Very cool.
Might want to keep it PG on the old FU, though.
Colin, you're right. You open it up to more listeners that way.
You know what? That's true. But also, I think that a movie called I Love You, Man, why does that infuriate me beyond anything?
Because you understand the phony guy camaraderie that it's going to push. It's going to be a phony, corny look at men
that aren't. It's not realistic.
I love men. Yeah.
You're not a fan of the comedies these days, Colin?
Well, let's put it this way: if you'll notice, every supposed comedy show,
alleged
or movie.
Doesn't have you in it?
Every one of them, besides that, every one of them goes after the modern day biggest victims.
Yes.
The white suburbia or white office type environment.
True.
Because that's the only fodder for fucking comedy with these goddamn fucking punks.
Oh. They'll throw in the sassy black woman.
Oh, but I mean, that was the bad. Yeah. No, that's only the positive people who attack and put the white people in their place.
Yeah.
Everyone, these are written by white people.
Yes, they are.
White suicide. It's just every one of them is like this. It just nauseates me. And they keep going to more obscure little all-white towns to try to make shit they make it in Canada. Because there's no such thing as a fucking every white bully in fucking school. It's just unbelievable to me.
I like the one though where the black guy goes in at a country club. They don't want him. What was that one? But he's like, he's fucking saying some smart alecky stuff.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, that's different. You're right.
And by the end, when they accept him, even the old fogey golfers are rapping and doing some fucking break dance moves.
Yeah. Well,
I can't get enough of that. I laugh.
That is a social message. I agree with you on that one. I was talking about this other stuff, but you guys are right. When they go to that white country club and they really put them in their place.
Oh boy, the black guy shows them.
He really enlightens them as to what real life is about.
Yes.
You know what? I enjoyed the old, if you remember the WAMU, the bank that went under. Do you remember the commercial? The commercial was a black gentleman leading around old white bankers, old white guys in a pen pretty much. Every time they were all penned up going, what, you're lending to who? What? And the black guy would be like, we don't care about, if your credit's this. We look at every individual and that. We're not like, we think new. We're not like, and it's like, you're giving what interest loans? Well, WAMU went fucking broke. You should have listened to the old white bankers.
Yeah.
And just the fact that none of the it's amazing. If it was a positive message, half the bankers would have been black. But because it was a negative message about bankers, they were all white and all.
They were all old white guys, and the young black guy was the smart one, the progressive thinker that was looking at these white dinosaurs going, we're not doing things your way anymore. Well, bye-bye, Wamu. Where'd that go? What happened there?
Getting back to that movie, Jason Segel from I Love You Man will be on our show next Thursday.
Oh, no bad mouth in that flick.
He's great in it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
He let me finish.
Colin just said he didn't like the title.
We have a trailer up? Do we have a trailer on that? I'm sure it's
yeah, we could get it, I guess.
I'd love to have a few laughs at the
It is
trailer.
getting, it is getting, I don't know.
Are you into that whole thing, the bromance? Have you heard about a bromance? They take words and then put manly terms in front or behind to make it sound like it's just two guys that hang out. They used to just be called friends, things like that. Now you have a bromance.
I didn't hear that.
Because they're trying
irritating.
to feminize gentlemen.
Correct.
It's a feminine kind of. It started out with the what the hell was that? When the guy would file his nails into metrosexual.
Oh, right.
Well, see, it sounds like heterosexual, but it's metrosexual, and that means like you get your nails done, you have a facial, you do things, but you're still all man.
We should bring Sam in because he knows all about this stuff.
Sam does
to play the other part here because he'll defend the bromance and the metrosexual and all that.
Well, bring him in then. Bring him in because I'll tell him exactly where it started.
I don't know if it's completely emasculating men or trying to feminize men, or if it is just a completely cornball attempt to embody or capture what men are. Like
men aren't coming up with these words though. Men are not fucking coming up with this shit.
Here's the problem.
It's these women writers.
It's women writers, and it's also like it's fine for like women in gay websites.
Right.
It's the whole thing with fashion now.
Fag
There's no
hags.
fucking way any of us should know who you wear. We should know who fucking Roberto Cavalli. We should know any of these names of these fucking designers, and we all know them all because it's fine in a certain segment. But now we all have to know it.
Now we all have to know it. We all need things like bromance.
And a
in
guy
our
like
fucking
Sam,
language.
who's obviously not effeminate or a metrosexual,
He's a fucking twinkiest
knows
twink
all
I've
this
ever
shit.
seen.
Sam, why do you know all this shit? You're from Syracuse, a rough town in its best days.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's important these days to know designers.
Is it important that
and
the
things
Orange
like
Men
that.
stink this year? You fool.
I'm not there anymore.
I don't think he's a fan of the Orange Man.
Yes, he is.
He's a fan of Scorch, though. Let's not forget.
It was such a great fact.
Do Scorch have tickets to the
Why don't you
Orange?
tell Colin what your favorite show is?
Well, I watch a lot of reality TV.
Oh, who
The
can blame
one.
you?
The one, though.
Well, I will check out the Bromance show.
And the other one.
I don't know which one.
Tool Academy.
Oh yeah, well that just
Big fan
ended.
of
I
Tool
know.
Academy.
That's where they really show, once again, show the evil devils of the modern world, the white males that lift weights and are frat boyish.
But one, gets
They
to
are
leave.
kind of tools, though, but,
Yeah.
He's not a tool anymore.
I know exactly. It's like a it's like fucking one flew over the cuckoo's nest. They took his balls off and put him back out in society.
But I watch all those shows. I think it's a new culture that's building. It's
Yeah.
a good thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
You like
mean,
things
people-
like metrosexual and bromance and man fucking cave.
You and Robert Kelly pretty much have a bromance at this point.
You do.
Yeah, but
That's just a romance.
It's a
Who's
little
getting who?
It's a little homoerotic, but you guys haven't
Yeah.
gone all in.
no, we haven't gone
Keeping
on
it in the bromance
I try to keep it a bromance
area, yeah.
Bob Kelly likes the romance angle.
Yeah.
He pulled your pants down the other day as someone sent me a picture.
Yeah, he came into to the studio asking me to change his Twitter name.
Right.
And I said no. And then he started
Dude, change my Twitter name.
Yeah.
and then he grabbed me around the throat and put his hand on my mouth and forced me to the ground. And then he started trying. And this wasn't even on the air. This is the show wasn't even on.
It's had nothing to do with
So he's not
entertainment.
even playing it up for the audience.
No.
This is just for
And he
his own
started-
sick pleasure.
Pulling the back of my pants down while Mars and E-Rock cheered along. Yeah, do it.
Oh, he should have fucked you in the ass. He should have went all the way.
Believe all he needed was fucking Tweety and Viking to help him.
Tweety and Viking, yeah.
Did he get all your pants down?
No.
Because the picture I saw,
Tweety, man.
the pants were half down.
That's all he got because I got up and ran into one of the other studios, locked
Did he
the
get your
door.
underpants down, baby?
He just showed the top of the crack.
Oh.
Oh,
I'll tell you
wow.
right now, what he calls funny is often chilling. But he's supposed to send me a video that he never sent me of Eric Rivera, his other little baby boy toy.
Oh, yeah.
Besides Sam.
He's got another one?
Comedian.
Yes,
Oh.
comedian, a little pretty Spanish
Is he a little
kid.
twink?
Oh, yeah, he smiles. He
Little
like the
Spanish
spiky
kid.
hair, big nice teeth.
And he worked with him. He goes, dude, I work with him. I go, what happened? Him and they were sitting at the table. Here's what he did, okay? I'm telling you, this is what he did. This is not a joke. The kid, he actually had him on tape, and he made him say, Pacquiao. They were working together in Miami. He goes, Pacquiao, quack, 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 quack. And I go, well, how'd you make him say it? He goes, I stun gunned him. And he said it. Or I would stun gun him again.
He's also been calling me at home.
It's freakish.
Oh my God!
Yeah, the picture's going around the room.
He is
now.
really pulling his pants down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is a forcible rape.
Yes.
That is going on there.
Attempted rape is what it was.
That is attempted
And once again,
rape.
not for the air. This
Not
was
for the
just
air.
For you and a couple of.
Why would he do?
Yeah.
You could see.
is truly. That's
You could see the muscles like in his arms. He's really pulling down your pants.
Yeah, he started kneeing me in the back like hard.
Wow.
Yeah.
He got all worked
like he's
up.
done it before.
Yeah, he was smelling like that musky man ass smell, and it got him all wound up.
That looks like
He got worked
That is
up.
no bromance.
Yeah, he was like a fraud.
that looks like a mechanic raping a jogger in Central Park.
When Robert goes through these scenarios, I play the part of making believe that he's just making it up on the spot.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit!
It's like
doesn't
Joyce.
really mean it.
It's like Joyce. This is no bromance.
He says it in such a way you're like, oh my god.
He's
What have you
kissed
been
him.
through in your life?
He's
Yeah.
kissed him. He's like,
Oh, yeah, they've kissed.
Bobby is into twink guys.
Yes.
Yes, that is
he's
true.
definitely into guys that kind of are a little effeminate looking.
Yeah.
No
No,
offense,
Sam's
but
not
you're not the
effeminate,
most.
but he's
Yes,
no,
he
he's
is.
kind of
He's got kind of a biracial, kind of like a
I'd say sleight of frame.
yes.
slight of frame. You would say.
Can you start growing a beard just to see what it looks like?
Yeah,
I
grow
guess
a
so.
beard. Let's
All
see
right.
what that
For
is.
like a week or two.
Okay, yes.
No beard war or any of that crap. Just a quick little beard to
It'd
see
just
what
be
you
like
look
a week or two, not like 2 years.
Bobby's got a beard. His wife. Yeah, grow a beard. I want to see what that looks like.
Okay, no more shaving for at least 2 weeks.
You know what?
We'll do
You've
it-
grown though.
Does it come in fast?
No, not.
So you're
super
gonna
fast.
need
That's
2 solid weeks.
2 weeks. We'll do
You've
2 weeks.
grown over the time we've been here. You used to be a lot smoother and more child looking than
Yeah.
you are now.
You manned
You're-
up,
You've
Sam.
manned up, and we got to kick you like out as
What
a
do you
twink.
mean? Oh, as a
like
twink.
I don't see how Bobby still finds you attractive.
Do you know how
I'd
Bobby...
have probably fucked your when you first got here.
Yeah.
But you're too hairy now.
My
The
hair,
hair,
yeah.
the hair ruins everything.
Do you know how Bobby wants to fuck? He wants to fuck Sam brutally and on Sam's back.
Yeah.
Bobby wants to missionary fuck Sam.
Oh shit!
So he like really hard, and so he can kiss him with his big stomach hanging on Sam's young fucking slider frame.
That is true.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, and Bobby would probably try to like convince himself that Sam was enjoying it. So while he was fucking Sam, he would reach down and just try to jerk Sam off between their stomachs.
Oh god!
His clumsy hand, fucking big soft lips of God knows what nationality. Do you understand? He would convince himself that it was for both of you.
Yeah. Why not? You know, you don't even have to keep a secret because you enjoyed it.
He's been calling me at home, again, with the excuse of the Twitter thing, but he won't let me get off the phone. He's just like, all right, so you'll change it? And then I go, yeah. And then I'll just keep talking. Like, he won't say, don't hang up. Don't hang up the phone.
Danny, don't you hate when Bobby calls you all the time like that?
He has, but not to the not
while he
probably
was
not
dressing
as
up.
often as
I think I've
Sam
gotten
gets
one
that.
text from Bob Kelly. I'm so not his type.
And he doesn't say cam up, Anthony.
No.
He does to Sam.
Cam up.
Cam up and put on that outfit I sent you.
And I think he's got a thing with roles, too, because he refuses to call me. He'll just text over and over again telling me to call him. I got a message on my Twitter, 2 text messages.
Call me.
And then Travis had to text me and say, Bob Kelly keeps texting me, telling me to tell you to call him.
Wow.
But he won't call you because you're the bitch.
Yeah.
You have to call him.
Wow.
Here comes Travis.
Bob
yes.
sought
Another
me out
twink,
on
but he's got a
Facebook.
beard,
What?
by the way.
Huh?
It's bizarre.
You. One on your
about me?
face.
And
yeah.
2 beers.
Yeah, he's got 2 beards.
What are you talking about?
We definitely hire a type here.
Yeah.
Faggot.
I think Sam and I
Sleight
look
of
good.
frame.
Reddish haired faggots.
Yes. You're sleight of frame, too, though.
No, I call it attractive.
Oh, okay. Whatever you want to call it.
No, this is a good frame, right?
You're
Sam?
way too hairy for a twink, though.
Yeah.
You're like a twink bear.
I'm straight.
A twink bear.
All right.
Yeah, no, Bob.
You're like a hot piece of ass in a truck stop.
You're like a guy that gets a lot of pussy on NPR.
Good. Looking good.
I'm going
Did you
back
check
now.
out all the pictures?
Oh, what happened? What'd you come in for?
come on.
What about Bobby, Travis?
No, Bob, I woke up from my nap the other day and
He was
Bob
behind you, spooning?
No. Bob found me on Facebook, and I can't imagine that was that easy because I don't think he just knows my last name offhand.
Oh, so you think he had to really search it out?
Yeah.
Go
And he's
through
just like-
friends of friends of friends.
Because why would he know my last name? you
Yeah.
know? So, and he's like, tell Sam to call me right now. I don't have his phone number. He needs to call me right now.
Shit, there is definitely something
Yeah.
going on.
You know how
Not
else-
even joking.
You know how else Bob would fuck Sam? Bob would fuck Sam. Bob would lay them both on their side, right?
Yeah.
And Bob would lift Sam's left leg and prop it up with his own leg so he could fuck him, and then he could reach around and grab Sam's dick, like, kind of angrily that he was so driven to fuck him.
Like he's blaming Sam for his sexual
Yes,
Yeah, but
like
he
you bastard for being so attractive.
he would like fuck him from the side. He would grab like Sam's dick and balls together like one clump, and then just kind of kiss his back and neck. And he would actually probably say, "Come on, baby." He'd probably call you baby.
Would you like that?
No, I wouldn't like it at all.
Would you get excited?
No.
Because he's playing with your dick and balls, so
He'd
maybe
make
it
it-
would be an involuntary kind of,
we
like
need-
you'd get hard anyway.
We need to know why. We need to know why you play along, Sam.
Yeah.
Is what we're getting at.
Yeah.
Like
Don't blame Sam. This is pathetic. This is the textbook.
You gotta blame
He
him.
plays along though. On air is one thing.
No, he
but
does not.
If he didn't want him fucking looking at him, he wouldn't wear
cornrows.
He wouldn't wear
when
his
he's not in town.
his clay. He wouldn't wear that cute clothes if you didn't want fucking Bobby
That's right.
looking at him.
Cute
Thank you
clothes.
so much,
Sam
Anthony.
dresses horrendously.
Okay.
You know what?
Dresses
Bob was
like me.
While Bob was fucking you, he would actually like he'd be trying to. He wouldn't want to admit to himself that he was holding you there against your will. So he would like quickly lick his hand and then grab your dick and balls again to try to like.
He's got to do it fast though.
Yeah, to try to wet it up. Yeah, God, dude.
He's doing it fast, so even he doesn't think he hasn't acknowledged that he did it.
Yeah, but he wants to act like he's jerking you off. But if he just gets his hand wet, you'll escape.
Oh,
Hey,
it's terrible.
I gotta just go to the screen again there, Colin. This was an internet sensation
Oh, yeah.
by accident.
Oh, man.
This made all the gay sites.
Yes.
Sam
Yeah.
was playing, quote, a role.
Yeah.
It's a character. It's
A
called-
character called Creepy Gay Kid. And not only did it do well on YouTube, it hit, I guess, all the gay sites.
All the gay sites.
Yeah, we ended up trying to find it on Google News, and I found out that the day after it was posted, all the gay blogs posted
really-
it on their
The
website.
gay guys loved it.
They,
Yes.
they
That's
wanted
great.
all the info they could find on Creepy Gay Kid.
Yeah, I think
so.
one of the websites was gaysocialite.com.
Yeah, yeah. So here's Sam playing a character.
Creepy gay kid.
Creepy
That
gay
wasn't
kid.
me. It was the
Do we have
character.
good audio on this one?
I hope so.
The video.
Yeah, right, I hope so at this point.
If you want to play along at home.
Can you tie your shirt in a knot?
That's Bob Kelly, obviously.
like a little belly shirt. You really are into Sam.
You didn't even flinch. It's for the Opie and Anthony show.
Hey.
attitude. Go ahead,
That's for me.
See, Bobby wanted it for him.
Yeah.
Sam is tying his shirt into a knot.
So, that's creepy gay kid.
Yes. He looks like Montgomery from Fame.
Oh, it's Bob's birthday that day?
Yes.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Kelly. Happy birthday.
You lost Colin, by the way, Sam.
Lost Colin. He gained a fan for life in Colin. He looks like a tranny.
I love you, Bob Kelly.
Oh God, was that
creepy.
Yeah.
This weekend.
Yeah, Sam has got definitely.
That was
tranny
great.
vibe.
That's
Yeah.
just
Like that.
It was just like the tranny from Q&A.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Yeah.
a little character work for the radio.
Very good.
And Bob Kelly has taken it, as if it's reality.
If you did like the hormones and stuff, you might actually be able to pull off being like a chick.
He'd have to shave his fucking stupid Muppet eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would all get plucked and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
you'd have to go through the chick shit, all the chick shit. You'd have to get like hair extensions.
Let's
Look,
do
so
this.
you don't
he
look
should
like
have had a
fucking
camera
Angela
on
Davis.
Bob as he was watching that, though.
Yeah, a tent in his dumb pants.
Yeah.
See those doll eyes?
Oh God, look at that.
And that's Sam.
That's Sam. Look at the stroke
Wow.
he's able to get with. That's Sam
fucking
sucking.
Zach. And this was Sam's girl's line, by the way. This is where she was like, dude, enough.
Because Sam was sucking. We
enough.
made Eric stand there with a fake dick, like a dildo sticking out, and Sam had to suck it. Actually, had to wait to pull him off.
And look at the technique.
Yeah.
That picture,
That
speaks
picture's
volumes.
not very erotic, though. It's Simeon, you know?
Exactly. It really is.
Simeon. He does have a very chimp-like mouth as he's sucking on that cock.
Kyle, that's not a good picture. This kid takes the cock like a fish to water.
I'd never done it before.
Hey, can
Exactly.
we play Bobby's gay song, Convertible Boy? We haven't played that in a while. Just to wrap this whole thing up.
Yeah, wrap it up in
Bobby
a fucking
came up with a
condom,
song
please.
called Convertible Boy. And we should get Kelly on the phone and talk about this.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we'll get it on in a second. So,
I thought we were talking about Bromance, Brody Jenner.
Yeah,
right.
Bobby, that's true. Frankie on line 4. If you remember this one. Hey, Frankie.
Yo, what's up?
What's happening, man?
None. I just know for a fact that Bobby Kelly's gay. You remember that whole Sanjaya shit?
Dude, remember?
Up his chin and kissed him gently. Oh, fuck you, Bobby Kelly.
He was so into Sanjaya, that fucking girly-looking
Was that
boy
American
from
Idol?
American
I totally
Idol.
noticed Sam though.
Yeah.
Sam Jaya.
Sam's his number one.
Sam Jaya.
Sam Jaya.
He's into like these wafy-looking boys.
Sure.
He's gay, Bob Kelly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at Sam.
Fuck.
Did he have an erection when he was pulling his pants down?
Yeah, coming from the guy that he was trying to rape.
Notice no disclaimer on that one, by the way, Colin.
Bob's
The
a
other
bully.
one, we're disclaiming our asses off. Bob Kelly's gay. No one's getting offended.
Bob's a bully top. That's what he is. Bob's a fucking bully top. And
Back to
he
Travis.
he hates the fact that he needs to fuck Sam.
Remember he had that huge thing for Tom Brady, too?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was a love that he had for
That's a
Tom
sports
Brady
hero,
as a
though.
sports
That
thing.
happens.
Yeah.
Even that you
Happens
could
with sports
almost,
But
you
there
could
was-
almost like accept that.
There's a sexual element, though.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is different.
It's out of respect,
different than
though.
just that.
Yeah.
True.
I'd like to
But
say
Tom
Bobby
Brady's not
Kelly
like
never
that
got
type
to
of
Sam.
Twinkie guy.
No.
But things don't work out like they do in a storybook.
My girlfriend can't stand Bob Kelly. She's very uncomfortable.
I wonder
by him.
why.
She's
Can we
very
get her on the
put off.
phone?
Yeah,
Well,
your
maybe she's at work.
girlfriend,
Yeah.
your girlfriend.
Because Bobby
Yeah,
makes
sure.
her realize who she's dating. Which
Yeah.
is a rapeable man who could never protect her.
She passes everything off like, okay, I understand, whatever, it's for the
Rapeable man.
radio. But she hates when Bob Kelly slaps me in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does smack you.
She
Yeah.
used to be a better sport.
Well, I used
We're
to
losing
do.
her. We're losing her.
Because it's gotten progressively worse.
Yeah.
She was. Yeah, and I don't blame her.
Some of the things I've done are totally unacceptable.
Do you feel like ashamed at some of the things?
Yes.
Yeah, you think about it sometimes.
Like that picture that just came up with
Yeah, the fucking
that thing
big
in
dick
Iraq's
in your
pants.
Oh, the dick in your mouth
The dick.
picture.
It's fake.
What?
It's a fake one.
It looked real to me.
There's rubber.
How'd it feel? Just felt right, didn't it?
No.
You're-
no, it feels bad.
The thing is, you didn't look like you looked like you enjoyed it, and you looked like you were really good at it. Like you
Wow.
had the long fucking lip stroke going on that thing.
Like, it didn't look good. Like, Colin was right, it looked Simeon, but the way the cheeks were sucked in, I'm going to tell you
he
something.
had a Dizzy
Yeah.
Gillespie
Did-
in and out
Dizzy
sucking
Gillespie.
thing going there. Yeah.
This kid will pull a load out of your balls like nobody's business.
Oh yeah, you got to know it.
I mean, I can always appreciate a compliment, but it's just not. It's not something that.
You better just stay well above the law.
Yeah.
Well in line because you're
Oh,
getting
no.
raped. You're getting raped at work.
For no reason.
If you were in prison
over
The
Twitter
prison
names.
would be terrible because also the brothers in there, they like a little bit of like black blood in
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah.
Because they're they don't like a total white girl. They like a girl. They're
Oh.
most
Wavy
attracted
hair.
to a girl that's got a little bit of black and white mix.
Day
That's their
one.
favorite look.
Yeah.
Day one during delousing, you would fucking have a dick in your mouth.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Wow, you said that nice.
You better stay
Oh
on
my
it.
god.
Oh, yeah, you went like, oh
You
yeah.
better stay in the straight and narrow.
my God.
Oh boy.
Do we have convertible boy? Because we got to go to break. We got our guest here, I do believe.
Oh, I forgot he was coming. This guy's like a fucking a warrior.
He's a
military
real
expert,
man,
and he has to
basically.
Who
get
is it,
away.
Jason Segel?
Huh?
Who is it,
Next
Jason?
Thursday, yeah.
No, who's coming on?
Some expert on like kicking ass.
Yeah.
Terry Shepard, he's hosting a show. I believe it's a series period tonight on History Channel, and it's called Warriors.
Warriors.
Come out
Warriors!
and play. Convertible boy as we go to break. Bob Kelly.
Convertible boy. He's so amazing. Convertible boy. He's so cute.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony show. We're going to move on to our guest in a second, but Jess's chick is on the phone.
What?
Jess's chick?
Jess's chick.
I mean,
no,
sorry.
Jess's chick is on mic.
That's actually right.
Sorry. Sam's girlfriend Jess is online. Hi, Jess.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hi.
So you were a good sport through the whole Sam thing. What finally got you?
I don't. You know, it's hard to say. I think I'm a little sick of him kissing so many guys.
So many. Like you would have accepted maybe one.
Well, I mean, you know, accepted one that was random on a total dare or something like that. But I
Well,
think
because it was for a TV pilot. Let's not
Right.
forget. So
Yeah.
you're like, all right, he was
Yeah,
doing it
right.
for the TV
Forgot
pilot.
about that.
if he becomes famous, it's okay.
Right.
But no, this is ridiculous.
They
And
thought that you might have a problem from when I sucked off E-Rock's dildo.
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah, that picture is like if someone sees that, unless somebody says, "Oh, it's fake," you would think that Sam is performing fellatio on a gentleman.
There's a picture.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch
Oh
of photos.
shit!
Oh, you never told her
Oh,
about
maybe
that
I
picture.
spilled the old beans on that one.
I mean,
Oh,
it's not. It's just kind of circulating around the office. It's not like
The Office. It made every gay website.
Oh no.
You never
They
saw
love
that
'em.
picture online of your boyfriend fucking sucking air out of a dildo?
No, but I came in that day because Sam was driving me home or something like that, and the people who had brought in the doll, they were like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
And I didn't even have any idea of what had happened.
Yeah.
And so, oh god, I was really freaked out.
Yeah, you do understand that he is kind of twinkish, and that some gentlemen will like him,
Some.
his slight frame, and Bobby Kelly is one of those
she
gentlemen.
doesn't
but-
know what Bob Kelly did in the office.
Right.
Oh, there's a picture of Bob Kelly attempting to rape your boyfriend. By the way.
Oh, she'll know in a minute or two.
Oh, are you?
Oh
Good.
no, are you sending me the picture?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, side piece. I'm sending you the pictures.
What
now.
did you? What?
She's in my phone. A side piece.
Holy shit!
It's just a joke.
Nice.
It's just
No.
a joke.
Side piece. Which one you want?
You could
By
just
the way,
call her
Jess, Jess is very cute.
Yeah.
She's a very, very cute girl.
I think
and
so.
doesn't deserve
Well-
to be with some pseudo homosexual.
It's not. It's
I'll send
character
you,
work.
I'll send you the Bob Kelly one with his pants half down because it's kind of like it's almost innocent, and then I'll give you the showstopper after that. The big,
Oh,
the big
jeez.
plastic penis in Sam's
The
mouth.
relationship stopper.
Do you feel that this is a weird reference, but basically Jess is dating
And Sam.
McCullough, Jeff McCullough
no.
from Dog Day Afternoon.
It does look like it.
When did this Bob Kelly thing happen?
Just a couple days ago, 2 days
yesterday,
ago?
the day
Yesterday?
before.
Why
It-
didn't you tell me, Sam?
It wasn't even on the air. It was just he just came in. And
That's what's
Rape
the
victims are ashamed. A lot of them don't report it.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
Most crimes don't go
Go
reported.
Do you feel
unreported.
competitive with Bob? Does he like Twitter Sam when he's out there and stuff?
Yeah, he's like really flirty with Sam when I see him, and he's always trying to kiss him and touch him. And I mean, now that he looks really awesome, I think that he feels really good about himself, and he wants to get himself a little side piece or something.
See, Bobby does. Bobby thinks he's looking really good now, so he can start hunting for little Twinkie guys like your
Trolling,
boyfriend.
yeah.
And Sam loves it. Something is wrong there.
No, I don't love it.
You
Kind
do.
of like the attention.
Here's the thing, Bob.
Dude, it was off the air. He had your
was.
pants down around your fucking the bottom of your ass.
Are you trying to sleep with Bob Kelly to get to Dane Cook? Is that what's going on here?
I'm not trying to sleep with Bob Kelly, but he is a celebrity. And so there's certain...
Look at
That got silenced.
Yeah.
Celebrity.
That got stunned silence.
Well, I saw him on HBO Tourgasm.
Yeah.
He did.
There
true.
are certain liberties that he may have that a certain Joe Schmo on the street wouldn't have.
So you'd be willing to just give up your morality or anything like that, sexually humiliate yourself just to get a little bit ahead in
Middle
this
class
career?
morality.
Yeah.
Well,
Like Coco taking showing those tube socks tits.
Come on, Sam, put your thumb in your mouth.
What if somebody just watches HBO? Would they still do it?
Wow, I don't know how you put up with it.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, no, I have a real problem with it, and I also have a problem with the fact that Bob Kelly actually hits Sam. There's something.
Yeah.
He slaps his face, Jess.
Yeah.
I know, and he did it in the street in front of me, and I spoke to him about it.
He slapped. See, he was trying to show you. Look,
That he's the
I'm
dominant male.
Yeah,
I
I'm
know.
the dominant male over your boyfriend.
I know.
I slap him, so you really have no say over it.
But
I know.
you tell Bob Kelly who I went home with, right?
Me?
That's right. You tell him, Jess.
Oh
Jesus.
God!
At least sound manly.
Straight
The
people.
last dance for me.
Let me hear your deep voice.
My name is Sam.
Oh God! That ain't it.
That's not bad.
That's
not bad.
All right, Jess, we got to go. We got a guest standing by.
All right, guys.
All right.
All right, take it easy.
All right.
Sorry, Jess.
What do we got
No,
coming?
he's right there. But
Oh,
you don't go anywhere. Bring Terry in.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Terry Schapper,
Yep.
Warriors TV show.
Warriors.
Oh, he looks like a warrior.
Yeah,
Jesus
look at
Christ.
this.
Hi, Terry.
Nice. Holy shit.
Right about now, he's like, what did I get myself
All right,
into?
Sam,
Microphone. Hold on,
that
mic on.
is a man.
Yeah, that is a man.
You are a twink.
Well, I'm not a
That
twink.
guy is like all man over there.
Voice lessons.
All right.
Got to get that voice a little deeper.
Yeah. Now your show Warriors.
Yes.
Yeah. Really fantastic because a lot of people know something about these warrior cultures, but they're based on a lot on movies that we see now. And a lot of times you'll see TV shows saying, and yeah, just shake his hand in the middle of my fucking interview, Colin. I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
Could you snap Colin's neck? That'd be fantastic to watch.
We're pussycats, man. We don't really.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're
He's
nice
a Green
guys.
Beret.
Only when you have to.
Of course he can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never ran into a guy named Rich Voss.
Rich Voss.
Yeah.
He's a martial arts expert this weekend.
This weekend, kicking drunks off of his stage.
You've never run into him or seen him if you've watched TV in the last 8 years.
You could use his teeth as Roman shields. Set up a phalanx in his mouth. So a lot of these cultures have been shown on television and in movies, and I think you get a misconception of what they're all about. Like we've seen the 300, and assume that that's what Spartan culture was like and everything like that. But you pretty much show what's really going on in these warrior cultures.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm still actually a Green Beret, so we deal with reality. And so, you know, these kind of warrior
certainly
cultures.
do. I'll show you reality.
Yeah, we do. And, you know, these are the kind of guys we've been reading about and studying pretty much our whole careers. And so, yeah, there's what you think you know, and then there's what you do when you get on the ground and you see these cats doing all the different things, Vikings, Zulus. It's
you guys still study ancient warrior cultures and apply that to what you guys do in the Green Berets?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah, man. That's required reading.
Except for that stupid, like, you know, lines facing each other, Civil War and Revolutionary War kind of thing.
There are some things you don't repeat.
Yeah, don't repeat that. Waterloo.
Yeah,
kind of bad. Those little squares are pretty good,
Little
though.
Bighorn was not so
The
good.
Maginot Line.
The Maginot Line.
Yeah, we would just go around the Maginot
Once they go around, and then the Germans had the guns on the wrong side. It was fantastic. I read your book.
Was that Patton?
Yeah. It was fantastic. So, what? Now you're doing a show on the Mayans, I guess?
Yeah, the first one, actually, it's on tonight at 10 o'clock on History. Yeah, the first one is Maya. It's actually I think it's the sixth one we filmed, and I think they put it on first because I cut my leg open in it, and of course, you know, that makes good TV.
A little blood on the opening
It makes good TV.
episode.
But, you know, I'd never been down. I was in Guatemala, and, you know, that's for me, that's a pretty exotic place, actually, to go, and that's not a warrior culture I knew a lot about.
Yeah.
No one really does, and so we were trying to kind of figure out about it while we were there by looking at the murals and sort of getting into their culture and figuring out, okay, that's how these cats fought, you know.
And what was their kind of fighting style? Because there is so little known of them because they kind of just
they did kind of go away.
Yeah. I guess that didn't work very well.
Well, they started. You know,
it was cotton balls. They would throw cotton balls at their enemies,
and it didn't work.
No,
it didn't work. Well, they started out as their warrior culture started out with just really to capture dudes and then sacrifice them. Because the blood was a conduit to the spirit world. And so these guys would capture a king or a really famous guy and ritually sacrifice him. The warfare sort of started changing. Populations got bigger, then it became about sort of conquest, resource acquisition, and then later on it just became really about just completely wiping out cities, just decimating them. And I think that was one of the things that kind of took them down.
Wow, really? The fact that they spread themselves a little thin, or
it was a lot of stuff. It was environment for sure, cultural, all that kind of stuff. Their kind of worldview didn't really fit so much anymore. And then, you know, when you start turning on each other, fighting, it.
Like in the Mel Gibson movie.
Yeah, actually, you know, it's funny. I actually saw that show. Yeah, I actually saw that show, and I really dug it. But, you know, the guys, I thought it was really cool. The guys, though, down there, some of the Maya archaeology guys, were like, oh, blah, 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 blah. They didn't like it. So I was like, hey, it was still a cool movie.
Snob.
Yeah.
Why did they like archaeology snob.
Well, what they said was,
wasn't accurate enough
yeah,
or something?
they said, like, historically,
up.
well, that
It's a
wasn't
movie.
quite right. I go, well, hey,
Whatever.
dude, you really weren't there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, how do you know?
Yeah, exactly.
He spoke in their language.
I think they actually listened to your show back then. How the hell do we know?
Yeah, right.
You know, so
How badass were the Spartans? Now, on 300, they're portrayed as like, you know, there's 300 against a million, and you know, they're kicking ass. How badass were the Spartans?
Well, you know, the funny thing, there's a great book if you guys get a chance to read it, and I think 300 was kind of taken from some of that. It's by this guy named Stephen Pressfield. It's called Gates of Fire, and it's a really great book about those dudes, how they trained, how they fought. There were 300 Spartans, that's true, but they also had several thousand other Greeks with them.
Yeah.
Some of them left when the fighting was about to start, but some of them stayed voluntarily and fought alongside the Spartans. So the thing with the Spartans that made these guys such badasses was really their training program. From when they were born, they were weeded out, and you know, ones that didn't look cool or didn't have the thing, they're over the cliff. And so from then on, these boys are being packed around in herds, constantly disciplined, constantly sort of messed with and deprived and just really hardened. And
Like
so
a whole life of basic training.
Sam with Bobby.
Yeah. We see you guys know something about this. Yeah, so these guys, right before these guys even start training in hardcore warfare, they're already a lot tougher than anybody else around. And so they really, what we like about the Spartans is the fact that they actually cared, I think, more about their buddies than they did themselves. And Sparta was a bad society. It was based on slavery, so it was going to fail. But that warrior culture was just...
And that seems to be what even modern warfare, especially in the American military, is based on. A lot of guys, if they don't believe in the cause, they absolutely believe in the guy next to them and will do anything for him.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, I'm a Green Beret, and anybody who's in my kind of work, whether you're in a combat unit of any kind, we are problem solvers. Mm-hmm. You know, the political stuff it's cool to talk about when you get drunk, and it does actually affect our job. But really, on the ground, it is one for all and all for one.
You've done 3 deployments, I think. Since 9/11,
I was actually I didn't get reactivated. I volunteered to come back in. I was active duty for like 9 years, and went all over the world. I lived in Germany. It was a cool life, man. It was great. And then I got out and I went to acting school on Broadway for 2 years. Yeah, I know. And by the way, no one can see the eyes looking at me right now like, what the hell's wrong with you, dude? My dad was like, you're an ass. But so I finished that in 99 and started getting some work in the city, theater, TV, whatever. But 9/11 goes down. So I had to think to myself, hey, man, do you go on auditions, continue to pursue this, or do you get back in the fight? And I'd spent a lot of... I'm old, man. I fought in the first Gulf War, starting from then. So
wow, yeah.
We knew this was coming, and so it was kind of a no-brainer for me, man. I went back in, but I went to National Guard Green... They have National Guard Green Beret units around the country.
Jesus.
So guys like me who have been active duty but still get involved. So October 2001, I was back in the unit, and by March...
Nice.
March 02, I was in the Middle East again. And my last tour was actually Iraq. I got back in 06.
Oh, it was? Wow.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, and I got this job on a homemade audition tape.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah, I was running around the woods. My wife is really smart, and I'm an idiot. And I was like, hey, let's do this. And I had this big broadsword, and I know how to use those kind of things. And I was talking about Charlemagne and warrior culture and what was it like to face these barbarians. And I got the job.
This guy's it.
I was like, I don't know how the hell that happened, but I'm pretty happy about it.
Well,
it's
cool.
It's been so much fun, dude. All over the world, man. I just got back Saturday from the final episode. I've been everywhere.
What kind of martial arts you take? They say we were talking about karate earlier. They say you took a lot of martial arts.
Yeah, I mean, at first they labeled me as a martial arts expert, which I was like, no, don't say that. I'm not. There's very few of them. Japanese karate, Shotokan and some Kyokushin. I've done a little bit of Muay Thai, some Jiu-Jitsu, and a lot of stuff in the Army, like combatives, which is kind of a blending of all that stuff. It's kind of like, you don't really have time to spar and
right.
Put dudes in arm
someone's
bars.
running at you.
Yeah, and you're wearing body armor and you got guns and you got all sorts of heavy crap on. So it's really got to be direct and it's got to be done. You're over and you're on to the next dude.
Well, yeah, the Zulus.
That, by the way, hey, Colin, that was the coolest place I've been so far.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you. That's
I
crazy.
used to have to change trains in high school, and I don't know if there was Zulus or what. But every day.
Did they have big cowhide shields? Chanting and singing. And...
Next stop, Jamaica.
Yeah, now they were some tough sons of bitches.
The Zulus were serious badasses, and they were really kind of, you know. By the way, Colin can't stop laughing.
I know. Colin kills himself.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This mom, the Zulus are coming to get me. No, they were really great, man. From the moment I got there, these little kids are singing and greeting me. And
Zulu land, right? This is cool.
Yeah, it's actually, you're right. Yeah, exactly. There's sections where they control it, you know, and they're actually, most of them speak very good English, and they train, and they I don't want to say they reenact, because they're not reenactors. I wouldn't say that, but they live and breathe this kind of old school technology. And
were they wearing Super Bowl champion Patriots shirts?
I didn't see any, man.
No?
I didn't see any.
I love how they ship those shirts over there.
I know. 3 different Buffalo Bill championships.
Well, I remember
Liberians wearing like 2-pack shirts in '95.
Or like when we go to Indonesia to help them out, and they're wearing like Obama. Yeah, I almost said that one wrong. Osama bin Laden. Yeah,
so they're wearing the T-shirts when you're going to help them.
Yeah, you're going to help these cats out, and you're giving them stuff, and they're wearing, you know, Osama bin Laden T-shirts, and going like this, though, America, very good.
Wow. And you're like, guys.
And they like their wrestling shirts, too.
Wrestling shirts, and
huge.
And everybody, when I was over in the Gulf War years ago, everybody who was black, they called Michael Jackson.
Really?
I'm serious. They just kept Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. But you know, they're nice
Zulus,
people.
they were like big. What's his face?
Shaka Zulu was the dude who united them, pretty much by force of will. I mean, he was like a really tough guy, and he had this idea of this, you know, Pax Zulu, uniting all these tribes, and it was by violence, like most good things are, and it worked. And they have this spear. It's called the Iqua, and it's because it's the sound it makes when it goes in, eat, and then when you pull it out, and the guts come out. It's because a lot of Zulu words are based on the sounds they make. So like a tractor is called a gunda gunda, and they have all these other kind of. It's a really interesting
E-Rock's name is. See, it's eating. Thank you.
How hard is it? Because Anthony owns a lot of guns. You've shot at people, I'm sure you've had to. Is there? I mean, again, being in combat's different, but is there ever a hesitation or something in your mind when you got to shoot at something? How hard is it to actually shoot another person?
I don't think
practice, not theory.
Well, here's what I would say. I mean, if it's him or you, it's going to be him, and you know, that's just the way it is. It's not tough guy stuff. It really is just it's the job, and if a guy is a threat, then he's got to go down. And I think most guys in our line of work, if you kind of interviewed everybody, they would say that probably the same thing. It's like, yeah, we don't want to do it. I don't know anybody who likes to kill anybody. I really don't. I mean, you might think, oh, Green Beret. No, we're really nice guys. But you know what I mean? But we will do that if we have to.
We sat with a bunch of them. We were over and we went to Iraq and what was it?
Which, by the way, guys, thank you for doing that. I meant to say that before. You guys got some balls.
So yeah, we did. None of these other cowards will do it. But I mean, these other fucking pinko cowards. But Colin and I went over and they put us with a bunch of Green Berets. It was in Saddam's palace, I think.
Oh yeah. Could you believe how that guy lived? I was on the backs of those people. Yeah. There were dudes in the unit that when I was over there, we had to train this Iraqi unit. So we took an A team. We had to work these guys. There were guys in my unit, their entire family had been killed by Saddam Hussein and his government. So when I hear people talk about human rights and then say we shouldn't be bothering Iraq, I don't know, man. I got to worry about what they're thinking.
Well, because the news never got out. Like, the news never got out about what he was doing because, you know, who the fuck was going to report it? They were dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think, you know, hey, listen, man, I think down the road, I think a lot of this stuff is going to come out. And we'll really kind of know the truth, I think, right now.
Yeah, I think time is the only thing that's really going to write the last chapter.
It's always that way. It's always that way. So, you know, we just got to keep doing what we know we have to do.
Do you think other warrior cultures like the barbarians and Vikings had to deal with the press revealing their strategies before they went to battle?
I'll tell you what, though, if they did, they would have just freaking killed them.
Oh, hell yeah.
See, so that's one thing. We're not really allowed to do that. But I think, you know, you're talking about Vikings and stuff. I mean, I think the cool part about the show for me was, I call it Terry Shepard gets his ass kicked every week because I'm fighting and doing certain stuff, and his weapons are cool, the technology is cool, tactic and strategy is cool. I really like getting into their mindset, like what kind of guys would be a Viking? What made them do this? And it's all related to how we are today, and so I think the if you watch the series probably from start to finish, I think what you're going to get is not so much these differences of these guys, but the commonality. Like there's the same kind of guy that is a Green Beret, is a Viking, is a Zulu, and there's that element of that that was a lot of fun for me to get into, man. Yeah. I read about these guys, and now I'm with them. You know,
was when you watch something like Gladiator and you see that opening scene, the combat, it's just two giant masses bashing themselves together and hacking each other to pieces. Yeah, was that an accurate depiction of how they fought?
Yeah. I think it definitely was. There, think about it, man. They didn't have. There weren't radios. There weren't these kind of technology things for command and control. So a lot of times it would be whistles, banners, and just charge and just crush the guy.
Just two huge groups of people smashing together, and it is amazing. A lot of people do criticize the military and have over the years, but it's amazing how much of our technology is based on the need that we had because we were in war.
You're right.
Or at the brink of war to come up with technology that is used every day now.
Well, yeah, that's perfectly true. I mean, I'm a Green Beret medic, and so since really from Somalia on, we've learned some harsh lessons about how guys get killed and how they're wounded. And like I say, and I say it jokingly, but not really, it takes a good bloodletting for us to really get our stuff straight. And so our combat trauma procedures now are different than they were when I went through the Green Beret course, because it's adapted to what we've got to deal with. And
you look at the difference even between Korea and Vietnam, the getting the guys out of the hot zone and even just back a little further so they could be stabilized. Right. Made such a huge difference in casualties.
Yeah, my evac time when I was in Iraq last time was pretty goddamn fast.
Really?
Yeah, we had birds coming real fast.
And you're at like some pretty well-equipped hospitals.
Well, I wasn't near one. I was sort of out. We were pushed out real far, so we weren't on an American base. We were with Iraqis. Jesus. But so there was no gym and PX and ice cream for us, which, by the way, we're proud of that fact. But damn it. And but you know what? We would call. I mean, you could get birds there. I'm not kidding. Probably half hour. It's pretty fast.
When you look at the way, because it's hard to defend Bush after a while. Like I was very for the war, and then you start to realize it's just to protect the Iraqi people. Then you get into it because I feel like they don't appreciate the American soldiers. And it's like that I started to develop like a real fucking dislike of the Iraqi people because I feel like it's like where the fuck was your bravery when your families were being slaughtered by Saddam Hussein?
Right.
Where was fucking al-Zarqawi or where was fucking al-Sadr or any of these guys and these radical clerics when Saddam was murdering their families? So it's like, as a soldier, do you feel like? I mean, do you have any resentment having been over there? Or how do they treat? Maybe the media's fucked up.
No, man. That's actually a good question. One of the problems we've created in Iraq is, believe it or not, at least when I was dealing with these guys, and I was as a medic, I was helping them all the time. The Iraqi people, from my experience, don't hate us. In a way, we've made a problem, though, where we've created a bit of a welfare state, where they are so used to us solving their problems. A machine will break down, they look at you and go fix it. Daitman mushkila, anamabana. They don't know. So that was frustrating. But, one thing, it is frustrating when you know what we got to do, and you got to train these cats. But, I tell people this, too. One of the most heartbreaking things in my military career was the Gulf War. I was in the 82nd Airborne then. I was a paratrooper, and we were in central Iraq fighting, kicking ass. And we asked the Iraqis to help us. Where are the bad guys? Where's the Republican Guard? And they were completely cooperative. Then President Bush Sr., listening to the international community, did not go in and take him out. Which is lesson one: never listen to do what's right for you. So anyway. I'll never forget pulling away that day in the back of a truck, and all these Iraqi people are going, "Where are you going?"
Yeah, where are you going?
I couldn't look them in the eye. I couldn't look them in the eye because I thought, we have to leave. So what do you think happened when we left?
Slaughter.
We destroyed Saddam's military from going outside of Iraq, which is good, but we completely cemented his power within Iraq because we identified the dissidents and then we left him hanging. Yeah. So I understand their ambivalence to kind of come along with America right now, because if I was in Iraq looking at the news and the U.S. government, I would think, they ain't got the balls to stay in this. They're going to leave us again.
And you look at how history played out after the first Gulf War. If we would have maybe supported the Kurds in the north a little more when that was going on, there's a lot of ifs.
Well, that's another thing too, man. Listen, we're always going to blow. We're going to make mistakes all the time. That's part of the war. That's part of warrior culture too. We mess up. That's the way it goes. And every life is important. I mean, this is a bracelet. This is one of my friends who was killed in Iraq. So we know the cost, but we're not. What I don't like also is hey, man, thank you for the support, thank you for the thank yous, and thank for what you guys do, but we're not victims. You know, we signed up for this.
Yeah.
I volunteered for the infantry. I volunteered for airborne, ranger, and special forces. So,
Jesus,
I know it. You know what I mean? So we're not victims, and I think any combat dude will tell you that. As much as it hurts to lose your friends, we're not victims.
No, every documentary I've watched, the guys are so dedicated to each other that the cause that the political that the president or whoever put in place is secondary.
Yeah.
To just, I know we got a job to do, but there's such dedication to the guys you're with.
Yeah.
That becomes the goal. Is
Well-
here's our job, but my mission is to, get us all out of here.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. I mean, in the special forces, we operate in what's called an A team. And no, I've never met Mr. T or George Papard. I wish I could. Those guys are badass.
Plus,
but-
they're great actors.
Plus their performances with dynamite, kid. Show business. So we always say, man, we definitely live and die as a team. One dude isn't really worth squat. You know, we don't have nails, we don't have teeth, we're not fast. We don't have hair to keep us warm, but we got big brains and we take care of each other. We evolved in it as a tribe.
What if the one dude has a lot of money and his house is like an arsenal? How would you take down? What would your strategy be to take Anthony's house down?
I think tactics would work. You and I will just sort of talk about that offline, Colin.
Yeah.
You know what? Just invite ourselves over for coffee and go, hey, man.
I might have superior firepower, but my tactics are lacking. I think
Source's army would have to show up.
We'll train you up, man. It's okay.
Yeah, they'd have to bring a young captain up the river to hit me with a machete.
Face's house.
I enjoy shooting. I love target shooting.
Yeah, of course.
I think we're going to have a little trouble as far as the Second Amendment goes with Obama being in here and the Congress.
That's coming down the road.
So I decided I'm going to purchase as many guns that I believe are going to be banned as possible.
He decided
way
before Obama, he decided.
Yes. Well, no, I've always been into
got grenades.
shooting guns. I'm a lifetime NRA member. I just, there's certain things that I enjoy about shooting guns. I shoot targets. I'm not a hunter.
Well, let me ask you this: have you ever robbed a liquor store? No. Right?
Nope.
So you're
never
cool.
robbed a liquor store.
So don't worry about it.
Never.
He's actually bought a couple.
Yeah,
cleaned them out. Maybe
I own a few by proxy.
He shoots targets with Jodie Foster's picture on. What's wrong with that?
I've hunted, but I'm not a hunter.
Yeah,
I
me
just
neither.
I enjoy shooting exotic weapons. I like guns. I like shooting guns.
Well, dude, you'd have liked when I was in Florida because I just got back from shooting all this World War II stuff like Thompson's and Thompson submachine gun, the M1, and
I just picked up a Garand.
Yeah,
those
great
things
gun.
are great.
That one Garand is still a badass weapon.
Go watch your thumb though on those motherfuckers.
Yeah, look,
that thing will smash your thumb. But that distinct sound of that
ping, there goes your mag
coming out. It's fantastic.
And I got to meet this guy in the last episode. It was probably the highlight of the show. This is in Florida. They flew. The production company flew this veteran from L.A. He's 85 years old.
Wow.
They flew him to Florida to meet me. And he's one of the original, there was a group called the Alamo Scouts, these recon guys in the Pacific that had a selection process and training very similar to what we have in Special Forces. We actually came from the OSS in Europe, but these guys are very similar. And he was one of the original dudes. I mean, I've read books and read his name. So I'm sitting there where I'm doing some kind of thing on camera, and all of a sudden I hear this noise behind me, and this Jeep is rolling up. I turn around, it's a Willie's Jeep. And I'm like, what the F is this? And the guy comes up, he goes, hey, Terry. And there's this older man sitting next to me. He goes, hey, this is Bill Littlefield, one of the original. And before he even finished it, honestly, tears came up in my eyes, and I just hugged him. I said, do you know what a hero you are to guys like me? And he said, he looked at me, and he was, when we had a serious look, and he goes, you guys today are our heroes. So it was the best moment of the show. Because I actually got to meet a guy who's been there, done that, and seen a lot of bad things back then, and now he's talking to me, man. It was great.
That is interesting. Talking with the old veterans like that when they took, or again, you must have seen Band of Brothers.
Band of Brothers was great.
When they actually interview these soldiers at the end, last episode.
That's the best part of the show. I think is when you see the older guys.
Chilling. I defy anyone to sit there and not tear up
If you don't,
when
you
you're
have no
watching
heart,
those
man.
guys.
Yeah, you don't.
It's just amazing.
And they're also matter of fact about the way they talk about this stuff.
I know. That's it, too. It's like,
they're just so damn like today, where everybody today is always like, "Oh man, the pain I went through." Yeah, whatever, dude. These guys came back from World War II and rebuilt the country.
Yeah,
and shut up, and they shut up about it.
It's like Born on the 4th of July when Tom Cruise is in the fucking bar and he's in the Marine is like, "Don't go crying in your beer. You signed up and you lost." He's in a fucking wheelchair. Don't go crying in your beer, asshole.
You signed up in your walk.
That's true.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just need one question answered. You were all over Iraq, right?
Yeah, not all over. I've been in
Well,
certain
enough
parts.
though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You ever see a werewolf?
No, dude, but I am.
And I'm being because this stupid Bob Kelly that we go back to our friend. He went over there and he swears he saw a werewolf.
No, but
really,
we're saying Saddam used to try to crossbreed lions and stuff. With
Right.
those.
Well, but listen,
Ligers,
I would.
like Napoleon did.
Ligers,
right.
Only the most feared. No, he was crazy, and his sons were crazy. I will say, I didn't see a werewolf, man, but in the Gulf War, we were occupying this villa, and all the Iraqis would come and see us. And out of nowhere, one day, this little kid shows up, and he looks like he's got the hair of like Carrot Top.
Oh, Jesus!
And I was like, I was like, who got this kid here? Like, where's your daddy? You know what I mean? And no one could really explain. No one in the village could explain.
Hello.
It's fabulous. And he was. No one could explain. No one in the village gave me an answer about. He was pale white. Carrot. So he wasn't aware. Maybe he was a werewolf.
So they stoned him.
Freak. Bobby swears. I mean, we make
werewolf?
fun of him, and he goes, "No, I'm telling you, we saw a werewolf. We almost ran it over."
But I was.
Remember, he's told you guys.
I wouldn't want to see. I wouldn't want to see that. I might run away from that. Actually.
Yeah, had a little.
I'm not really
Of
scared.
course, there's no
creepy.
werewolves. I just wanted some, so I could go back to Bobby and say, "Shut up."
You can tell him I think he's full of shit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's all I needed.
Yeah, he's
An
full of
official no.
On the show, you're using a lot of the weapons that were used in that. What's pretty much the most difficult weapon you had to wield?
Well, it's something simple actually, and they still make fun of me in the production company. I could not, for the life of me, throw a javelin. I look like Lamar from Revenge of the Nerds. I was like the limp-wristed throw. Okay, I didn't look like him, damn it, but
You didn't act like him.
I threw like him, and it was just so funny. It was the Vikings, and I'm with these guys. I'm whipping battle axes and doing real well, fighting with axes, and then they give me this javelin, and I try to throw it, and I swear to, I was like, oh boy, I guess that's something I'm not good at. And the production guys, they're high noon. They're actually in Colorado, so hi to them. They're really, really nice. They always bring that one up. Hey Terry, maybe we'll throw a javelin in this. I said, shut up, dude. I'm not going to throw a javelin.
What was hard about it? You couldn't get it far, or the accuracy was horrendous?
There's a technique to throw it, and if you don't do it right, like release and do this kind of thing, it just spins like for 5 feet and just lands like an idiot. You've got to really do it. And the Zulus, man, the Zulu dudes were throwing spears. Like, I'm not kidding you. They were nailing these big elephant skulls on a wall like maybe 100 feet away. And I actually...
What a surprise.
And
They were chucking them.
All right, let's move on. But hey, here's a funny thing too, though, because we were getting to the end of the day and everybody was getting tired. Guys were starting to miss the target. And they really wanted to film this thing. They wanted to see the spear going into the elephant skull, and they weren't able to do it. So what did I just whipped out some money. I just whipped out American money. I said, whoever gets his first 2 out of 3 hit it right away.
Yeah.
Really? So we all speak that. They were really they could whip these.
There's
things.
like no flights on them or anything, right? I mean,
No,
this
dude,
is just, you got to throw it right, or it's going sideways.
It's exactly right. It's a stick, and if you don't do it right, you look like a retard.
Is it easier to hold from the back of it or the front by the spear tip to make it fly straighter?
Yeah,
from the middle,
it's
really?
Kind of around the middle. You just find a balance point. But I did do something. There in the Guatemala one, I used an atlal. You guys know what that is?
Well, I do, but
it's like
Jimmy doesn't know. He's full of shit. Dummy.
That's like a spear thrower thing. I was actually pretty good too. That was pretty fun.
Is that the thing where it's almost like a sling?
Yeah, man.
Say, son of a bitch.
He knows.
I know that. And the spear goes in it, and you use it as it gives you more leverage.
It leverages everything. If you don't have that, you're fucking
shut it.
A couple of warriors are talking about something. We've been in the shit. I know what it's like over there.
Yeah, you've been in the shit on your back in your bathroom with a hooker on top of you.
Hey, don't fucking enjoy the freedom that Colin and I helped provide. Well, you sat here with a beer in one hand and your dick in the other while we were fucking in the shit.
Getting shot at, telling jokes.
Absolutely.
Hey, I appreciate it. Believe me.
No love.
It was Ted the Warrior.
I do have one thing. I do have, another good thing too. Of course, my wife isn't too cool about it, but I've brought back all these things from these places. So like I'm walking through an airport with a Viking shield, trying to get spears through customs.
Yeah, how does that
and they're
work?
looking at me
Jesus
like,
Christ.
they're like,
What's wrong
what
with
the
you?
Yeah, what's wrong with
Yeah.
what is this? I go,
Carry on.
It's only a Zulu spear. It's called an Equa. I'm just gonna pass. And they just look at you like I got.
And then you explain how the sound, what Equa really means, and they're like, "Oh yeah, fine, bring it on
go
the
right
plane."
through.
So I'm building the Terry Shepard Museum in my house, and no one's gonna come but me. But damn it, it's my museum.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of people want to check out what you got, what you brought home.
That's some pretty cool stuff.
I don't think you fit the profile either. If you're getting on a plane, I don't think they really got to worry about you. Tell you the truth.
I don't know. I've gotten some. That's another thing too. I've gotten some hard looks sometimes, and I pulled out my military ID, and I still sometimes have gotten. I'm like, hey, dude. You know what? I'm one of the good guys.
Right.
So you can do your job, but just don't be a dick about it.
And then he whispers,
I'll snap your fucking neck.
and if you give me a hard time, you will not go home today.
You have to sleep sometime. All right, we get it.
After 9/11,
we get it.
Jesse,
No, you have no
sure.
idea. We get it. You're tougher than us. All right, shut up.
After
I'll
9/11,
sleep sometime.
oh, God.
how soon were you on the ground after 9/11? What was the guys that said that there was guys that we saw with their Green Berets that were actually on the ground in Afghanistan. They said October of 2001.
Oh, there were dudes there within a couple weeks.
Wow.
I mean, like really, and knocking the hell out of the Taliban.
Do you speak more than one language?
What's that?
You speak one English or another?
I speak actually because I was in 10th Special Forces Group in Europe. I was assigned to European, so I speak Czech pretty fluently, and I also know German, just some pretty decent German because living there. But everybody in the Green Berets, we're the only military unit where before you actually can graduate, you've got to speak at least one foreign language because we go and we live with wherever we are. We're living with Iraqis. We're living with the South Americans, and so you can't be. You got to know how to communicate, and you can't be a jerk either. You got to respect the way they do things, and then kind of work together. That's the fun part about it for me. Actually, it can be frustrating, but man, it's great when it works.
When you're living among them, how do you sleep at night?
That's a good point.
Because, I mean, you stand out, and these people are like, I think we're going to have to take this guy out while he's sleeping.
Yeah, I don't blend well.
You probably have a lot of mousetraps set up for yourself.
Well, you know what?
Marbles and tacks.
We take some precautions. We do, especially when we first got on the ground before we kind of work with this battalion of guys. But once we'd gone into some missions with them and trained with them a lot, I felt pretty good that we were pretty safe. You do never let your guard down. If you do, you're an idiot. You always, hey man, it is Iraq, so it's
What's the problem? Pakistan is probably where they think Bin Laden's hiding. I mean, like in those tribal areas. What exactly? Could we hear about that? My first note is just carpet bomb the whole fucking area. But how? What exactly?
Little politics involved there.
But what exactly is the problem with the tribal areas and the location? How big is it? What's the exact problem?
Yeah, well, the problem is for years we kind of took down our intelligence capability, so you can't get that kind of information about those dudes in Pakistan from satellite photos. You have to have guys on the ground among them. And they're hard to get into because they're very clannish. Everybody knows everybody. The terrain's tough. So it's not like you can just kind of get guys in there. Hey, I want to join your group. They're going to, you know what I mean? It's a very tight-knit group in a very hard-to-reach place. And if you don't have guys on the ground,
and aren't those like the closest things to those ancient warriors? Is like those Afghani type guys, right?
Those guys are still the same as they were back when Alexander the Great tried to go through there. They are pretty damn medieval.
Yeah, they're like badasses for little guys, right?
They're very tough, and they're tough because the environment makes them tough.
Right.
You know, they have none of these comforts that we have. And, it's funny, man.
It's all mountain training for their whole life.
The whole thing. Yeah, it's an outward bound, ass kicking outward bound your entire. From you were born up. So yeah, they're really tough.
How big of an area is that? The tribal regions
in Afghanistan or Pakistan or
wherever you might be.
It's big. It's really big.
Have to
it's
be
a lot.
Polite. Tell them like this: check fucking MapQuest and leave it alone.
No. And answer your question, it's pretty damn big. And check fucking MapQuest.
I would. I want to send a package.
Yes. Well, that's something else too, man. I sending packages too. One thing, if you go to the website too, now I'm going to just shamelessly plug this, at history.com/warriors, and also they have a Facebook page. I'm a computer retard, by the way. I can barely turn one on, but they have a Facebook page for warriors, and I have a site there too. It's Special Operations Warrior Foundation, and I've been giving to those guys for years, and now I was like, I couldn't have asked a better opportunity to kind of do more for them. And it's what it is. It's like they basically provide scholarship money for kids of whose dads, special operations guys who got killed or drastically wounded in combat. And, that's the thing, man. A lot of people say, I support the soldiers. You guys do. You went and did it. And I think a lot of people do, but the word support is a verb, so it implies action. So what exactly are you doing? I mean, bake cookies and send them. Man, believe me, man, we used to get stuff from kids over there, like pictures of, like drawings and cookies. And can I tell you, we always wrote back and we always sent pictures because it means a lot. That is support. Just say, yeah, I support the troops without the war. Sorry, bro, that doesn't cut.
That's a great point, man. Everyone says it.
I know.
Actually, I'd rather have people...
I say it. I haven't done anything.
But no, that's cool.
Jimmy has said it, but he's gone over there and performed. Colin went over there and performed.
I'm banned from there.
And I believe
That's because of your homosexuality.
They fucking banned me for making fun of the
for
Afghani
real? You're banned.
homosexuality.
Oh, yeah.
Did they really?
Yeah.
They banned you?
You guys were
For
joking.
mocking the homosexuality of the Afghani.
So you can't go back in there?
They supposedly
banned me.
lifted now, but
supposedly lifted, but I'm in. Yeah,
well, that's what they told you.
We could get you in, dude.
A picture in the post office. How the fuck are they going to know it's you?
No, the USO fucking banned me.
Oh,
our side banned me.
Oh, our side did.
Motherfuckers.
You loser.
Colin was,
What are they doing, Colin?
Colin was so funny when we did
jokes.
I still remember you standing on a fucking on the back of a truck. We did the first gig in Kuwait, and Colin's on the back. It was on the back of a flatbed truck.
Yeah, right.
And he was talking about all the fucking Kuwaiti men and how they're holding hands, walking around with pantsuits like the Mary Tyler Moore Show.
By the way, guys like us, we are going to crack up if we see that. And you know what? To go see guys like you is really good. That's actually fun.
Fantastic.
You know why I never went back? It fucking what scared me, and this was right after they caught Saddam when we first went. What scared me was after Al-Zarqawi and when they started beheading civilians. And that scared me into going back. I admit it because I was afraid. Like, you never know. We didn't take any helicopters when we were there. We took all, like, C-130s?
C-130s.
Yeah, planes, fixed wing stuff. Yeah.
But there was the idea of just going down or having a technical glitch and being captured and beheaded fucking just, it scared me into not going back.
Well, I mean, yeah, these guys actually cut people's heads off with knives.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, guys. I mean, we've never done that in the American military.
That's beyond any horror. That's beyond any horror.
You know what, though? It fucking got... Because they're fucking these fringe groups. It worked. I mean, it fucking scared the shit out of a lot of people.
Silly you'd look with just your head sitting there.
I know. I wouldn't be
sitting there like that.
Your head would look silly.
I know I wouldn't have a cool look on my face. Probably my mouth would be half open like I was about to blow someone like I caught.
But you were talking about them as being... That's in the show, too. I mean, all these warrior cultures we went to, almost all of them did that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, so really, it's not that, like, we're above that. We just kind of have evolved from it. We used to do that, believe me. We used to cut people's heads off and stick them on spikes.
It's a tactic. It's a tactic. It's a terror tactic that
Well,
fear is very effective in combat. Fear is very effective. And if you have this inkling that they might chop your head off with a knife, you're going to do something a little different that they want you to do differently.
You just basically stated the thesis for the third show, which is the the Romans and the barbarians. I said fear was the biggest weapon for the German barbarians.
Oh, the barbarians, absolutely.
These Romans were scared to go in there.
Technically, the Romans had them beat. There's no fucking... Technically, they kicked their ass, but the fear... They were afraid of these motherfuckers.
Yes, and it worked.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Because if you got caught, what they would do to you.
Oh,
yeah, and if
they were barbaric.
Hey, it kept you from going back to Iraq, dude.
It really, that's what I was saying. There is actually a method to that because if it frightened me into going, look, I'm not fucking. Getting shot is scary enough. A bomb is scary, but man, that is fucking too horrific. To
Well, in a weird way too. I mean, and I take this the right way. I mean, in a way, I respect their commitment because they are willing to kill and die for it. That being said, we got to kill them. I appreciate their commitment, but it goes against what I stand for, so you're dead. I mean, but
that's it.
But you got to know that you're not up against a bunch of pussies because it's ridiculous rhetoric to say you are, then you fucking underestimate them, then you get killed.
Dude, you just said it. If you're out on the street in New York, if you're in Iraq, anywhere, if you're in a board meeting, you underestimate your enemy, you are going to lose. And it's never about the equipment. It's never about the cool gadgets and GPS. We have that stuff, but it's the dude on the ground that kicks ass.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well, you know, it's guys like us understand that, Terry. It's unfortunate that a lot of
unfortunately,
a lot of the panty waste just don't quite get it.
Well,
panty waste.
Well, you talked me into it, man. I'm going to watch this show.
Watch the damn show and tell me what you guys think.
I'm definitely what is it?
Fantastic.
It's the History Channel starts tonight?
It's 10 o'clock tonight, man. It's the first one, and I think they're going to have, I'm assuming they're going to do it every Thursday at 10, and every week's a different one.
Yeah.
So we got Maya. Next week is Vikings. Next week's Vikings, and then the Barbarians.
You got a hit on your hands.
This is it really is cool. It's fantastic.
Is there any difference between Mayans and MS-13s? Or is that
I think
you go to Machu Picchu.
No, I would. You know, they're already kind of
place I want to go so bad.
I would love to go there, man.
You've never been? Huh?
I'd love to go. I hope we get another season and
Machu Picchu.
There's some great places that we can still go.
Did you ever go there?
I mean?
Huh?
Yeah.
What happened?
I'd like to go there.
For real?
Yeah.
Machu Picchu. Yes.
I want to say one more thing too. I want to say hi to my team in Afghanistan, because right now, if I didn't get this series, I've been filming since September. If I didn't get the series, I would be with them. But by the way,
really,
with a happy heart, because these are my best friends.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
But my commander was cool, and he blessed off on. He said, "Hey, man,
go for it.
You got the show, and just represent us well. Do kick ass, represent us well, and we'll all be rooting for you." So I miss them. They're my best friends, and I pray for them every day. But I hope my goal for the show is to do right by them, and also just let you guys in on it. Hey, man, we kind of all understand this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you guys, I promise you guys will understand. You'll go, yeah, all right, I get it.
I have a question for Cherry too. My manager travels a lot. We talk about it. He's
insane.
He'll go anywhere in the world. Like he went to Timbuktu by himself. Like he's a fucking lunatic.
That's pretty ballsy.
That's bad,
actually.
right?
I think the one place he won't go, I want to say it's somewhere in Ethiopia or it's Mogadishu. What do you think
Mogadishu is not very hospitable.
I would not want to go to Mogadishu.
What do you think?
I think it's called the other side of 8 Mile.
Yeah, I don't think you want to buy waterfront property in Mogadishu.
No, what do you think Mogadishu? It's called the Robert Taylor Home.
Oh God! What do you think is the most dangerous place in the world for a Westerner? Like, I mean, we know Iraq, but there are Westerners there.
White Westerner?
White Westerner. Karachi?
In our hemisphere, Colombia is really dangerous. Still is. Yep. Guatemala, where we were, by the way, had the most per capita violent crime in any Central American country.
But moving into number 3 is Mexico.
Apparently now Acapulco is full on ghetto.
Mexico
Cut your head off.
Really getting dangerous with the drug wars down there.
They're moving to fucking Phoenix.
It's The one of the mayors of one of the big towns down in Mexico moved into Phoenix. He's governing from the United States because he can't deal with what's going on down there.
Is that true? Really?
It's gotten to the point in Mexico where the drug cartels are just taking over. Mexico for years has just been this corrupt, unproductive country that isn't even like Canada. I mean, come on. We could. What's the matter? You're right next door to us. You share a border. Can't you just shut up and be quiet and stupid like Canadians?
Well, I guess if everybody still wants to get wants to get high, the stuff is going to come through.
Yeah, it's got to come through somewhere.
Guns go that way. Drugs go that way.
If it didn't go through there, it would come from Canada or from the coast or something like that.
Yeah.
So, man, we got all sorts of problems to deal with. But
Canada brings pot with them when they come down, but it's in their lungs. I've never seen more stoned people than Canadians.
The worst they do is show up with the Vicodins. All those stupid prescription drugs.
Nice. I think
3.
the show. I think the show's fantastic. I have the History Channel on constantly. I love all the programming on that channel is just fantastic. It's a great. I've learned more from watching the History Channel than any class I've ever cut in school.
You sound like what's his name? Travis, I've learned more from cab drivers.
I've learned more from a cab driver.
It's just
with Travis. That's awesome.
It's just that politician.
It's just good to know that the History Channel is expanding from Hitler.
That was it. Wait,
Thank you for having something else.
They call it the Hitler Channel.
They used to call it the Hitler Channel.
It's the big H, and every time it turned on, Hitler and his Gestapo. All right, I remember this one.
What kind of dogs did Hitler really like?
Yes.
No.
It all ends the same way.
Yes.
Boom.
Nah, it's
Hitler's blooper reel was really funny. They don't show that one that often. The pratfalls.
What do you mean? He was a Christian? My bad.
I'm sure he told jokes. You
never know. I like watching that. They have World War II in color. They have because there are a few of them that were actually color film. It's so odd when you watch black and white film of World War II. It seems very distant and old and not real.
Right.
But then the same stuff, you watch it in color and you're like, wow, those are real people doing that.
Yeah, they actually saw those colors back then.
Yeah, that's how it looked.
Blood was red. Yeah.
It brought you a lot closer to it, made it a lot more
George
real.
Lucas over here.
Yeah. So I want to colorize all World War II footage like Turner did with all of his movies. That's what I want to do.
Sometimes it's better to leave it black and white.
How much yellow paint are we going to have to go through when we go into the Pacific Theater?
Let me ask you
Love
something.
of God, it was a racist joke.
For the rape of Nanking, how do you want to do this?
I'm thinking
gotta
some
jolly it up.
pastels.
Yeah, something in a soft pastel color
To kind of just
Oh,
lessen
my
the
God.
shock.
Unbelievable.
So make sure you dudes watch it. I want to
Yep,
hear
absolutely.
Let me
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Let me know if you like it or if you think it sucks. But
We're
I
going to
think
tell
guys
you
could-
it sucked? Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Have a knife at our throat at night.
I think you guys will like
It's going to
it.
be
though.
great. It's obvious. You
It's
got a hit
on-
on your hand.
On tonight at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, History Channel. Terry
10 o'clock
Shepard.
history. Terry Shepard. It's
Yeah.
actually called Warriors with Terry Shepard, so I
Hey,
better
look
not
at that.
screw up.
Nice.
Very cool, man.
Yeah.
All right, thank you,
Terry, thanks so much.
Hey, thanks, boys. Have a great
Last
weekend,
talking
man.
with you.
Yeah. I think we're done too. So, Colin, where are you going to be?
Hey, guys, put a fork in me. I'm done.
Colin Quinn.
You're encouraging.
Oh,
He's
my
got
God.
jokes. I'm going to
I
be at
wish I
prime
had a
time in
fork.
Sayreville, New Jersey, and I'll be on Opie and Anthony on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, that's
Aye.
right. The big gig
Hey.
at Connolly's
Rich Voss.
next week.
Oh,
Right?
that's fun. Sounds cute.
And Otto,
Polka nuts, 9 o'clock.
I know it's a good place.
It killed
but
you
the
to say
name-
that.
Yeah.
The name
Is it related to polka nuts from West Palm?
Terry's talking about these exotic places and warfare and everything, and you're going to be in polka nuts.
Faggot number 1 is in Sayreville, and faggot number 2 is in the Poconos.
My troops along the Delaware Water Gap will be. I send a prayer out to them.
And Terry this weekend will be fighting the Somalian pirates. Jesus.
Oh, God.
We hate when we get real men in here.
sounds like
It's
a-
so embarrassing for
Fucking
everybody.
idiot. Stop mocking me.
You got the plug-in, Otto?
Yeah.
Polka nuts
right?
Friday,
Yeah, yeah.
Saturday,
Yeah.
and for Colin, it's
Thank you,
Sayreville
thank you,
Friday,
thank you.
All
Saturday.
right, thanks, everyone.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.